Hello guys, Alex here for Stretford Paddock. Looking ahead to the Brighton game, I am really trying to be positive. I've had someone text me saying they fancy a 3-1 Ronaldo hat-trick tonight, and I really want to see that. And I'm expecting at some point United to score a load of goals. It's hard for me not to say 1-1 Morpay equaliser. Really don't want that to happen, but I've just got a bad feeling about it. But no, forget that. United going to score 3-1 United. Ronaldo's going to get a couple of goals. Be back to business.
Luke here for Stretford Paddock as United face off against Brighton. And it's yet another home game that we really need to see all 3 points from. All the teams around us seem to be doing their best to drop as many points as they can for us, but so far we have squandered this so-called favourable run of games that we've had. Brighton, in fairness, they do need to be treated with respect. The table isn't light at this stage of the season, and they are in that top 9, which seems to be sort of breaking away from the bottom half of the table now, with the likes of Spurs and Wolves. As hard as it's becoming, I am predicting a scrappy 1-0 win for United. Maybe a penalty, something like that.
Nolene here to give a prediction for the Man United-Brighton game, and another deflating draw, which I was just about to say loss because that's what it feels like. And Brighton aren't going to be any easier. We know how good they are defensively. They don't concede many chances, and when you're a side that struggles to create but also score, it can go south very quickly. But obvious changes to make is Lindelof in for Maguire, Teller's in for Shaw, because the amount of times those two were caught out of position was just ridiculous, frankly. But positives to take away was, I think Pogba was bossing it in midfield, Sancho now becoming our most reliable player. So hopefully those are some good signs that can continue. As for the prediction, we've only won 2 of our last 6. We desperately need to put together a solid run of games, so I'm going to go for a much-needed 3-1 win to United.
Ronaldo back again with another pre-match prediction, and this time it's for a Brighton game. And you know what? I'm going to be honest and go for a draw. I think we are going to see another stalemate. It's going to be 1-1. Can't trust us keeping a clean sheet at all. Brighton, it's another team that's relatively mid-table that have been in good form. But I don't trust United against anyone, never mind a team that's playing well. I don't think Brighton have lost in the last 5 league games. I think they've lost 1 in the last 9 or something along them lines. And I think it's going to be a tough one. Old Trafford isn't a fortress anymore. Got too many distractions, too many issues against a team that's solid. And I think Graham Potter and the Seagulls are going to be smelling blood. So I'm going to go for 1-0.
Hey everyone, Angelina here with my prediction for the Brighton game. Things haven't been going well at all. Would really love to see a reaction from the players tonight, but I'm not getting myself too excited, and I feel like it could end up being another draw. I don't want it to be, but I'm just going to go ahead and predict 2-2 on the score sheet. Probably go with Ronaldo because I think he definitely needs a goal, and also Jadon Sancho because I think he was about the only player I was impressed with ever so slightly in the last game. So yeah, it'd be good to see him get a good game as well.
Paddock Match Day, Notch here. Hope everybody enjoyed Commercial Love Day yesterday. I spent mine mainly listening to My Bloody Valentine. Yep, I am definitely old. But while we're all going into this rearranged fixture tonight with sheer dread and all anticipating the inevitable 1-1 draw, it's worth considering that Ralph's new setup means we are creating more chances. We're just not taking enough of them. It's 2017 again. See? That's how good Zlatan was. Chance Creation FC. Damn it, I now want Mata to start tonight. But while we are creating these chances, our profligacy in front of goal can't just keep continuing the way it is. Our strikers are better than that. So I'm predicting a 3-1 tonight and a boost in confidence higher than Brighton's house prices. Okay, all right. Right, maybe not that high. Trust the Notchster.
Hello and welcome to Stretford Paddock. We're eating sherbet lemons, and this is the watch along for Manchester United versus Brighton. Hey, go on! Round of it, come on, United win.
That's enthusiasm, that Joe, isn't it?
Come on! Right, yeah, there we go.
Up the RH!
Come on. I'm joined by Ryan Hopper. How you doing?
Very well, mate. How are you?
Good to have you back on, mate.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for
Come
having
here
me.
and you've demanded sherbet lemons, and you've got them, haven't you?
We didn't play 2-touch today, though.
No, we'll play a bit after maybe if United win. And Jordan, hostess with the mostest from Saturday. How was it?
Well, it was fantastic.
Was
I'd say Joe McGrath gave you a run for your money.
Did he?
He did, yeah. You were fantastic.
Excuse me?
I said he was fantastic.
Was he?
Yeah.
Well, I've seen him race a tram, and I don't think he could give me a run for anything. But thank you very much for filling in on Saturday. We are here today for Manchester United versus Brighton. Are we going to draw 1-1 again, lads? Because I've seen a lot of things on Twitter. People aren't happy about these draws, mate. If it was up to the fans, that we'd be winning, wouldn't we?
Yeah, we would have.
I'm just excited. I've got so much lemon thing stuck in my chops here. Ryan, you're going to have to take over. How's it going to go tonight? Team news in 5 minutes.
I'm hoping for much more from them tonight, to be honest. It's been bad past couple of games, we've all agreed. It's just been terrible. But listen, positivity. We need positivity here, and hopefully can pull the fingers out and we're all cheering and dancing and giddy like you, Joseph.
If you had to guess, where does Ryan want them to pull their fingers out from? What did you say?
I don't want to say it.
Oh,
Go on, Jord. No. Go on.
Say it.
No. I don't like using expletives.
Expletives. Right. Are you positive for tonight?
Is
everyone at home? Are you positive for tonight? You've got to be. That's what I'm trying to bring.
Yeah, you've got to be.
It's been 1-1. It's been 1-1. It's been 1-1. And one of the 1-1s was actually a loss. So it's like 3 1-1s, but actually worse than that.
You've got to think, there's 1-1, there's 1-1, there's 1-1. This time,
more than any other time,
they'll score 2. Surely. Yeah. Surely they'll score 2.
It might surprise us and, a bit optimistic, but they might slap them for 4 or 5. But
slap a 4 or 5 at
we'll
them.
see, won't we, lads?
Well, that's the thing. I reckon if we get a performance how we did against Southampton, wasn't quite so good actually, but some of the performances that we saw against Brentford, that we saw against Burnley, that we saw against even Middlesbrough, if we keep playing like that week in, week out, we're going to win more games than we don't. It's just been slightly unfortunate that, the other day Ronaldo going around the goalkeeper after, 2 minutes, side foot.
And P-rolling it.
Yeah, P-rolling it. Because I think that's because he's on his longest goal-scoring drought for 10 years. I think that's why. If that's Ronaldo at Real Madrid or United at the start of Ronaldo at the start of the season, I think he puts his foot through that and the defender can't get near it.
I was going to say though, would you not think because he's on his longest goal drought for so long, he'd have put his foot through it, knowing that he just rounded a keeper because he didn't want to have any sort of doubt.
I think he's playing it safe.
Yeah, but do you reckon, bit of a daft thing? Do you reckon someone like Ronaldo, his mindset's thinking like that? You know what I mean?
Well, not usually, but even by
someone
his standards,
whose mentality is the way it is.
I think at some point you do start to doubt yourself because he's a human being after all.
Yeah,
I wonder if at some point this season he's gone, am I on the downward slope here? He must have thought it because he's got 14 goals, which is all right, but it's no Ronaldo numbers, is it?
No.
He's usually getting anywhere between sort of 0.8 and 1 goal per game, and this is a goal every other game if he's lucky.
He's 37.
No, he is 37, and it's understandable.
Yeah.
But for the first time in his career, I think he might be thinking, I might be going downhill now.
Well, he's never been in the position before, has he? He's never. It sounds daft, but he's never been as old as he is right now, right? And he's never probably
a great
been.
point, that isn't it? Right?
It's a very good point. That.
Let's think about that again.
Yeah.
He's never been as old as he is now. I love that from you.
Wisdom, yeah.
That's wisdom, not just wisdom. Smart. Carry on.
Tactically aware, right? Yeah. But he's never been in this position before.
No,
and he's never been in this position before with a team. I don't think he was even this down bad with Juve. Juve were probably in a lower position, I'd argue.
But they'd won the league the year before.
Yeah, and they had a worse squad. Pound for pound, ours against that Juve squad of Ronnie, and I think we have a better squad.
Yeah.
But the opposition is better in the Premier League, I think, all around, especially this year. You're seeing West Ham fighting for a top 4 spot. You're seeing Wolves playing fantastic under a new manager, to use 2 examples. He's never been in a position like this, so what we want to see is a reaction, which is why I was surprised when he P-rolled it, because he might have thought, I'm in here straight away, there's nobody there, I'll roll it and I'll be fine now, I've got my goal, forget the goals, I'll score a hat-trick. But he didn't, and it looks like he's got this sort of mental block now. If he starts tonight, which... a couple of calls for him to go, but leave the starting 11 for this game prior to the previous one. And I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't in it.
No. What do you reckon? Do you think he'll start?
Yeah, I do.
Team
I
news
think
in
he'll
about
start.
5 seconds, so get
I
your
think
prediction
he'll
in.
start. But George's right in what he's saying. Rangnick's known for, think people are not doing the job that he wants. We can leave him out, but I feel like he'll play. And he'll once he gets one, I feel like, with the performances, and if he gets a service, I think, we're talking about that example where he's rounded a keeper and he's P-rolled it, but also in games, like the service, the lack of service, he needs to have, it's all right blaming, Ronnie's not doing this and Ronnie's not doing that. He's a bad egg and he's affected the squad, but he needs the service at the end of the day. Like, he can't be feeding off scraps or pressing or whatever. I understand he has had chances, the squad have had chances, but I reckon, once he gets 1-0 kick on.
Well, on that, sorry to look at my laptop then, I was just checking for the team. He is in the team, and I'll go through that team now. That's David De Gea in goal. I'm just going to go through it in number order, and then you can see it there. Actually, we'll go through it that way. David De Gea in goal. It's Dalot, Varane, Maguire keeps his place. We'll talk about that. And Luke Shaw. Then it's Fred and McTominay, the return of Fred to the starting lineup. Then it's Sancho and Fernandes with Ronaldo and Elanga in there as well. It could be a 4-2-2-2. Maybe a 4-2-3-1 with Elanga and Sancho. I would probably suggest it's more like that, or 4-3-3.
4-3-3.
With Ronaldo up front, Elanga on the left, Sancho on the right. Rashford out, Pogba out. Both of those players on the bench, so it's not maybe it's a fatigue thing, but it's not an injury thing. What do you make of that team, Jordan?
Surprised Pogba's not in it. Not surprised Rashford's not in it. I think Rashford was warranting a drop. Mm-hmm. I think he's been taking too long to make decisions, and we saw it. I think it was one instance where we went past 2 plays in the last game, and he should have shot it the first time. He took it in on the left-hand side. I just don't think he's been in that run of form. He got a goal. Who did he score against recently? It was the West Ham game, wasn't it, when he got the winner? And you were thinking, right, he'll kick on now, last minute, bit of euphoria, we'll go from there. But he didn't, so his drop was warranted. Elanga's going to come, he's going to run all day, he's going to press, he's going to do exactly what Rangnick wants of him. Sancho, happy start, he's been our best player in the past 3 games, despite them being disappointing results. Very surprised that Pogba's not in there, and yeah, it might be a fatigue thing because he's been out for so long.
He's out for 3 months.
He's played 3 games on the bounce, which I was surprised he was playing 3 games on the bounce anyway. Fred's going to come, he's going to run all day, and I don't know if I hope it's a 4-3-3 because Fred seems to play better in a sort of 8 when he plays there with Brazil. He seems to just do the little things better in an 8 when he has sort of less defensive duties. Yeah, because I think he panics a bit. We spoke about it off camera before we went on. Fred's decision making is pretty poor, and his distribution is worse, I'd say. And for a central midfielder, it's not what you want. But he brings tenacity and he brings legs.
What do you make of that team?
Was just what George said. We was talking, before we come on air about Fred, weren't we? We were saying about, do we feel like we've missed him? And I would like to see what the viewers think of that, because he does get a lot of stick, and rightly so sometimes for his distribution or whatever. But over the past few games, we needed that sort of energy, and we've needed that sort of... I am surprised Pogba's not starting.
Yeah.
But I'm not surprised that Fred has come back in. I thought Fred would have come in for McTominay, but he's not. But Rangnick likes Fred, likes his energy, and I think that's why he's straight back in.
I reckon, like you said, it doesn't surprise me that Pogba's not starting. Well, this would have been, his 4th game in 12 days or something ridiculous. So that makes sense. He's been out for 3 months. He's not, he's a player that does get injured, does get fatigued. So it makes sense to me that he's not starting. And the same with Rashford. Slightly surprised Maguire's playing, but although after what Rangnick said yesterday, he kind of had to play him, didn't he, about not taking the captain's armband off and stuff. But I am slightly surprised because Lindelof is on the bench. We'll get the team, the subs on the screen in just a minute as well once they're sorted. But the bench, for anyone who hasn't seen it, is Henderson, Telles, Jones, Lindelof, Wan-Bissaka, Lingard, Mata, Pogba, as I said, and Rashford, as I said as well. There you go, as it pops up there. Slightly surprised Lindelof's not starting, Jordan?
I wanted him. I was calling for Maguire's head after the last game. Everyone knows it on the review. During the game, I could not put across how much I thought he was dog in the last game. Some of the things he was doing. That turn where he stuck his leg out and was it Brozier who turned him inside out?
On the touchline,
yeah,
on the left-hand side.
I'm thinking, how on earth have you allowed that to happen when you saw the ball coming over? He's not even running that far back.
No.
The mistakes he was making, his lack of pace, his decision-making. I'd rather have Lindelof in just because for his pace. Lindelof, I don't know if because there were times where we were slagging Lindelof off a lot when he was starting, especially with Harry Maguire. But if Lindelof has that recovery pace over him, which he does in abundance, if he makes a mistake, he's got the pace to get back. Because I'm sick and tired of having Raphael Varane having to sweep up after Maguire every single time. Because it's supposed to be a 2 that can work together. We were all saying at the start of the season when Varane came in, best centre-back partnership potentially in the Premier League coming. He can do for the fact that Maguire has the lack of pace. He can cover him. Maguire, he's solid. That's really as far as he was going. pre-season.
Well, pre-season, I think you would say he's better in the air than Varane.
Yeah.
He's maybe better at bringing the ball out, sort of dribbling or the ball at his feet. This is before the season started, and now he seems to have lost all confidence with and without the ball. But yeah, now it doesn't seem like we're getting that out of him, does it?
No, and that's why I wanted Lindelof to start so much. Am I surprised he isn't starting? No, because as you said, Ralph Ragnick's comments a couple of days ago about how he didn't want to strip him, it'd be a bit of a sucker punch than just drop him, wouldn't it? Even though everybody wants him to be dropped, but it's that captain's armband thing. It is that deep because it's keeping him in the team.
Do you think that's what's keeping him in the team?
Yeah, no, I do. I've said it. I've been on record saying it for a while now about Maguire. I don't think he's good enough at the moment. I'm not saying he's not good enough full stop. I'm just saying at the moment, like going back to what you guys are saying there, we're talking about when Varane come in, or we've got a partner for Harry Maguire, everything's going to be calm, everything's going to be, where does Bailly go? Is Bailly going to leave? This and that. Oh, it's crazy. I would have Bailly or Lindelof in there all day over him at the moment.
Phil Jones?
Phil Jones.
Well, Jones on the bench, Bailly not even on the bench at the moment, but yeah, the fact that Lindelof is on the bench does surprise me a bit because it's not like he's been scared to drop people in the past. We talked about it before the game, before the watch-along. I think he dropped Maguire. He said there was an injury thing there, or he was coming back from an injury, but I think the timing was too coincidental for that to not be a drop-in. Like we've seen the manager do that.
I'm surprised with Shaw as well.
But yeah, Shaw's another one who's kept his place. Yeah. I think the difference with Dalot and Wan-Bissaka is, I think Dalot at his best and Wan-Bissaka at his best. Dalot still has something on Wan-Bissaka. He is just better going forward. He is just better on the ball. I think when Shaw's at his best and Tellers is at his best, Shaw is better. Yeah. So I think that's probably what Rangnick's hoping for is if I can get the best out of these players, and maybe that's what he's doing with Maguire as well. If I can get the best out of him, his best is probably better than Lindelof's best. But the problem is we're just not seeing Maguire's best.
All, have we?
And we've not seen it, for months all season.
When you talk about Dalot and Wan-Bissaka there, ever since the new manager's come in, no one's really give Dalot a sniff, really. No. They've sent him out on loan, and, he's done well there, and he's come back. He's the only manager that's really took an interest, come out in the press and openly praised him. And Wan-Bissaka, it's going to take a lot for him to get back, in my opinion, get back in, because the way he's played, even when he has average games or bad games, he's still, everyone's saying he should be playing over him. The manager must not like Wan-Bissaka.
Well, let's look. The one thing that Wan-Bissaka has over Dalot is probably 1v1. Right?
Yeah, he's 1v1.
And also, that is one of Dallow's weaknesses as well.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
They're literally like, it's not like, they've got overlapping qualities. It's literally, Wan-Bissaka is fantastic 1v1. And can't bring the ball out. His touch, his passing, his dribbling, his distribution of ball.
His awareness.
Yeah.
Defensive awareness.
But Dalot is 1v1 is pretty poor. He does get skinned. But going forward and taking the ball out, chesting the ball down on the halfway line, driving, he's night and day. We've seen it. Some of the drives and the dribbles that he's done in the last 2 or 3 games, Dalot, have been like
he's forward thinking though, and he's forward thinking. I know his crossing recently has not been his best quality, but he's always looking to get in them positions and always looking, to deliver balls, and he's always involved in things, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I'm slightly surprised. Fred and McTominay, I was going to say that. Fred and McTominay, does that interest you at all? Or are we sort of thinking, why is this happening?
We know what's going to happen with him. They're just going to run. They're going to try and win the ball back. They're probably not. More often than not. Mm-hmm. And we're going to be frustrated about it. But, what else have we got? We had Paul Pogba, as you mentioned before. He's played 3 games after 3 months out. You can't expect him to start every single game after coming back off a long injury. Yeah, and he's probably thought, right, we can probably outrun the Brighton midfield. I don't know who's playing for Brighton today. If we can get, the team up. But they're probably thinking we need a little bit more energy to combat Brighton, because Graham Potter's got him playing some fantastic football for the team that they have and the individuals on the team. Because you look at it on paper, you don't look and go, bloody hell, it's a great team. They sit, I think, the 9th or 8th in the league, and for Brighton, that's overachieving, arguably.
Yeah, he's doing a great job.
He's doing a great job there. So he's probably thinking, I need to get the energy back into the midfield, outrun him, be tenacious, win the ball back, and then just get it gone quickly. Now, whether it's a 4-2-2 or a 4-3-3 with Bruno dropping a little bit deeper.
I think it probably will be a 4-3.
Bruno being the 10, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for anyway, because...
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Sancho running up top.
Yeah, Brighton are 9th, and this is their team. They've got Sanchez, Cucurella, Webster, Dunk, Bissouma, Morpay, McAllister, Trossard, Gross, Moder, and Veltman as their team. Like you said, there's a couple of standout players in there. Basuma's obviously gets a lot of credit. Morpay seems to turn up against United and then be shit against everyone else. And Trossard can have a good game occasionally. But like you said, they're definitely playing better than the sum of their parts at the moment, aren't they? Finishing, not the season hasn't finished yet, but being in 9th when last season they were scrapping a relegation battle this time last year, they've definitely improved and they're sort of playing to their potential a bit more.
Yeah, and the one thing I probably think is that Rangnick's wary about Basuma's effect in the midfield, because you can see, credit to him, he's been linked with some of the top teams in England. We're talking Liverpool, you're talking us, and there's a reason why he's then putting Fred back into the side, and it's not just because of Pogba's the fact that he probably couldn't have done 4 games in a row. He's probably wary about Basuma and the way that he's going to dictate the play from midfield, because they'll probably play a Basuma and Gross in the midfield. Basuma will do all the hard work, all the running, just 1-2, tack it, pass it, gone, done. But he wants to nullify that, so he's probably going to go, right, Fred, you stick on Basuma.
Get around him.
Yeah, because I mean, I think it was it today or tomorrow where it's completely off topic. Jisung Park man-marked Andrea Pirlo at a game in the Champions League.
Yeah, so
I think it's today or
effective,
tomorrow. I'd love to see that.
Today or tomorrow?
On this day, today or tomorrow.
Right, that makes more sense. I can't remember whether it's tomorrow, but I've got a feeling Jisung Park's going to mark Pirlo out of the Champions League 15 years ago. But yeah, we maybe need a bit of that. Just a bit on Rangnick talking in the programme. He said the man of the draw on Saturday was hugely frustrating for everyone, players, staff and supporters. We've dropped too many points from winning positions, but I don't want anyone to think that this is because the players don't care or are not giving it their all. That I don't know if that is indirect response or just sort of happens to be in response to the comments made by their manager at the weekend, Hasenhüttl, basically saying United's reverse gear isn't as strong as our forward gear, as in we don't like tracking back, we don't like working hard off the ball. Does that worry you? Does that make you think that there's problems behind the scenes, or do you just think it's a team still getting used to Rangnick's sort of style of play?
When a respected Gary Neville come out and said it, and when a respected manager comes out and says that about you, obviously it's not great, is it?
If you're a player hearing that, what are you feeling there?
Hitting the fucking roof.
Yeah,
you're hitting the roof, and you want to prove him wrong. And I think that's just the way the lads need to go about it. And no disrespect to him or Southampton, that's Southampton's manager. You know what I mean? It's not like a Pep coming out and saying that where you can have or Klopp where you can have a bit of a it might be right there.
Yeah.
Southampton, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when he's coming out and saying that, then it is a bit disheartening. But the lads have got to use that as a bit of fuel of motivation now to go on and just, I know let's just said then it's always Southampton, but just to prove him wrong. And let's just take the game to these tonight and let's just have a right good go, you know what I mean?
Do you think it's a bit embarrassing that?
It is embarrassing.
To me, that's like, because obviously managers say that occasionally, but generally speaking, a manager doesn't come out afterwards and explain how they beat the other team. They generally, were happy with the team, great performance, and they gave everything. We saw it, was it the Wolves manager as well who came out and said, we just targeted the fullbacks.
He just broke down the whole team.
And Hasenhüttl's done a similar thing there where he said, they don't like tracking back basically, so we knew we could get in transition.
It's embarrassing,
isn't it?
It was justified.
Yeah.
You saw Rashford not tracking back. I think it was for the goal. Luke Shaw, how many times he ran up the pitch trying to make a difference, but he couldn't get back in. If you're going to go up there and play as a dynamic fullback like your manager wants to do, and then not be willing to track back,
that's how he wants to play, innit?
That's you. That's not the manager's problem. That's you not putting the shift in.
Yeah.
So you can't blame Rangnick for that because the players are simply not tracking back. The whole point of Rangnick coming in was that he's going to change the way that Manchester United press, which you'd assume would then mean the players are going to be fitter. So in terms of when they're pressing so high, a lot of players are up the pitch. They make a mistake, which they will. It comes with the tactics.
Yeah.
They should be expected, or if not instructed, to track back as quickly as possible. And if they're not doing that, we were exploited and we conceded.
Do you think some of that comes onto the midfield as well? Because
of course it does.
With any team that plays high attacking fullbacks, they can't be on every single
play. They need the holding midfielder to cover the fullback. But again, you look at the team here. That's what Fred will probably do for you.
Yeah.
Tom here will do that for you.
Yeah.
Going forward, I would probably look to play one of them and bring Pogba back in.
Yeah.
But like you said, we've talked about it before. Like, who do you play in that deep line?
Yeah.
Do you go for someone, like McTominay is better on the ball than Fred? Probably doesn't give you as much, athleticism or whatever. But I think they should lock arms and fight for that one and let Pogba and Bruno come back into that.
Yeah. I agree. Nathan James has been a member for 17 months. Do get your comments in, everyone else as well. Came up from Luton for the game on Saturday. Highlight was meeting Jordan in some cocktail place. Pretty smashed as we started on the 8 a.m. train. Great lad. Do you remember Nathan James in a cocktail place? Do you remember being in a cocktail place?
No.
Jordan was all
I'm very sorry, mate. I was actually supposed to go home. That's why. I don't know if you saw, I had a bag on me. My laptop was in my bag. I was dressed in baggy jeans and all
what
that.
you mean by that.
Yeah. You know, it was a backpack.
I got a text from you on this was Friday night.
Yeah, you did.
I got a text from you on Friday night, 2 minutes to. Was this Friday? Was this?
It was when we played.
Saturday, because it was nearly kick-off.
This was Friday night. You texted
Was
me.
it?
Was it?
Oh, so it wasn't the same night. Different
Might have
night.
been different night.
Were you drinking Friday and Saturday?
Yeah.
What a guy.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
He said,
What a guy.
sorry for
What a
Jude
guy,
Belling,
mate.
which is what
mate.
people say for phone calling someone now. Instead of Belling, he said, sorry for Jude Belling. That's what he said, because he's so modern. He's using references of footballers at 19.
Why are you trying to out me now?
No, I'm not. This is great.
I thought we were boys.
We are boys, but I thought this was Saturday night. It was Friday night.
Okay, all right.
So you didn't even invite me out Saturday night, which is disgusting. But no problem, Jude Belling. It's fine. Ajmal says, Hart and Hootle said, our first line cheats, which is such a shame for our club. It's a shame, isn't it? There's a lot of shameful things going on at Man United at the minute. But you know what? We'll get over it. Benjamin Matthias with a super chat. Thank you very much. Says Maguire and Shaw again, for fuck's sake. Anyway, up the fucking Reds and up the RH.
Up the RH. Good man.
Maguire and Shaw, we're sick of them. I know you've sort of talked about them already, but that combination keeps getting picked, doesn't it? Why do you think it keeps getting picked?
I think a point that you alluded on, saying that if we compare Tellers and Shaw when they're at their best, Shaw is better, and Rangnick is still hoping that he can sort of play him into form. And it'll be.
How long do you reckon he waits for that, though? That's the key.
Well, Tellers is back fit now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if he sees him in training, I think maybe the next game, and if Luke Shaw drops a clanger today again, then I think Tellers could be in the next game.
When Tellers were playing, I thought he'd done a good job. Before he got COVID, he was doing a good job.
Maguire, it's the same story on a record.
Yeah.
And I'll allude back to the same point I mentioned before. He's only in that team purely because he's got the captain's armband. He shouldn't have it. I don't care what anybody says.
Who'd you give it to?
Bruno or De Gea, even Ronaldo at this point. Just anybody.
Varane.
Anybody but Maguire. Because how can you see when you're in a position like we were against Southampton? It's another frustrating thing where you could predict what's happening. We go 1-0 up. Good, we're all right for the first 20-25 minutes. Drop the pace. Give them a couple of chances in the first half. They think going into half time we're only 1-0 down. We could easily get a goal here. They do 2 minutes into the second half. Do you expect Harry Maguire to look at your team and go, "Oi, come on, look at me to be the motivation to get us back into the game and get a goal"? Harry Maguire has 2 relegations on his CV. He's playing next to a 4-time Champions League winner. And I'm not saying give the captaincy to Varane, but I guarantee Rafael Varane, if he could speak English better, would be motivating that team better than Harry Maguire could. Bruno, I think, would be a better motivator. I know he whinges a lot, but you can see it. Why did he press so high all the time? He's always running, going back and forth, because he wants more from his team. Bruno's not won anything, but
It's
his
just
mentality's
them
levels
standards,
above.
standards.
And I don't think Maguire. We've said it so many times on the channel. Maguire is not a leader. He's not someone who's going to motivate a Cristiano Ronaldo, a Jadon Sancho, even Fred and McTominay, who haven't done anything really in their careers, to go and grab a game by the scruff of the neck. Because you think about our captains before, and it's easy to compare to him. They're nowhere near Roy Keane motivators. They're nowhere near Vida motivators. Even the centre halves you've had in the past. You reckon Jaap Stam would allow for some of this shite? Some of the defending that he does? Not a chance.
No.
So he shouldn't be anywhere near it.
No, I agree. Like the video. We've got over 2,500 people watching, and there's 250 likes. Let's get to 1,000 likes. Let's get to 1,000 likes, please, and let's see how long it takes to get there. Like the video. If you're enjoying it, like the video.
I reckon we can get to 750 before kickoff. 500 likes in 25 minutes, easy.
Kickoff's not in 25 minutes, mate.
Oh, it's
We've
not
got a very long time till kickoff, mate.
We can
Go
get
on,
to a
get
K.
a like.
I hate this late kickoff shit.
We can get to a K before kickoff.
It used to be
Mate.
easy. We'll get to go to 1,000 before kickoff easily. 100 like that overnight in a second. Come on, let's get to 1,000. Look at this, it's going up. 400 already.
Go on. Like the
This
video.
does my head in, this late kickoff shit, by the way, because City are playing or something in this Champions League. Firstly, the Champions League used to be at 7:45 anyway, which was fine. And then that went back to 8 o'clock, which pissed me off at the best of times. Now we have to play at 8:15, which is half an hour after I think late games should start. It's ridiculous. You don't get home to bed till 1:30.
Think about the travelling fans.
Is that what I'm saying?
Oh, mate.
Brighton.
I only live around the corner.
Look at Brighton. How far they've come for this game.
You got to get a hotel, haven't you?
You've got to get an hotel.
Yeah.
Or you cannot get in the train back.
They'll be in that cocktail bar later then.
Yeah, they'll be there with you. But it's ridiculous.
You coming, Nate?
Eight.
Are you coming?
Backpack.
you know when you go to like Spain and they're kicking off at like 10:30 and you're like, how is this happening?
Crazy, innit?
Why is this happening? I get it there because it's 35 degrees in summer. But here, it's
You're
like...
still tired. You
there's
wake
no
up now.
excuse.
You got to work.
That's
Imagine
true.
35 degrees.
Yeah.
The hell?
8:15. Come on.
Joking. Yeah,
And also, who gives a shit about City playing? They've got what?
They're in
They're playing
Portugal.
Sporting.
They're in
Sporting
Portugal.
Lisbon.
And we're asked about
Rubbish.
pushing us back 15 minutes. They're in Portugal, for God's sake.
I know. Stupid.
Calamitous.
I've seen a lot of tweets tonight, but I'll echo the sentiment. You know you're a true United fan when you watch us probably draw 1-1 with Brighton when PSG Real Madrid's on the other channel. That's a big game, innit, that we're all missing.
Massive game.
It's a big
Massive
game,
game.
but if you're a United fan, you'd be expected to watch
Yeah, if
it.
you're a United
come
fan,
on.
you've
There's
got to
no
be
question
watching.
in your
I
mind,
know.
is there?
If
I
you're
know.
if
It's
you're a
only a
neutral, you're
joke.
watching fucking that game.
Yeah.
aren't
Yeah,
you?
oh, yeah, definitely.
Like, you're not watching United and Brighton.
No,
are
it's
you?
Popcorn viewing
Yeah.
for
It's
the
one
neutrals.
for the
yeah.
United fans,
100%.
this one tonight, innit?
Come on,
Although I did see
go on,
one
the
person in the
boys.
chat before saying, I really hope United lose tonight. Don't know who that was, but...
Nice one, bud.
What does he want from
Cheers,
that?
mate.
What does he want
Don't
from
worry
that?
about him.
Great comment,
He's
that,
having
bud.
a tough time. He's having a tough time. Look at this. A lot of people telling us what time it is in the US. You know what? We should be thankful. 2:15 a.m. in Bangladesh, 10:15 in South Africa,
International.
4:15 a.m. in Australia. Could be worse, couldn't it? It's only
It could be
8:15.
so much
I
worse.
apologise
We're
for what I
sat here
said.
complaining. We're
International
very sorry.
Paddock.
Very, very sorry.
Imagine having do you know if you live in a time zone where it's ahead? Well, actually, I suppose it don't matter because the early kickoffs, if you're in America, it's middle of the night, and if the evening kickoffs, if you're anywhere sort of east of Britain, it's middle of the night. So we've got lucky, really, haven't we? I suppose.
we have,
Fair
to be
enough.
fair.
All right, you know what? I'll take it back. And all the Americans actually who are watching this at like midday, pretty chill for them as well.
Yeah,
isn't it?
chilled.
So they're doing all right.
Chilled.
TJ Hayes says we ain't gonna draw.
Nah, I like that. I like a bit of positivity.
Me too. Oh, well, hang on a sec. Rumoured that there's a change to the starting lineup. Can we get some confirmation on that? Simon Stone potentially
What's
saying
going
there's
on?
a change and Lindelof is starting. I don't know who that's for.
Oh, would
Varane ill, Lindelof starts according to
You was going
according
Maguire.
to
Give us
Simon
a-
You had
Stone.
me up here. I was up here.
So we'll
Now
get
down
that
here.
changed. Varane
mate.
is no longer starting. Victor
Ill.
Lindelof will start instead.
How do you not
Get
know
your
you're
thoughts
ill
to that
before-
news in the
before
comments. How do you not know you're ill?
How
Maybe
do
he's
you
just.
not know you-
Maybe he's
you're ill?
just. Oh, I didn't tell
No.
that story on air, did I? Maybe he's just shit himself.
Possibly, yeah.
Maybe he's just done
Yeah.
a fart across the room.
Yeah, he's
And he's
definitely-
gone, lads,
he's-
I've buckled downstairs. Maybe he says that, lads, I've buckled.
No, he goes,
White
let's
shorts
have a
as
go.
well.
That in them home shorts.
Oh no. He had a
Jesus
nightmare,
Christ.
the boy.
He has. So yeah, he's ill apparently. Hopefully that's not COVID because obviously
Nah, yeah,
presumably
fingers
he's at the
crossed it's
hotel with
not.
everyone
Let's
last
hope
night.
he's all right.
But we'll get that updated, and it is updated. Look at that quick shot. Look at that bang. Very
I kind
good.
of wish
And
it
also-
wasn't updated so I could still just
No.
look at the facts that he
You
could
need
have
the
still
other
been
si-
in there.
You need the other side, don't you?
Yeah.
Replace him.
Well, we were saying it was unlucky that Lindelof hadn't
I
been
was going to
started,
say,
and
so
he is.
you got your wish.
Yeah.
Are you happy now?
How-
Lindelof is starting.
I'm happy for him, not for the guy who's come out.
Dan Kuma says, for fuck's sake, why is Maguire not ill? Wait, who's ill? No, Varane, you're not ill. Maguire, you're ill. Oh, all right.
Do you,
Sorry,
do you
boss.
reckon, right, if you were quite a persuasive person, you could tell someone or make them believe that they were ill and they couldn't play a game?
Darren Brown made someone believe they were shooting a person
No, but not everybody's
to death.
Darren Brown, though, are they? I'm talking like the
What?
the
Do you not remember
standard-
that?
I've not.
Darren Brown did a video, one of his little shows. For anyone who isn't from
his
England
little
or doesn't know,
shows.
who doesn't know
His
Darren
little
Brown
shows.
is sort of a he's a magician a bit, but he's also like a mind
Hypnotist.
He
Yeah,
uses
yeah.
actual techniques, though. It's
Yeah.
not like fake magic. It's like suggestion and those sorts of things where you can actually influence people. And he did this thing where it was a show where over
Chloroform.
weeks and months he was doing this experiment with this guy, and he made him basically think he had a loaded gun and point it at someone and pull the trigger thinking he was going to kill them. And it wasn't a loaded gun, it was fake, or it had blanks or
Wow.
whatever. But he convinced someone to kill someone. And he would have killed him if it was a real
crazy.
gun. So I reckon you could make Harry Maguire
So
think
why
he's
can't
got
we
the
get him in
shits.
then?
Like,
Pre-game and went, Harry, come on, mate.
Harry,
Can you,
you've
not,
got,
can you not sense that sniffle, lad?
Harry, you've
come
got
on.
diarrhea, mate. He's like, I ain't done a shit all day. No, you've been having terrible diarrhea. You were screaming.
No, you're right.
You said, get this. We heard you through the door saying, get this demon out of me.
Oh, wow.
We heard it, mate. And he said, no, he's not playing. Maguire's not playing. And conversely, do you think you could make Varane think he's fit and play?
Yeah. It works the same way,
Same
doesn't
thing,
it?
innit? No, you're fine. No, you're fine. You're fine. Pavan with a super chat says, I do not think Maguire has a higher ceiling than Lindelof. If we keep the ball, play higher line, his commitment is shit about watching United over the Madrid game. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. What? So are you watching the Madrid game? Is that what you're saying? Or is he saying that obviously you'd watch United, which was what he said?
I think what I got from that was that he wants us to play with a higher line, but Maguire can't play an higher line. He can't run. He can't run 5 yards. Yeah. So that'd be useless.
Yeah.
Shooting ourselves in the foot if we were doing that. Sorry to completely shoot the comment down, but
no, you're
can't
right.
play in a high line.
You're right though in what you're saying.
Not a chance.
Has someone been brought into that bench? Yeah. Who's been brought in? Sorry. Heaton's been brought into the bench to replace Lindelof, obviously, who was on it.
I don't
like for like, innit?
I don't understand. You know what I don't understand with that one there? Henderson's on the bench.
Yeah.
Just give a young lad a time on the bench.
Well,
what are you bringing two keepers
they might not
on?
even be there.
Yeah, but you always take like a
Couple.
19th man and a squad.
Enough.
You have a squad.
Yeah.
So that's Ralph, fuck off, mate. Give a young lad a go. You know what I mean?
Because Tom Heaton is kind of I know he's not a young lad, but he might want to go.
You've got Henderson on the bench. You only need one keeper. Yeah, you know what I mean? And
no, right.
One of it, Touchwood De Gea doesn't get injured, so you probably won't even need him.
No, that's true. This is the full squad that you could. Who could you have put on from that lot? There's not really any youngsters in there, is there? Unfortunately.
Whereas Hannibal's been.
I was about to say Hannibal.
Yeah, he's been knocking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. There was no one else.
Jibak with Super said, "I swear to God, job security United is better than any other place in the world. There's zero expectation from Maguire beyond having to show up." Do you agree with that? Do you think he's? Why do you think he keeps playing him? I know you said the captain's armband, but at some point that's not going to fly, is it? If you really didn't like him, really thought the performances were bad, I do think he'd drop him anyway.
See.
Do you think he just still holds on to a bit of hope?
I think he does because he's probably our second best centre half, right? When he's not low on confidence, when he's playing, he's probably our second best centre half. And I say probably in caps. And if I can't put that more, right? But we wanted to see the changes for so long. Lindelof, Bailly, Phil Jones. I'd have even had Tina Mengi in if he wasn't on loan at Birmingham. Yeah. Because Maguire doesn't deserve to be in that starting 11. It's as simple as that. Yeah. But he's probably got... Ralph has this sort of hope that he'll keep going. And if he thinks he drops him, he's like, right, well, if I drop him now, I can't play him all season. And I don't think Rangnick really wants to not play him all season because he's still playing. So obviously Rangnick sees something. He sees something in training. Did you see what... it was about... I can't remember what I saw it on. There's a team of leaders in the England group. Like there's a specific separate team of leaders. Harry Kane, Harry Maguire, Tyrone Mings, Kyle Walker.
Well, they're seen as the
team. Yeah, no, they've got like a separate group where they're all team leaders, and I'm thinking, Maguire in the England set up as a team leader. You're having a laugh, are you?
Do you not think? Because we say what you want about him for United. If you just took his England performances for the last 2 years, he's been pretty excellent for England.
He was good in the Euros,
even in the qualifiers over the last few months.
And we got it up on the last watch-along that he got into the team at a tournament at Euros, but he was also playing in a 3-back. With a Kyle Walker, who's arguably the fastest player in football. Yeah, he's one of those mad players that everyone who ever gets interviewed about who's the fastest player you've played with,
anyone who's played with Kyle Walker says Kyle Walker every time.
And you've got John Stones, who's a better ball-playing centre-half.
You know what's killed him?
Yeah.
Mykonos has killed him,
left it all in Greece, didn't he?
He has, hasn't he?
Yeah. That was when his coach, when he was doing his bit of boxing or whatever it was he did, his coach was saying, leave it all in the ring.
Leave it all there.
He's punch drunk.
You know what? It is sad, though. It is sad how we're talking... like this about him because, like you said, he did have a good Euros. He got in the team at a tournament and stuff like that, and that's why football's so crazy. Things can change. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Glenn F with the super chat. Can't believe Maguire is on or McFred. Should have benched CR7 for Elanga, then brought CR7 on as an impact sub when tired legs. When legs are tired, and he'd be at the same speed up the RH as well. Interesting that because.
Would you started Rashford then?
That's what I was going to say, because Rashford probably could do with not starting as well, because he's not been good either, has he? So we haven't got enough players to bench Ronaldo and Rashford.
And then who'd you play up top then as a sole number 9? Do you play Elanga?
Rashford.
Do you play Rashford there? Yeah. Rashford's been misfiring off the left, and that's
he's the only striker
arguably his best position.
Fit.
Yeah,
Ronaldo's, he is. And he's the only sort of 9, out and out 9. Whereas Elanga's obviously can use him off the left or the right with his pace, but he's the only out and out 9.
And a lot of United fans were calling for Ronaldo to get dropped for this game as well, which after looking back at him being the only number 9, It's quite worrying.
It would have to be either you play Bruno as like a false 9,
yeah,
or you play Rashford as the number 9. But really, we've got one number 9 at the moment, and it's
and he's out
Cristiano
of form.
Ronaldo.
He's out of form.
Yeah. Michael Walter with the super chat says, being a fan from Orlando, Florida, right after Ferguson left, we haven't won shit. It might be my fault. Sorry, lads. Love the Paddock. Y'all are fantastic. Thank you very much. And it is your fault. So, Michael Walter, we're blaming the Glazers, we're blaming Woodward, we're blaming some of the managerial decisions, and we're blaming Michael Walter from Orlando, Florida.
And he's paid a $5 for that as well.
He has, actually.
Get
Thank you very
blamed
much.
more
Cheers, mate. Joaquin Nilsson says we should give Ralph way more shit for sticking with Harry Maguire. Very questionable managing, embarrassing. Well, yes, you're right in that he did stick with him, but he ain't got many options now because Varane is ill. So, even though he was picking Maguire regardless. So, do you think he should be getting more stick? Or, I mean, I know he cost us the goal the other week, but I think generally the problem in the last few games is missing chances, not conceding goals. Isn't it? We've conceded 1 goal a game, and we've made about 7 chances a game.
They've been making chances.
It's just like
it's as simple as they just haven't been taking them. Yeah. They're getting into the positions. It's just a case of them not having that clinical edge in the second
Ruthless
that you need it.
well.
They're doing well to get into the positions, but like you say, they're just not getting the end product. And what is that mentality? Is that just being lazy? Is that what is that? Because there's been something missing. It's almost like we don't want to go 1-0 up. Because for a lot of parts of the season before, like halfway, we were going 1-0 down and then turning up a little bit. Yeah. Like the kick up,
especially last season, especially we did that
exactly
like 12, 15 times.
And now you're looking at we're going 1-0 up, and it's like complacent, we're sound, and then nothing's happening, and then we let the opposition get one chance, and they're filling in with confidence each time they get a chance, and they keep getting more chances and chances and chances until all of a sudden they take one, and then heads drop instantly. It's an instant drop, and I don't think Rangnick is a good motivator. I can't really see him off the bench, really, like...
Well, you don't see it, do they? You don't see someone on the side, like, enthusiastic. I know he is on the side or whatever, I'll sat down, but, again, I'd hate to use Pep or Klopp as an example. Like, they're getting the fans going, they're on the side, they're energetic, they're enthusiastic. I think, I'm not saying all managers have to be like that, but, the players do respond.
But weirdly enough, Ole used to get stick for not getting off the bench enough, not shouting enough, not being animated enough, and yet we would come from goals down like a record number of times under it. Yeah. And that away record, which I think like pretty much half of those games, we conceded the first goal, that we then went unbeaten for an English league record. Like, Ole was great at that. That mentality, that never give in stuff. He instilled that in a way I haven't seen since Ferguson was at United. Like,
because he was there during that era.
He was, but he didn't stand on the touchline screaming. He did a little bit.
No, it's different approaches.
He used to get criticised for sitting on his bench, chatting to Michael Carrick with the earpiece, didn't he? So I don't necessarily think, like you said, you don't necessarily have to do that. But sometimes it's nice to see, innit?
Just look at the rest of the managers. Look at the rest of the managers we had prior. Yeah, so David Moyes wasn't a shouter, especially. Giggs 4 games. Van Gaal was very quiet until he just got up and then did that stupid thing with his notepad, and he tried to do Mike Smalling's dive or something where he went down or whatever, right? Ollie was, like you said, not a shouter. Jose was a shouter, but he was a toxic shouter, because you see, post-match, he's talking about how Shaw didn't have a brain. Yeah. So what the fuck is he saying to him on the sidelines? He's saying, Shaw, you're shit, you're unfit, you're rubbish.
Yeah. Jose shouts like a drunk argument in Malia. It's not like he's not getting his message across. He's just flipped it. He's throwing plastic chairs onto the pitch. Yeah, he's throwing water bottles onto the floor. Literally like doing a shot and then screaming at his missus. He's that type of shouter, isn't he?
Yeah. It's just not good, is it?
No, exactly. We've got 3,000 people watching. Let's get to 1,000 likes. Come on, like
up the video. Get it like. Come on.
Team news is changing as we speak. It's very much a molten proposition, this team. And we've got Victor Lindelof in there, Varane out. It says he's ill. If we get any update on that, or if he's finding an update on that, please let us know, or we will let you know as well. I hope Varane's not out for much, for long. Ill suggests to me a couple of days.
He'll be back next game, probably.
Bad tummy.
Yeah. Dicky tummy.
Ache.
He's been sick.
If it is a dicky tummy, why don't you just do it every day?
Been sick. Yeah.
Just run down the touchline. Marina's like, what are you doing? He's like, got shit, mate.
Got shit.
I'll be back in a minute.
Do you remember when someone used to be sick at school and he used to put sawdust on it? Like, what is that about? What kind of method is that? Just a little bucket full of sawdust.
Damp paper towel. Damp paper towel.
Katie's been sick again. Just put some sawdust on it. Don't even send her home. There's a girl who was sick in assembly. There was like 300 people in the assembly. She was just sick on someone's back. in front of him.
Minging,
Just put sawdust on it. Carried on with the assembly. She sat there, sick all over her lap, and the person in front of him got sick in my hair. Just kept doing assembly. You just no one cares about anything in primary school, do they?
Those teachers had to get it across that they had to pay for that school trip coming.
Yeah, ridiculous.
It's more important than some
put some sawdust on the floor and put a bit of sawdust on Johnny, who's got sick in his hair. Put some sawdust on his head and carry on. We've got him practice to do. Hymn practice as well with the stupidest thing ever. Practicing for what? Like we do some sort of hymn competition every year.
That's minging.
Anyway. Inter-school hymn competition. That'd been interesting, that wouldn't it?
It would.
No,
I'd have done that. Michael Walter says Maguire keeps his place because he's always fit. Pavan says I meant Maguire cannot work with the higher line that we are playing now. Couldn't care less about the Madrid game. Yeah, neither could we, but we were just. It was just a little joke that we saw. That's all. Someone keeps just putting thumbs up and then with the word people, exclamation mark. Interesting. Cave CV Music says flying to Old Trafford in March for some peak depression. Hopefully you'll get a decent game because I don't know who you're seeing, and presumably you know that, but we've got some big matches in March.
Yeah, March.
So you might get a good one there.
It's that block of 4, isn't it?
I'm
thinking of.
In March at Old Trafford, it's Tottenham, Atletico Madrid, and that's it. So it's one of those 2 games. We've only got 1 home game in the league in March. That's mad, isn't it?
And is it Spurs? Yeah.
Yeah, Spurs. So
Spurs
you're either watching
game,
Spurs or Atletico Madrid. So decent game either way. But you probably will get depression because we'll lose to both of those teams. Alpha Omega says, what an extraordinary gamble to leave Pogba out of the starting 11 by Rangnick. You look good today, men. Thank you very much. And we sort of addressed this before. I just don't see that as being anything other than Paul Pogba hasn't got a great injury record. Paul Pogba has been out since, October or something ridiculous. And he's played every game since he's come back from injury.
Just managing him, innit?
He can't play every week, can he? Or, 2 times a week.
I think that's all it is, because apart from that, he would be playing, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
I think, like we've touched on, I think you've just got to manage him and make sure that he's wrapped in cotton wool. Take him out and then put him back in next game.
You can't really say he's been excellent since he's
returned,
but he has been probably
he needs
one
minutes,
of the standing players, because we saw how bullish he was in midfield. He was winning the ball back. He was pinging balls left, right, and centre like it was nothing. He was showing how he's easily our best central midfielder naturally.
I thought he was pretty good since he's come back.
Yeah. I was just holding back saying excellent because we know we've dropped 6 points in the past 3 games. And we're unbeaten though. That's the positive. That's the positive.
So
well, no, we're not. We lost to Villa.
Yeah, but in the league,
on pens.
We lost 1 game in the league since Rangnick came in. KCV Music says I'm seeing Tottenham and Atletico, so a couple decent matches that in there.
Enjoy yourself, bud.
Good time to come. Although again, we could feasibly lose both of those games.
Yeah, possibly.
But let's hope not. So I'm saying, does anyone know if we can watch the game on here? You can't watch it on here, and you also can't watch it anywhere in England. How weird is that?
Crazy,
the game's just not on telly in England. So that's why we're in a box at Old Trafford. We can see it through that window there. Hello, Old Trafford. That's how we've got it on anyway, isn't it?
There's Chris Armas, eh? Oh, I feel bad for him at the minute. All this Ted Lasso bollocks.
But I think that could easily just be like...
getting it, innit?
I think that could easily just be friendly banter rather than like inty shit Ted Lasso. It could easily just be like he's American and he's a football coach, so someone who thinks they're a bit of a laugh has called him Ted Lasso. I don't think it's necessarily a big problem.
The thing is, like you said there about the banter, like I'm sure that happens in every club,
exactly,
you know what I mean? Like coaches will get, banter and lads will get banter, but it's just where United are at the minute. Like it's just public knowledge of what a story, don't they? And
everything seems worse, doesn't it?
Yeah, everything explodes.
Yeah.
Just like Varane's pants. Backside,
Jesus Christ.
Pants.
Yeah, that's in relation to the fact
Pants
that
are
he's
exploding.
Pants are exploding.
Have you ever had exploding pants before?
I'd like to try him though.
No.
Would you?
No.
I thought I always considered it more of an explosion from within rather than the pants
my
themselves
bad,
exploding.
My bad.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, lads.
With Varane's exploding pants.
I'm glad you picked me up.
A lot of people are picking us up on the fact that they don't think it's going to be a 4-2-2-2. I tend to agree with that. But
I reckon Bruno will go in the old.
Yeah. You think it'll be a
Ronaldo.
4-2-3-1?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I reckon we'll see a 4-3-3.
I think it'll be a 4-3-3. It's funny, wasn't it, how Rangnick came in and said he's going to use this 4-2-2, and then after 2 games he just pissed it off.
Yeah.
So everyone was taking the pick how easy it is to just go there. There's no movement. There's no one to pass to. No one's moving around.
4-2-3-1, I reckon.
There's no fluidity, and he just scrapped it off. Yeah. And I do hope it's 4-3-3.
Yeah.
But
I hope so.
Anything's better than that.
Need to have a good goal. You need to have a good goal today. Like you said, the results have not been the best hopefully they'll come out, give it a good go.
Doesn't
Want to see goals today.
Doesn't he look? What's he called again?
Potter.
Graham Potter. Sorry.
Yeah.
Doesn't he look like a journalist? I don't know if that's a look. But when you see the camera pan to the journalist in the press conference, they all look
with a
like
mic
that.
like that.
They all look like that, asking the question, writing something down. If people say geography teacher a lot, that makes sense as well. But he just looks like a bloke, doesn't he? I like him. He could work in any place up and down the country.
Yeah.
Some managers you look at and you think there's a bit of glamour to him.
Yeah.
Like someone like Pep or like, whoever, Jose. They're not working at Wilco. He could work at Wilco.
Well,
Yeah, but I like that though.
Yeah, I do.
You don't
It's
have to-
great.
Yeah, you don't have to be like this sort of like
Yeah.
windy dindy. I talk like this. I'm a special one. I don't like. I'm obsessed with only staying 3 or 4 years at a club because I can't stay more than 5. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll implode.
Isn't
Even
it
though
mad
he's
how
already
we
done
got
that.
in at Brighton at one of the home games booed the performance.
Embarrassing.
How bad's that?
I didn't even know that. When
No,
was that?
mate, it was in. I
Yeah,
think
'cause
they played
said
somewhere.
He
Yeah,
said something. He was like,
He come out, didn't he,
Booing,
and said,
you
look where the club was before I come and
Yeah.
all this.
justified because they're in
fucking
top
course.
half.
100%.
That's
How
so
can
embarrassing.
How can you boo Brighton when they're in the top half and flying like that
Brighton.
just for one game? He come out, to be fair play. Took a lot of balls and he come out and called them out. Fair play.
Yeah, good stuff.
But the Potter.
Danny Sabbath in the super chat said, kind of getting tired of Varane, dude who's Mr. Unreliable. Do you worry about his injury record a little bit for United? I'll get that up how many games he's missed this season.
I think throughout his career he's always been like that though, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has.
In and out. But no, you don't. You just want to see him play, don't you? He's come here. He's with the pedigree that he's got. You just want to see him play as much as he can. How old is he? How old's Varane now?
He's 28, I think. He is.
28.
Yeah, 28.
Yeah.
The hamstring injury, which kept him out for 9 games, that was the big one. 50 days from November the 2nd to December the 22nd. Since then, no injuries. Before that, a groin injury from the 11th of October till the 26th. So sort of between the 11th of October and the 22nd of December, that's kind of 2 and a bit months. He missed 12 games, which is obviously quite a lot in that period.
Yep.
Now he's missing at least one more tonight. But it's not quite as bad as maybe it feels. Although he has missed 12 games this season, which is quite a few, isn't it?
Yeah, and think about the players that we have missed. We've missed Pogba for even longer than that. We've missed Maguire. Maguire, Varane. It's like a spine of the
Wishful
team.
thinking.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. it's a spine.
Cavani
He's
as
a
well.
spine.
Speaking of
Cavani,
spine,
yeah.
Cavani's so influential as he was last year, playing number 9, and he had no one to like sort of kick him up the backside because Ronaldo came back. But that's a spine. It's a spine of a team missing. It's just lucky that we've never really saw Bruno out for more than 3 games in over 2 years, which is, I think, is a bit mental.
Well, speaking of Cavani, this season he missed a game for quarantine in August. He missed 4 games due to a knock. Then he missed 10 games due to a tendon irritation. That was that 53 days, 2 months he had out, basically from the end of October till the end of December. Then he missed another game in January, and he's missed 2 games.
I feel like we've not seen him a lot this season. I feel like he's hardly been here. It's his last year, is it, as well?
Yeah.
He will be.
Yeah, I
there's
just
not a
feel
chance.
like-
There's not a chance he renews. Not a chance.
No. He wants to go to Spain, according to the reports.
there?
Apparently, yeah.
Barca in it. I've heard Barca in
Yeah.
it. Or Real, just one.
They
one
just
of the
take
2.
everyone now, Barca, don't they?
Yeah,
What is
look
going
at
on
him.
there?
Look at
I
him,
thought they was
Ferran-
in financial trouble,
Well, yeah,
wasn't it?
they are, but they got a loan off a bank prior to the. I think it was prior to the January transfer window or during it, right? And think about who they brought in. Up front, they've got Depay,
Yeah.
Aubameyang, Luke De Jong, Ferran Torres, Ansu Fati, who's still like 18.
Yeah. A lot of them have.
Adama Traore, and then Cavani's going to go there now.
Braithwaite. Yeah.
Martin Braithwaite.
Yeah.
A lot of them
You
have
think-
took cuts, though, haven't
You
they?
think
As well?
we're in the mud? Bloody hell.
A lot
Yeah,
of them
Barca
have
struggling.
took cuts, haven't
Yeah.
they, as well, on the wages and stuff like that. It's been well documented as well, isn't it? Fair play to them, lads.
Yeah, but they're 4th. Atletico currently 5th. Obviously, United play in a
A
week.
week tomorrow, and it was
Yeah.
a week today. I can't remember.
Yeah. So that's exciting.
At the Wonder, I know.
I hate that. I'm so nervous for that already. And we've got a game in 15 minutes, and I'm nervous for a game that is in 8 days. How's that right? That's not good, is it? That's how you know we're going through a tough time as United fans. Get your comments in. Get your thoughts on the game. Get your score predictions in as well. I'll start with you, Jordan. How do you think this game's going to go? You've seen the team. There's the 11. Give me a score prediction. Talk me through this goal, this guy, this minute. Get yours in at home as well.
I'm going to say 2-1. Us.
Us.
Yeah. I'm going to say Jadon Sancho's going to score again. 3rd game in a row at Old Trafford. And Anthony Elanga. I can just see his explosive pace causing a problem for Brighton. I didn't hear you say Lamptey, fullback. I don't think Lamptey's playing, which on the bench. Yeah, so I'm assuming Veltman's going to play fullback. Elanga will burn him. So I'm hoping that he'll be able to get him behind, because we were so effective with the long balls in behind against Southampton, and they just didn't learn until the second half. So if we can do that again, who knows what we're going to have, especially with someone who's as hungry as Elanga, because that's why I'm glad to see him, because he always looks like he's up for it. Some players, which is absolutely mad to think about, don't look like they're up for it sometimes when they're playing for Manchester United in the Premier League. Biggest club in the world.
There was a super chat before, I think it might have been from Amy, who said we lose those balls in behind when Lindelof doesn't play. He's probably the most capable of that ball over the top from the defensive line. Obviously Pogba can do it, Bruno can do it, and Fred actually has done a couple of them in recent weeks, but you don't really think of him as doing that. But Lindelof can do that a little bit as well. He's
fantastic at him. Yeah. And he's just another option to do that, so it takes the burden off a Pogba, a Bruno, even a Rashford to attempt it, or whenever Fred does it, if it comes off once every 10 times. But like I say, we were so successful with it last game. Maybe Brighton will come into it, play a deeper line to sort of nullify that. But I still think Elanga will score. I think Sancho will score again, because he's been fantastic in these last 3 games. He's just been unlucky that you haven't been getting the points. It's the same as Pogba.
And we'll go through some of these score predictions. I'll come to you, Ryan. Ronan says 1-1. Chris, there's going to be a lot of 1-1 predictions, I think. Chris says 3-1 United. Ross Fox says Luis Suarez apparently wants to go to Villa to meet up with Gerrard.
It's not that kind of channel, mate.
No, fuck off. No, I'm joking. Nicky says 2-1. Matthew Hahn says 4-0. Akib says, why do we have 2 sub-keepers? Because we had one before, then Brian got injured, Lindelof came off the bench, so we need an extra sub, and he picked Tom Heaton. Salvation, something, I can't read the surname, sorry. It says 3-1. Does it start at 8? It starts at 8:15. 8:15 kickoff. You see it in the bottom corner down there, look. 8:15 underneath the 2 badges, you can see that there. Darren Logue says a mental 3-3 draw. Interesting. JT says 4-1. Ronnie getting on the score sheet again. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? 4-1. Couple of 4-1s actually.
Is that the John Terry? Manchester United fan growing up, John Terry. Hey, because it could be. It could be.
Yeah, that's him. Philip Glover says 2-1 United. Jakia Trot says 3-1 United. Look, actually, you know what? A fair amount of optimism here compared to what I thought we might see. Apparently, PSG look good already. 2 minutes 40 into that game against Real Madrid. PSG looking smart. Dalton Brown says 3-0. Ryan, what are you saying?
I'm going to go 2-0. 2-0 United. I think they'll come out and give it a good go. I reckon we'll probably get an early goal. Wishful thinking, but just take the game to them. I just want to see something. Yeah. You know what I mean? I want to see, none of this edgy stuff where the fans are getting on the back and we're all pissed off in here and stuff like that. I want to see a nice football being played, and let's just be comfortable. We always say when every time I'm on here, let's be comfortable. Yeah, exactly. When are we going to fucking be comfortable?
That's the best bit.
You know what I mean?
Every time before the game kicks off, we say, Let's have it so that we can chat about other things, get into the comments, take the piss, have a bit of fun, like it is when you're at the match and you're
all fuming after 15 minutes. You know what I mean?
Why is he playing? Can't believe it. Get the mailman nothing.
Why are you slabhead?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I just want to see a good performance from the lads. And 2-0 I'm going to go for.
Who did you score?
Ronnie.
Both. Yes. Akshay with the super chat says, would you rather lose top 4 this season and have a complete overhaul next season, or get top 4 and keep most players and the same mediocre shit next season? Now, Akshay there has added the same mediocre shit next season line.
That sways it a little bit.
It sways it. Take that away. Would you rather finish outside the top 4 and get an overhaul, or finish in the top 4? It's got to be finishing the top 4.
100%.
Like, as much as because really, what would an overhaul be? We're not going to sign 10 top players, are we?
I know. The only thing I considered about that was that the overall be getting rid of a lot of deadwood. But then also we missed it. Yeah, that's what I mean. They should be doing it anyway, but they're not.
Yeah.
And we missed out on Champions League football, which means that the law of bringing players in won't be as strong. And it is mad that because the size of the club.
They all want to play in Champions League.
That's what I mean. Champions League is like the biggest sort of magnet for players in the last sort of 5-10 years. Everybody wants to be a Champions League player, and if we don't finish in that top 4 spot, we'll be struggling. I mean, look at Arsenal. They missed out on so many players. Tottenham missed out on so many players. In January, just gone because they couldn't offer Champions League football.
And eventually, when I know Arsenal are doing okay this season, but that's in comparison. They're still behind Man United, who are having a shit season, I know they can go ahead of us, but Arsenal are still a very much a mid-table to European spot team from where they were 15, 20 years ago. You know, you keep missing out on top four. You keep missing those players. You end up buying the wrong players. You swap manage. You know, you can end up doing what Arsenal did. And as much as United are, you know, you can take the piss out of us. It's a bit of banter FC, whatever. We're a more successful club, and we're still finishing higher in the league every year than Arsenal is. But that doesn't necessarily last if you keep finishing outside the top four. So I'd always take that.
You can't just ride on that. Can you?
You know, we've been successful in the past, and at the moment, all that is the past. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're seeing other clubs come up and win things. Doesn't count for
matter,
nothing.
no,
You're only as good as what you are now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just a quick one on for me with the Rangnick one. Obviously, he's not going to be your permanent, fixture managerial.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about getting rid of the deadwood. He's seeing this on the day to day at the moment. And if he goes into his role, maybe he might have a large say in, I've worked with these lads and get rid.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Like, let's assume or let's hope that Richard Arnold, John Murtaugh are fantastic at their jobs. Let's hope they are. No matter how good they are, they won't have that 5, 6, 7 days a week training ground experience, that in the dressing room at halftime, before the game, after the game, on the coach experience that Rangnick has. He's literally, even if we don't win anything under him, let's hope we get top four, whatever. But even if we don't win anything, this is the most perfect sort of like
character test.
Yeah, these 6 months are as a little build-up and a trial for his job as a consultant. Yeah. He knows everything about this squad.
Exactly.
He might not know enough to be able to implement his style and win as a trophy, but he'll certainly be able to be a fantastic consultant, having been the manager for 6 months. So that's something that they can learn from what he's learning now. That will be absolutely invaluable to Murtaugh and Arnold and all them, in terms of who to get rid of. In terms of a prediction, I'm going to go. I said 2-0 before, but I'm going to go 3-0. I'll push the boat out. Let's just get some fucking goals.
Yeah,
Let's have a chance, score it. Have a chance, score it. Like, if we miss 2 of the first 3 chances, I think we'll get that thing in our heads again of, no, here we go again. And I know, generally speaking, 1 in 3 is a very good conversion rate for sort of shots on target to goals. But for once, can we just overachieve? Can we just have 3 shots and score 2? Can we have 5 shots and score 4? Can we just surprise us? For once, just instead of being, we've had 70 shots or 100 shots in the last 4 games,
need to be more ruthless.
4 goals. Can we just
carry on?
Exactly. Let's just get the ball in the back of the net a few times.
Do you know what I'd love? I'd love to score a set-piece goal. I'd love to score a set-piece goal.
Eric Ramsey would as well.
It's becoming such a joke. And, Eric Ramsey's coming supposedly with this repertoire. I remember you and me doing a live talking about Eric Ramsey at one point, Joe. Yeah. And we were bigging up how he's going to be this. He's well esteemed. He's come off Chelsea. A lot of clubs are trying to fight for him.
It's exciting, isn't it?
And we've gone something like 150 set pieces about a goal.
Yeah.
Corners, Premier League. Shit.
The size.
We've conceded more goals from our corners than we have scored from them.
Think of the size of our team.
Yeah.
Maguire over 6 foot. Lindelof 6 foot. Varane 6 foot. Pogba over 6 foot. McTominay over 6 foot. Rashford, Ronaldo,
De Gea,
all over 6 foot. De Gea when he comes up, everyone's in a bloody whatever.
Mick Kingswell said, "Is it worth trying to retrain Lindelof as a 6? Send Garner on a 6-month Premier League loan, then have a good backup at 6. Spend 100 million on Rice and money on the wing backs." Now, what that right there is a plan. I don't think it's necessarily a good plan, but he's got himself a plan. I always think this retraining as a 6 it doesn't tend to work.
It's not FIFA. You can't just go, you're going to play CDM and you're going to wait.
Especially at the highest
weeks.
level as well. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, go on.
No, it just doesn't. Obviously, if he's trained and played there his whole life, listen, he could probably do a job for 1 or 2 games and start to understand the position a little bit more. But long term, you just can't. We've
seen it in the past. Someone
Fish
like
out
Phil
of water,
Jones
you know
is
what I mean?
an example of that. Remember when he first came in, he would play right back occasionally. He'd play at CDM. Yep. Phil Jones used to do that for United. But long term,
you need to nail down the position.
You are, right? And he's a centre back.
And listen, he does. When he's on the ball, he's quite comfy with it.
Yeah,
Lindelof, and he could probably fit in there. If we had a lot of injuries, he could probably fit in there for a game. But long term, no. The Rice one, I would like to see Rice. I've said it on here a few times.
I'd love to see Rice.
I think he's a great talent, and even his mentality, and he's a leader, and I think he'll be great. For him to come, and he'll have an impact on it. But like you said, David Moyes come out and said he could have got him for 100 million in Jan, and it would have been a bargain. So they're gonna push it out for him. And
come on, David,
stuff
do us
like
one
that.
favour.
He ain't gonna do us no favours, mate.
He's still salty. He didn't have enough time at United. That's his outlook. He's going to be
He's
salty.
still probably being paid by United for that
I think
payout.
he's still on the contract.
It's madness.
He's still Manchester United's manager after that contract we gave him. Was it
No
30-year
joke
contract?
though. No joke though. We had a long one, didn't we?
Yeah.
Is that
6
over now?
years, or not 7 years?
It's over now,
6 or
surely,
7,
isn't it?
yeah.
7 years.
Imagine his compensation.
Yeah, it's
Like,
over now.
oh my god.
After 7 months, he's had a 6-year
Wow,
contract.
that's unreal, isn't it?
Good
He'll
lord,
be
he's a
doing the
fat-
Conor McGregor walk
he's a
right
fat
out of there,
man,
won't he?
isn't he? Bloody hell.
Da 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 da. He'll be buzzing, won't he?
Ridiculous.
Dollar.
Did you watch the Super Bowl? Did you see the halftime show?
No, mate.
I don't watch that shit.
Yeah, but the halftime show.
I've
was
seen
good.
the clips of the
Yeah,
outside.
the
Yeah, it looks
clips.
good.
It
It
does
looks
look
good.
really
It looks
good.
like
It
it
did look
goes
really
off.
good.
To be
It was
fair,
good, but there was part of me that thought, these lot don't need this. Dr. Dre's a billionaire. Why are you doing
he paid for the all the what's it called, the wow.
production?
Yeah, he paid
Did
for
he?
it apparently. Yeah.
I just think,
Yeah.
why are they doing
That's probably
this?
why they've gone, you know what?
Yeah,
Yeah, you come straight.
you do
Do
it.
what you want,
put
mate.
it in.
A
Apparently,
full
they asked
reign.
him to take one lyric out of his song,
Yeah, but
something about the
apparently
police and all that.
They
and
said
he
that,
did it,
but
yeah.
then also the NFL came out and said that they didn't ask Eminem not to take the knee, so maybe it was all just a bit of Twitter shit. But who knows? Anyway, the NFL would
like to speculate,
shit
don't we?
about that the first time round, so who would trust them? Let's get to 1,000 likes. Over 3,000 people watching now. Let's get 1,000 likes.
Come
We've
on,
got
lads and
850.
ladies.
We've got
Get it
4
liked.
minutes till kickoff. Let's get to 1,000 likes
We can get
before
150
kickoff on the
in 4
video.
minutes.
Yeah,
Easily.
It's already totting up. It's ticking. But let's get to that. 4 minutes till kickoff. I'm excited. It's good to be back, guys. It's good to be
Yes,
back.
it's good to
Like
be
the
back.
video and hit subscribe if you aren't subscribed to the channel. If you don't know, we do cover Man United all the time. Sure, a lot of you do know. Most of you do know. Watchalongs, all sorts, reviews, previews, podcasts, fantastic stuff, great stuff. Actually, transfer news.
Unbelievable stuff.
Why not even become a member? The exclusive content for being a member.
You know what? 4 minutes till kickoff. You do get loads of stuff for
You
being
get
a
loads,
member,
mate.
Jordan. Thanks for saying that. If you aren't already, hit the join button and become a member. We'll get the link in the comments as well for you. But you see there, you get a discount on merch. You get exclusive community chat where everyone's in there on a match day talking to each other. Maguire's got to go. Ronaldo's got to go. All sorts of good stuff. We get in there as well and chat to everyone. Click the join button. Or click the link in the description underneath the video. We'll get that in the chat as well. But yeah, you also get exclusive videos, behind the scenes content, loads of good stuff. And it helps the channel out as well.
Love it.
Right.
Come on, the boys.
3 minutes till kickoff. You see him in the tunnel there. People saying, stop. Someone saying that McTominay can play as a centre-back. And maybe therefore...
He's played there
He's
before.
played there for
hasn't he?
Scotland.
Yeah, but maybe therefore Lindelof can play as a number 6. Does that sway your opinion at all?
No.
Different person, different position, different
Aye.
system?
Aye.
Aye.
He's played as centre back in a free for Scotland. Again, doing a job.
Yeah.
Right. Scottish centre
not
half.
permanent.
He's had a lot of good ones. Liam Cooper at Leeds. They've
Yeah.
been pretty poor. Grant Hanley was at Norwich, I think.
Yeah.
He is there,
And
man.
he is there. And they're not great, are they? So they're going, right, let's just throw Scott in there because he's tall and he can kick a ball.
I've just thought of something. You used to be a professional footballer.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
You got any wicked phone numbers and that?
What do you mean? What's
Like,
the colour?
have you got professional footballer? You got some. Obviously, you got Bruno's number.
Yeah.
Who else you got? Who's the most famous person's
Fred.
phone number you got? Fred.
Fred's. He did
Bruno's-
that video for me, didn't he? That
Bruno's is good though, isn't it?
Bruno.
Is that the
That's
biggest
good.
one?
That's good.
Dalot's good. Yeah, I got Dalot's.
That's good, isn't it? Anyone else?
Um,
Any
There's
celebs?
Stephen
a
Island.
juicy one in there.
Stephen
I
Island.
reckon there's another.
I think there is.
I reckon there's
Alanga.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's good.
Nice.
I reckon you've got
Trying to
Sol
think.
Bamba, something like that.
Oh, mate, his technique with that penalty was horrendous. He's staying nowhere near. He's going nowhere
He's
near
nowhere
my
near him.
sessions. No. Imagine if I turned around and went, Ronnie. Everyone's
That's
like,
what
oh
I wanted.
my
That's
God,
what
mate.
I was like. Because you've
Mate,
had all the
imagine.
other Portuguese-speaking players from United in.
Mate, it's coming, mate. It's
Do you
coming.
think, are you trying to get him?
Nah, we'll
Who do
see.
you think's coaching him? Do you know?
Imagine that.
Has he
Fucking
got
hell.
private coaches
Yeah,
as
he
well?
will have,
Do you
mate,
know who
yeah.
they are?
No, but if I find out, I'll just
Just
get rid of
ask
him.
your mate Bruno, eh?
Mate, imagine that. Imagine getting that one sorted, mate. Never see me on this channel again. We're
But if
joking.
you're coaching Ronaldo all the time, get him in.
So, me and Ronnie doing it after he scores a banger in the top bin.
You see him coming down to the corner flag, he just comes out the tunnel, go.
I love
Steel
that.
be all over it. Let me come down and film it right.
Get Ronaldo to play for Paddock. That's what he'd say. Just take a penalty. Come on for a penalty.
Yeah, come on.
Can we get a bit more volume on the match, please? Thank you. Oh God, Rangnick. Do you think he's worried? Because there have been something. Paul Merson? Or I think it came out and said, "Just sack Rangnick, nip it in the bud."
Nah,
Yeah,
don't.
he did
Nip
say
it in
that,
the
didn't
bud.
he? He
What do
did
you
say
mean,
that.
nip it in the bud? This
Great-
is a team that is failing
Great
and
punditry,
shit.
that, innit? Nip it in the bud.
Nip it in the bud. We can get who
Getting
in?
paid loads for Sky. Nip it in the bud. He's not worried. He won't care what Paul Merson's got to say.
Do you not think?
No.
Because he's going
No
up,
way,
he's
he
going
won't
up
give a
top.
fuck.
So it doesn't even matter if
Yeah,
he's second. He's
doesn't
going
listen.
up top.
He's got the security, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's just got to come in and, like I said, he'll be. It's a test of character for these lads, isn't it?
What's that, by the way?
I know what
Them two
Scott's
go-
thing,
them go
yeah.
like this. What's that?
They make
Are
him
you
do all
looking
different
at?
poses, don't they?
He's a bit daft, though, isn't he?
Sancho's is the one in it there.
Yeah.
He's just the one.
People saying give it
That's
to
the
Carrick to the end of the season. Oh, JT Whitey with a point there, actually. He said, volume? How can you increase the volume if you're in a box at Old Trafford? Now, that's a good point. Because we are just in a box at Old Trafford. Because obviously we can't have the game on because it's not on in England.
No, you can't.
No,
So
can't do
this
that.
is actually the green screen that we've taken to Old Trafford.
Yeah.
And it was
And when I
hard to
said-
get that into the box, wasn't it?
Yeah. And when I said turn the volume up, I meant...
Of the speaking system in
Yeah,
there.
there's a little there's a PA
Yeah, yeah.
system that tells us when those pies are done.
Excuse me, love. Will you switch? Yeah.
Cheers.
The woman's going to do it now for us.
No,
Woman,
no,
very
I'm all right.
sexist.
No,
Looking
it's all right,
out
it's all right, it's all
for-
right.
Delay.
Half time.
1K likes, thank you very much. Let's
Yes!
keep hitting
Up
like
the
on the video.
RH,
Then
get
don't,
fucking
don't
likes.
stop there. Up the RH. You gonna have that sweet if United score a goal?
Oh yeah, no, we'll leave it there.
Look what you got there.
Cam, if you score more than one goal, I want you to keep providing me with
Are we
these.
on the sherbets? On the
Yeah,
score?
when
We're on
you
the
score.
sherbet.
On the sherbet.
On the sherbet.
Yeah, that's what we do. When United score, we're all on the sherbet, aren't we, lads?
You
And
had a few
literally.
No,
Sherbets.
no.
on the sherbet.
Lemon sherbets. Right? I don't know what you lot are thinking. Bleeding.
That's twice. You
Disgusting.
made a joke about that.
No, it isn't.
You sicko. Very, very
Rubbish.
sicko, actually. Yeah,
Come
the
on
game
now, lads.
We'll be kicking off.
See,
Well, it
that's
should
the
have
way
kicked off already.
I think. I reckon Bruno will be in.
In the 10.
Yeah, I'm just pointing at the pitch there, by the way, for people that's wondering.
Dale Gibson says, on the subject of rice, are you going pilau or fried?
Depends what takeaway you're having, doesn't it?
Pilau with an Indian.
Well, obviously, but maybe
Ooh.
maybe you can infer the rest of the meal
I'd probably
from
say egg fried.
egg fried.
Yeah.
No.
For Chinese to Indian.
No, I do prefer an Indian.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love a tikka masala. I know it's
Oh,
basic. It's
no,
basic.
I like that.
It's basic, but it's so
Coconut
good.
in that.
Yeah, tikka masala,
Oh.
pilau rice, peshwari naan,
lovely,
poppadoms,
innit?
mango chutney,
Oh,
mint
stop.
sauce, Jesus
Why does he
Christ.
mention...
I
Every
don't-
time we're on here, we
Yeah.
mention food.
I think I said this last time, but I don't think there's a better moment in a restaurant, the restaurant experience, than when you are eating the poppadoms, knowing what is still to come. Because the poppadom and pickle tray is so good.
Goes down like it's
So
nothing, doesn't
good.
it?
Goes
It's
down
nothing.
like
Real.
dust.
Kick
Paper
off.
thin.
Then we've kicked off.
Come on, the boys.
Stop the chat about food. Chris Miller with the super chat says the Super Bowl was in Los Angeles. Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg are Los Angeles icons. Interesting, very true. And it said 3-1 United, Sancho 1 and Ronaldo 2. I'd love Ronaldo to get a couple of
Yeah.
goals. Absolutely.
I
would
reckon
love
Just
he'll
that.
for him.
get two
Just for
today.
him. And we're saying that as him as the greatest goal scorer ever.
Yeah,
I'd
exactly.
love him to
That's
get
mad,
two more.
that, innit?
Yeah. Love him to get two more, you know. Jesus Christ.
This is going to be an absolute rip roarer tonight, isn't it?
I think so. Absolutely.
Yep.
I just hope that we, like we said before, I just hope we have good performance,
Mm-hmm.
start well, goals. I just think it's important, like you said, we're talking about Ronaldo there having a bit of a drought.
Yeah.
One of the most prolific scorers of all time, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
And also the sort of thing of, yes, we're missing chances, but if you have to make chances for anyone, you would
Oh, you're bank
put
on
Cristiano
yeah,
Ronaldo there, wouldn't
Yeah.
you? So hopefully
100%.
that sort of, missed chances won't carry on for much longer.
Yeah.
Shaq says, how much trouble would you boys be in if you screen shared the United game? We probably wouldn't have a channel because we'd be banned from live streaming for 90 days, and in that time, no live streams on the channel would
Yeah.
be struggling. So
Yeah.
we couldn't do that, I'm afraid, as much as we'd like to, obviously, because it'd make the watch along more coherent. for everyone.
Watchalong,
Yeah.
you're talking the Brews, you're talking the Paddock podcast, anything live.
It's gone.
Gone.
It's absolutely
Do
gone.
you want that? Nobody
wants
wants
that.
that.
No one
you
wants
know,
that.
just because you want to watch the game, yeah. Come on, find a stream. Not like us because we're in your Trafford box.
Yeah, we're in a box. We don't have to worry about that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But if we did, we probably would be worrying now because
Yeah.
there wouldn't be a stream on.
Yeah,
But
we
luckily
would.
we're at the Old
But it's,
Trafford.
Yeah,
yeah,
we would.
we can see that's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just waving.
Oh, great pass.
Great pass, that one.
tell you what. You were
Tell you
lucky
what-
then. You were lucky
tell you
then.
what, lucky we didn't get a couple backup streams sorted before we went live, isn't it? Which we don't need because obviously
Madness.
we're at Old Trafford. Isn't it? Could have been helpful, that.
The pitch looks great tonight, doesn't it?
It
It's a
does.
beautiful surface,
It is.
I always say.
Surface.
Yeah, you could eat your dinner off it. Would you eat dinner off the Old Trafford pitch?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I would.
But what if you had like beans on it? And you had, like you
Yeah.
scoop it with a spoon, you get a bit
Bit of dirt in there.
soil. Yeah.
Bit of nasty dirt.
Oh, it won't be nasty, mate. Been asked there. It's Old Trafford.
There you go. Look at that. It's a mini version of Old Trafford through the little window that's on the screen there.
Tell you what, I know. It's almost like an inverted window, isn't it, in this box?
It is.
It's quite impressive.
The way you
It's
say it.
impressive that. It's impressive that.
Right. Sorry, the window got all frosted up that we were looking through there.
A bit cold, isn't it?
Aircon. Right, come on.
It's a bit cold.
Come on, the boys.
Tell you what, the advertisement in this box, it's mad,
It's
isn't it?
unreal,
It's
mate.
mad.
Look at that.
It's almost like
Superb.
pop-ups, aren't they, the adverts that you see in this
Superb.
box?
Come out of nowhere.
Yeah. Is that yours,
Maguire.
Cam? Should I send this to you? No, come on. Here we go. Manchester United captain there, Harry Maguire.
Harry Maguire. They've got a throw in the far corner.
This is better.
That was lucky.
Block.
Crossed in from Bournemouth.
That's a goal kick.
a goal kick, surely.
Gotta be a goal
It is a
kick.
goal kick. There we go,
They were
everyone.
even debating that, weren't
No,
they?
there was. The
They were
liner was a bit,
debating- yeah, they were debating
bit
that.
unsure there, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's not what you want, is it, off your line-up?
I want this, but we need to score.
First 4 minutes.
Come on, lads. Taking the mick now.
Sat there
What
looking at,
boots
is
has
it
De
looking
Gea
at
got
us?
on there? Boots are nice, weren't they?
Classical.
Lindelof.
Right,
Classical.
Do you think this will affect Lindelof coming in late on like he did, or do you think?
No, I think it's
shouldn't.
professional
Yeah,
enough, innit?
yeah, it's professional.
Good,
The
Scott.
important 2 words is professional football player.
Oh,
Where's
what's
the
Fred
where's the
doing,
comms
mate?
then?
Come on.
There's no com.
Oh, they're in.
It's got to be offside, surely.
Great save, David De Gea.
Got to be
Fred,
offside.
Fred, he's got an overlap there, Scott. I don't know what Fred's seeing there. I'm going to delete
There's
his
no
number off the
communication
phone.
at
Shaw,
all.
well, Shaw, he thought Shaw was making a run, didn't he? And Shaw didn't
Yeah,
make
it's
the
just
run.
sloppy though, innit?
Yeah, it is.
You know, great save from De Gea at his
Yeah.
near post.
I mean, I didn't
You
even
know.
react then because I thought he was offside, but I don't think he was. The ref certainly didn't give it.
I mean, it's worrying if you send them
They've
midfielders
started, and I'm not.
communicating.
Pardon, very good, Maguire.
He
Very
shielded
good.
the ball out. He's having a shout there at Fred, I think, or certainly screaming at someone.
Justified, absolutely justified.
So plays around the corner.
So he
McTominay
goes
plays
to
around the
go-
corner, and Shaw.
I think he's expecting
Shaw
Luke Shaw
never
to step
really
in,
makes the
but he
run though,
wasn't.
does
No,
he?
he wasn't.
No,
It was
he
a bit
wasn't.
sloppy. That
It is.
great run, great pass,
And was he
great
onside?
save. Yeah, he was there.
Was he?
Yeah,
I think it was close. He looks up. There's
Yeah,
no one
he's
there.
gone, yeah.
Goes for the
They've
shot.
already had a shot on
should
Straight
target.
at him, innit?
have gone far stick there. Good
Yeah.
save though. I like
Yeah.
them boots.
What De Gea's?
No messing about.
Yeah, I like
You
them.
know.
Bit retro.
Yeah.
Goal
like
kick to
them.
United.
Don't mind that.
And a bit of a shaky start, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not great. Is
4
No.
minutes. Is it five and a half?
minutes.
Go on
Go on
then,
then.
Fred. Wow.
Just a
Go on
bit
then, press,
aimless, wasn't it?
press.
The thing with Fred, sometimes you worry, just
Yeah,
a bit
yeah.
aimless with what he does. Go on then. Find a pass.
Oh, you had time there, you know.
Again,
So
more
this is what I
aimless
mean
football.
about the
Oh.
composure. Doing. Go on then.
He's
Go
on.
on, run his in. Run his in. 1v1.
Go on.
Beat him. Finish. Oh,
Go on then.
brilliant.
Go on then, Sancho.
Oh, brilliant, Ronaldo. Brilliant that.
Off the mistake.
Very
off the
good.
centre half as well,
Go on,
wasn't
it's not
it?
over yet though. Oh,
We're just
you know
gonna see
what?
the same fucking shit again, aren't
Nah,
we?
you know
Look
what?
at
Let's be
this.
positive. That
One-on-one,
was
No, you
three
said
brilliant.
yards
that off
out.
the first chance. You said
That
the
was
first chance.
brilliant
You said you
from
weren't going to do that
Ronaldo.
tonight, Joe. You said you weren't going to do that.
It's hard
It's a
not to.
mistake.
I know.
Yeah.
Look,
Shocking by their defender.
This is brilliant from Ronaldo. Look how he delays it.
Yeah,
delay,
it does.
delay. Just draws him in. This is brilliant. Should have done better
Great
there.
touch
Sancho.
from Sancho.
He could have
Sancho's
even-
first touch is
Brilliant.
beautiful
Opens
as well.
his body up. Ah, he should have
Just
scored
hits it
that.
straight at the goalkeeper.
it's a chance. It's a massive chance, that.
Yeah. So yeah, Sancho overlapping on the left hand side. Obviously,
Brilliant Ronaldo.
I'm sure there's a lot of people who aren't actually watching the game. Sancho overlapping on the left hand side. Ronaldo just back heels it to him, and Sancho takes the touch, and he's almost too close to the goalie by the time he hits the shot. Isn't
Yeah,
he?
yeah.
Corner to United. Come on,
Great ball. Oh,
better corner though.
Jumped
Good
to it,
delivery.
We never really see good deliveries from corners, do
That's
we?
a good
No,
ball
that
from
got
Shaw,
all the
wasn't
way
it?
to the centre of the goal there.
Yeah.
Nah,
And
that's
that's a
poor.
shocker.
It's poor. Good ball. Good delivery from Shaw.
Yeah, it was. No
Got
one
to
there.
attack them though, haven't we?
Yeah.
I think it's inexcusable me to give a shit delivery off a corner. It's inexcusable. How many
Certainly,
times?
the
you do
amount
it?
of
First
times
man's
we see
annoying,
it.
isn't it? Every time you hit the first man,
The
and
worst
that's
thing ever, that
frustrating, innit?
first man.
Again, obviously, you're someone who's played
Yeah.
league football. Why does that seem to happen so often? Is it because they're trying to
I
get
think-
so much whip
Yeah,
and power
whip on it. I think when you go for like a driven technique, it's easier to strike. If you're going for a whipping one, obviously you're trying to generate the pace of the ball as well as the accuracy.
Yeah.
So I think it, like you said, it is unacceptable because if you have 1 out of 5 or whatever, then obviously you cut a little bit of slack. But when it continuously happens, you just mix your technique up.
Yeah.
You just go for a driven one.
Even if you have to float
You know
one to
what I
the
mean?
back post,
But this
hope
is-
that someone nods it back across or something. Like,
Yeah.
the amount of times I just see it
I
clip
watched
to
the
the near
game.
post.
I watched the game last night. The Blackburn game,
Yeah.
and one of the lads that I work with was playing, and he takes the corners, and everyone was just drilled, like, and it's such a dangerous ball,
But accurately.
but drilled accurately, like
Yeah.
continuously, like say in between the keeper and the 6-yard box, drilled, and obviously you start attacking them,
Yeah.
creating chances, you know, and you very rarely see it, you know, in the Prem,
No.
someone just drilling it in. Like, I
From
think
that you'd expect
Ward-Prowse
so,
does it.
wouldn't
Ward-Prowse does it a few times, but you
Yeah.
expect a lot more, like.
Yeah.
Especially like with obviously a lot of teams rely on set pieces, and I know we don't, but like a lot of them rely on it. So yeah,
Yeah, it's interesting. I always think because
Thanks for the question, though, Joe.
Well, especially with United,
Appreciate
it feels like we're just hitting the near post. Sort of,
Yeah.
Probably 4 out of 5 times it's hitting the near post or the
Goal
first
kick.
man. You just think why?
it's
how can it
frustrating
be so
as a fan,
inaccurate?
innit?
Yeah,
Frustrating as a-
and it's not just
as a
one
fan.
player. Like Bruno takes him sometimes. Shaw takes him. Other people, who else takes him? Occasionally, other people take him anyway.
Come on,
That's a bit.
And it
that's
seems
a
like
bit
whoever
dodgy,
takes
that.
him,
yeah,
they go to the near post. Like Mata will take him and it'll hit the near post.
yeah.
Anyway,
Where's Mata going to end the season? Where's he off?
I bet he'll go to Spain and he'll look really good, like Santos
Yeah.
all it is.
I'd love to see him go like Real Oviedo. I think that's where he started.
Was it?
Or I don't think he might have even played for him. It's been old.
Made it up.
Might go and cash in America or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Would you do that?
Would I go to America
Yeah.
to play?
If you, let's say you won Mata, so you've won a Champions League, you've probably got, over 10 million quid in the bank. Would you still?
I would try and play at the highest. Listen, if he's got offers in the Prem or somewhere like that, you would probably try and stay at the highest level.
Yeah.
But listen, it changes your lifestyle, doesn't it? Lifestyle and the way of life and stuff like that. You know, why not?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, switch on there.
Slop
Keep
it that in it.
easy. Yeah, just getting in behind
I
looks
lo-
a little bit there, but
A lot
no
of
problem.
top players have done it though, haven't they? You
Yeah.
know, Henry went and done it. Beckham and
I mean,
Gerrard
Zlatan did it and
and
then
Zlatan
came back
as
from
well.
it.
Zlatan, yeah, and Lampard did it, didn't he? If you can remember, and
Yeah.
New York City.
Rooney.
wasn't it, I think?
Rooney did it. Brilliant.
Did you say Gerrard already?
Gerrard, yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant from Lindelof bringing it
Go
out.
on, Dallo.
Go on,
Cut
this is
across,
what he's
cut
good
across,
at here
cut
now.
across. Find the man.
He's gone far
Ah,
and wide.
stick.
Stinker of a pass that.
Yeah, it's a very bad ball. Good on.
Well done, Anthony Elanga. Bloody hell. See, good drive by
Good drive, and
Dallo,
it's the
but the
end
pass
ball,
was
innit?
poor, wasn't it? But yeah,
Get at him now. Get at him.
go past
There
him.
you go.
And then go on the left, back to Shaw, Sancho.
They're doubling up on Elanga here, aren't they?
Yeah. Because we've got all of our attackers on
Play.
the left-hand side.
Good.
Oh, no, it's not Sancho, it's
Oh,
Fred. That's
unlucky.
Sancho.
Unlucky. Turn. Nice, Scott. Patient.
Yeah, keeping the ball well. But this is the problem now, because everyone's
Yeah.
on that left-hand side. It's just Dallo
Turn.
by himself.
Whip.
It's going. It's faked.
Oh, very good.
Good
Done
ball.
really well there, Bruno.
Good. Beat
It's
him
a
now.
good play
1v1.
this for United. Clip it in. Have someone get a shot
I
away.
should have left
No
it.
comms again.
See, that
Should
was
have
good
left it
play
then,
from
shouldn't
United there.
Good patient play.
Yeah, it was, but then just when it got to it,
Ronaldo should be leaving that to Scott because he's coming onto that.
yeah, takes off McTominay's foot, doesn't he? That's a bit better from De Gea as well. He's been getting a bit of stick, hasn't he, De Gea, for his distribution.
Yeah.
It's not his strong suit though, is it?
No.
And it's one of them things like sometimes you just think. I know obviously you can learn to be a better passer, but like you said, at this level, to be considered a good passer, even a passing goalkeeper in the Premier League, you have to be a really good passer of a ball.
Look who set the
And I
standards.
don't know if you can do that. I don't know if you can learn that now.
Yeah. Look who set the standards. You're talking Edison, who gets
very
about 3 assists a bleeding season from
Yeah,
just
exactly.
goalkeeping.
He could play centre midfielder. Edison.
Alisson, who's got great
Yeah.
distribution anyway, and I look at the rest of him and you think De Gea's nowhere near.
You only gotta
He's
look-
nowhere near that.
Look at a few years ago when Liverpool had Pepe Reina. Remember him on the ball
Yeah,
and the the sidewinders that he did and that.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, but that I don't think
It's not
that's
his
ever
strong
going to be
point,
De
is it?
Gea's game, is it?
No.
And you either need to accept that or move away from a player that, or move away from him, or move away from a style that necessitates him playing like that because he's just gone. Come on, keep the ball.
They're in here.
I know.
Get back in.
Exposed
Get
here.
back in,
Yeah,
Dallo.
he's-
Now get back in.
He's done well.
Brighton. Edge of the
Out
box.
to him.
They've recycled it out wide.
Yeah.
Block the
it's
cross.
easy. He's
No.
not blocked the cross either. Dallo heads
Very
it
good.
away.
It's too easy
Squeeze
for me,
up now.
bit easy,
Squeeze
innit?
up a bit now.
Where
Start
else is he going to
pressing.
go then? He was
Yeah.
only going to go right. Scott should do better there for me.
Block the cross.
They play well, don't they, Brighton? They
He's got
clearly
him
very
put-
well
he's-
drilled.
yeah, he's
Like,
got-
look,
yeah,
like
he's got him
that
well.
running past there didn't come off, but that sort of runs in behind. They always make the pass. They take
Bruno,
risks.
come on, you're killing him
It's a
there.
poor pass that. Right, now take your
Relax.
time. It's good.
Just calm it down
Find
a
a
little.
They're
Fine
pressing
pass.
quite well, though,
It's
you
good.
know. They're pressing quite well in
Yeah, they are.
high.
Yeah.
Like, they're not deep. They're not sitting off us, are they?
No.
Trying to press, trying to make it hard for us.
Well, they know that we've got a mistake in the midfield.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think they know, but with
Yeah.
McFred in there, they're
Isn't it
susceptible
mad
to
how
a
they've got a
mistake.
nickname, innit? McFred. They've got a nickname. It's mad, innit?
Like even like
it's
Dwight
funny- it's
York
funny
and
'cause
Andy
they're shit
Cole,
as
And
well.
they
who
never had a
actually had a great
nickname.
partnership. Never had a
Never
nickname.
McFred.
Yeah.
Oh, lads.
Well, not like
It's
a
not gonna be- it's not gonna be-
portmanteau
it's gonna be
nickname.
Dorky or Yole, is it? Like,
Dorky, yeah, Dorky's no good.
don't
is
really
it?
work, did it?
No, that's true.
Being
Mc-
patient.
McFred
Keeping
was
the
just-
ball quite well
we are,
here.
but we look a bit worried on the
Oh,
ball.
no.
There's De Gea with a little boot up fit.
And that
up the
doesn't help
pitch.
his distribution, does it?
No,
When
the-
it- when
No,
he's
when
poor
the passes
passes.
are like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
hands.
Squeeze up now.
Yeah.
Too
See,
deep.
Fred's he was our highest, furthest forward player there when we're pressing.
So look, right, look at.
Just two teams who have just pass it about, get pressed, lose the ball, pass it
Yeah.
about, get pressed, lose the ball. That penetration's not really been there, other than that one Sancho chance for us, and that one De Gea saved it as near post for them.
Right, and they're just keeping it here
I
now.
know.
I think we're standing off a little bit, and
That's a good pass through the
very
lines.
good.
So that's what they do.
Gotta
They
be
see those
careful of
passes
that.
and they just go for them. That's the thing with
with
us
Scott and
sometimes.
Fred in there though. That shouldn't be happening because you should have
Good
one
win, Lindelof,
protecting. You know
lad,
what I
yeah.
mean?
Oh,
Poor
Too long
from
on the
Scott.
ball,
too
Scott.
easy. Taking
Too long
too
on the
long
ball.
there.
Great area as well.
block.
Corner, is it? No, it's still
If he
in.
wants it, it is. Good block, but
Far post.
Well,
Tom
with that.
Riley losing the
Oh,
ball
I
there.
don't. Woodshaw.
Oh my
Sancho
God.
losing it in the
Done
area.
well,
Got
we've
it
done
back.
well to get it
Very
back, though.
good. Very good.
Playing a 1-2
Go on, off you
first
go then.
striker
Off you
there.
go. Off you go, Sancho.
That's a good
Brilliant.
pass from
Pace
Get at him.
there.
Men in the middle
Ronaldo's
now.
back
Men in
stick.
the middle.
Back stick, Renner.
He wants to use his left foot, doesn't he?
Go on,
on,
finish.
Elanga did.
And
Ah. He just
Unlucky.
stalled his run, didn't he, Elanga?
Unlucky.
So when the ball got played through from Sancho,
Yeah.
he didn't have that burst of pace. He wasn't sprinting.
I think he thought it was offside,
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah,
he?
it's a lovely
That was
pass
great
from
break
Bruno.
from us, to be fair.
Yeah, it was.
Great break.
This is what I mean about penetration.
Sancho's work rate there.
Elanga,
Yeah,
he
well,
wants
winning
that
the ball
pass to
back and
touch
then-
early.
and
He
then-
just slows down.
Good defending there as well
Yeah, it
from,
was.
from the lad.
Him stopping that give Cucurella the chance to get back in there. I know he probably thought he was offside, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't know the man
Break-
behind him was playing him on.
Break was so quick. No, that's good.
Yeah, it was. It was good. stuff.
Sancho losing the ball and that tenacity
Brilliant,
to get it
that.
straight back.
Yeah.
And he showed how quick he is then, how he burst straight up the left-hand side.
I was about to say that he does look a lot fitter, doesn't he, and sharper over
Yeah.
the past few weeks.
He's been brilliant. He's been easily United's best player last 3-4 games, I'd
And
say.
the goals have started to come.
Yeah.
Do you remember
Hopefully
everyone
that
was giving him
continues.
shit because he started slowly his first
Yeah.
10 games? He's 21 years of age, for God's sake.
Everyone forgets.
In
how
a team that
young-
was
everyone forget-
shit.
Yeah.
That's another thing to remember. It's not easy to come into a team that is playing so bad the manager's about to get sacked.
Yeah.
And he wasn't the reason for that. He wasn't particularly good, but it's not his fault. You know, we were that bad. People like Shaw and Maguire and even Ronaldo, playing way off it. Bruno at the start of the season as well. Rashford the same. You can't blame Sancho for that, and it's hard to come into that sort of environment and just score loads of goals.
I think everyone thinks when you come in for money like that, it's instant.
Yeah.
But everyone
where the
does forget.
expectations are,
Oh
innit?
no, they're in.
No, that's too easy.
Good save.
Scuffed it, didn't he?
No one
Everyone
near him
forgets,
there.
don't they? That, you know, he's still a young lad and he's
Yeah.
still got a lot of developing to do. And I think
Look at this. Where's
too easy. innit?
anyone here?
It's onside,
He's
is
on,
it?
yeah. It's Lindelof's left leg keeping him on, isn't it?
Where's Shaw? There.
Just jogging back
No,
into the
it's
middle of the box.
midfield for me there because he's
He's
making a late
pressed.
run in. Both Scott
Shaw's
and Fred
pressed, I
have gone
think.
over, haven't they?
Go on and drive again. Dalot on the right hand side. Good
a
ball.
good ball.
Hold. Good. Very good. Let it
Should've
go
passed
now.
it, yeah, he's
Let
got
it
to pass
go.
that a touch earlier there, Ronaldo. Just took too many touches, didn't he?
Want to receive, he should have played that one out wide and got himself in the box.
Yeah.
Go on then, Fred.
Josh M says, we heard a lot about Ralph's 10 seconds from winning the ball to being in the opposition penalty area, but I failed to see it at all. Wrong personnel, perhaps? Do you think we're not breaking quick enough when we win the ball back?
I think, well, just looking at that one there, that passage of play, I think that was very, very quick from
Yeah, it was.
from Sancho winning the ball back all the way, to break.
And that was from
for
our
that
own
chance.
18-yard box.
Yeah, that was from Sancho giving it away in our area.
Yeah.
So it might be right previous games, but obviously what we're seeing here, no, because
And just a
we've
point
just
on
seen-
that. Every time you win the ball back, it's not instantaneously, automatically a chance to break
Yeah.
because you might have won it in a scrap in the midfield. You might have won it literally on the left back spot.
Yeah.
Not every time you win the ball back is an instant, right, you need to go now. There's a chance here to go and counter-attack. It depends on the situation.
I think it's the onus is on the style that he wants to play.
Yeah.
Like high tempo, high intensity. When you get a chance to, whoever's chance to go forward, go forward. You know, we talked about crabs last time, remember when I was on?
Yeah.
We talked about people playing sideways and backwards and stuff
the
like
crabs.
that. Yeah, the king crabs. You want the lads playing forward, you know what I mean? And really trying to break lines and trying to get Bruno on the ball for that decisive pass. Because, everyone has a go at Bruno for giving the ball cheaply sometimes, but he's the only one really that's looking to penetrate and to take chances. So
yeah. I'd rather him miss 10 passes, but get one right and it's an assist.
Yeah.
Or it's a key pass.
He plays fearless, doesn't he?
He's the one attempting.
It's a freak.
Alpha Omega says, we look positive. Let's hope that positivity lasts longer than my first date in Cyprus. Now, I don't know if that's some sort of inside joke or something, but, sorry that your day didn't last very long.
Did you say day or date?
Date.
Oh.
Everyone's day lasts the same amount of time. Molly May taught me that. So, yeah. Free kick to Brighton.
Yep.
On their halfway
Seasoned
line.
well with salt, that comment, wasn't it, Joe?
Seasoned nicely, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was good, that. Oh, when you said seasoned, then it made me want Nando's. I don't know why.
Food again.
Yeah, sorry. Have you eaten dinner?
Yeah, I have actually.
You have this time?
Yeah, I have.
Have you eaten dinner, Jordan?
Yeah, I had a Greg's.
I had some look.
Yeah.
You had the
What'd you
Greg's
have?
before, didn't you?
What'd you have?
I stayed away from the passages this time. I had a chicken mayonnaise baguette. Beautiful.
Chicken mayonnaise baguette, beautiful.
Beautiful, yeah. Bit of spinach, bit of green.
He come in and went, I've not got a pasty this time, he said.
Why did you have a pasties last time?
I did, yeah. And me and Joe McGrath played a game called Watch Jordan's Pasty. Because I had no idea which one it was.
Nasty
And we all got it wrong.
What do you mean? You had no idea? Where'd you get it from? You found it on a box?
when I came down.
I found something in a Greg's bag. What's that pasty? Oh, look at that! It's a human shit. Of course.
No, I went downstairs before I came down. There was a Greg's in the kitchen, so I went, I'm having that. Took it here. And
at home?
Yeah, it was at home. Yeah,
okay.
In a bag. So I just nabbed it.
Well, whose was it? Who do you live with?
My parents.
So you just nicked your dad's dinner there?
Pasty, yeah.
It was dinner. It was the early kick-off, remember? It was about 11 a.m.
The early kick-off. I've nicked his lunch, and that's for some reason more
it's
acceptable.
morally more acceptable.
He's defo gone down and be like, where's my pasty here? Yeah. George defo took my pasty.
He's walking down the stairs like, I've had a terrible day. awful day. Terrible day at work. Terrible day at work. But thank God I've got that bloody pasty downstairs. Jordan! Shaking his fist at the sky. That's what happened,
Should have got to sleep, mate.
No, exactly.
The old saying,
yeah.
snooze you lose. Hey?
Yeah.
And
he walked away from it. On your pegs, lose your Gregs. That's the motto, innit? If you're walking around,
ball.
mate.
Keeps.
Well done, Victor.
Clear.
No.
Dave.
Jesus Christ.
Lucky.
He's lucky Fred's out of position to control that ball, isn't he?
Great
You
touch.
weren't meant to be there, was it?
No. Fred should have been further
So,
back.
nice,
Good
Scott.
time.
Out the way now.
Release.
One
Go
more.
on, Dalla, on
Sometimes
you go.
when we get pressed, it's like we're going, sorry, can you stop pressing us because we like longer on the ball than this?
Yeah.
Like Ronaldo and McTominay before when he got dispossessed, it's like they've never heard of pressing before.
Yeah, more time on
I
it.
just want a bit longer. Can you stop pressing us, please? This is making it difficult for us to win.
Ooh.
That's easy.
Positive, though. It is looking positive.
AZ in the comments says, who ate my pasty? We think we know who ate your pasty. And what was it? What flavour was it?
It was the steak one.
Was it?
Steak one, yeah.
Steak
Banging,
one.
yeah.
What's your favourite pasty from Greg's?
Steak bake.
Sausage, bean and cheese.
Is it the cowboy? They used to call that a cowboy
Cowboy?
pasty. Yeah.
Did they?
Maybe that's a Couplands thing.
I mentioned this on the Watchalong last time. Have you ever tried it with in between two slices of bread?
I've tried what?
Pasty.
Oh, God.
Pasty.
I thought you were talking about something
Pasty,
else then. Have you ever
pasty
tried it
sandwich.
with the
Pasty
No.
butter.
Butter.
Beautiful.
Yeah, great.
Carbs on carbs. It's absolutely fantastic. Honestly.
My
Honestly.
mate,
Go down.
my mate, when he was a kid, and he was a big lad.
Nice,
but he used
Sancho.
to have
Brilliant,
mashed
that.
potato sandwiches.
Go on then.
For
Sandwiches.
Great
Mashed
play.
potato.
Mashed potato.
Yeah, all
Fred.
pasta
He's
sandwiches.
driving, bud. That's poor. Go
Keep
down.
going then.
He should have drove then, shouldn't he? Into that
Yeah.
space.
Go on then. See, look, one man in the box here.
Nice,
What's-
Sancho. Brilliant.
Go on, Red.
Good turn.
Go on, Fred. It's run it out. Oh, knock it. The Brazilian trying to
tried.
back heel.
He could have just turned left
Yep.
and kept the ball with him. He was desperate to do that back heel, then won it, Fred.
Go down.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Go on then.
If it comes off, it looks mint, doesn't it?
Yeah, but he didn't need
I
to
think
do
we're on
it.
the front foot here. I think we're having a bit of a go here.
Yeah.
No, it's over
Bruno's
20
playing
minutes,
a number
22
8, isn't he?
minutes.
Just
gone.
need to turn it into numbers on the scoreline.
Oh, Fred's made a
good
great
pass.
run there.
Well
Go
done.
down.
Go.
Yeah.
Very good.
Again, though, just one man in the box. That's my worry.
Yeah, it's difficult.
only Ronaldo.
Ronaldo's made a great run there. If someone can.
I don't think McTominay's got that in his locker, really.
No, he's not. He needed a Bruno on that.
Yeah.
Go on, keep going. That's
Sancho
class.
driving it.
Superb.
Unlucky.
I like that though.
Ball.
Just
I like that
it.
from him.
Yeah.
I like that from him.
That's my only concern.
goal.
It just feels like it's only Ronaldo in the box.
Yeah.
That's the problem when you don't play Rashford, who, obviously you can criticise him and fair enough, but he does drift into the box a lot. And Bruno, when you're playing him deeper, is the same thing. You lose him drifting into the box.
Go on. Oh, there you go.
Well
Good,
done,
very
Bruno.
good.
Even Paul Pogba, Joe. The late runs he's been making in the past three games.
The goal against West Ham.
Yeah. He's
Perfect
been making
example.
a lot of late runs from the sort of 8 position. And we'll miss that today because Fred won't have. He doesn't have the
Good, great work
attacking
from Bruno.
capabilities to replicate that.
Well done.
That's good.
Go on
There
then.
we
Go on
there,
then.
though.
Go on then. Drive. Ah, no.
Look at there.
Bit better from United last couple of minutes, but I think we should start there. 3 shots on target, 3 shots, 2 on target for Brighton, 1 and 1 for United. But that United one was by far the best chance of the game, wasn't it? Sancho, 4 yards out.
He is pointing, isn't he? He is pointing.
It's
to
the pass he
go there.
wanted,
Yeah.
just slightly overhit it. But then again, the problem is as well there. If he makes that pass to Elanga and Elanga pulls the ball across,
No one there.
who's it to?
Yeah.
Ronaldo's the only person in the box, and he just made the pass.
Yeah. Surprised that Ronaldo electing a pass there.
Yeah.
Left on the left foot there. Usually he'll probably pop one off there, wouldn't he?
Do you
Shot
think he's
and
losing a bit of confidence, or no?
no, I don't think so. No. We talked about it before the game, didn't we? About him. Just would he feel that? You know what I mean? Would he feel?
He is a human being, though, isn't he?
No, I understand that, but when you have that elite mentality that he's got, like it's sort of bulletproof, isn't it? It's a great touch, by
It
the
was
way.
a great touch.
Someone could have pressed that though, couldn't they? He's
Dominic
in the air for
did,
about
but he was
5
a bit
seconds.
late, wasn't he? Go on then, Dallo.
He started well there at left back.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cucurella.
That his name.
Yeah, signing from Barca.
Dodgy haircut.
I think it's a good idea that. That Joe.
Can't say nothing.
Joe.
there, mate.
I like it. Lovely.
Go on,
Lovely
Turkeys,
thick
yeah.
hair. How old are you, Jordan?
24.
That sounds about right. Brighton on the ball, playing it up.
There you go, sportsmen.
Just scrappy keeping the ball. Was it Morpay there?
to him.
Lindelof sort of behind him, but couldn't win the ball
press
off him. Just clipped it in.
Nice.
Scott.
Find a pass.
He's
Find
done
a
quite
pass.
well there, actually.
Yeah, he did.
Didn't look good at the start, but
I know. At least he didn't. Go on,
Just
then.
jerky though.
Oh, what a touch! What a touch that
Over his
is.
shoulder like that to take it in.
No,
He's
don't
gone
try
for the
that one,
glory
though.
there, hasn't he?
He's gone there and gone,
That
I've just
touch
nailed
from
that touch.
Bruno.
Imagine
Like
this
a-
for a
it's
week
Coming over his
foot
shoulder,
It's like
and
a
he scoops
Berbatov
it into
touch.
his
That was
his
lovely,
path.
that.
Yeah, it was
Shouldn't have tried
Berbatov.
that lefty diagonal.
No, he was pushing it there.
Should have just rolled it to the side there.
Yeah.
Job done.
Then you get your Twitter clip out of it.
Yeah, definitely.
He'll
Fucked
still
it
get
now.
a Twitter clip out of that.
Yeah, he will.
Juan Mata-esque that. That man's first touch. Sublime.
Berbatov was a one, wasn't he?
He was,
Brilliant, yeah. Does it worry that we look about as good as Brighton? Like,
I think
You think
I
we're
think
better?
we started the game quite well, to be honest.
Yeah.
I still think we're a little bit open in the midfield area, and like them,
Yeah.
Good
picking
shot.
it up and stuff like that. But
Will he get there?
He's quick.
He's over it, that.
I think we've started all right. to be
Yeah, I think
honest.
we've been alright, but I don't think
Oh,
they've
Way
had
up.
fucking hell.
keep going.
Win that. Well done, Luke.
Brighton didn't need that unnecessary pressure having the keeper.
No.
Jesus.
Oh,
Go on
then.
then. Ah,
It's
man.
a shocker that, although Dallo's there.
Good, Fred.
I thought he missed the opportunity then.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Couldn't quite capitalise on that,
No.
could we there?
I think we're both.
But
both
good
teams
pressure
are-
from
yeah,
United.
both teams are playing the same style.
Yeah, we are.
Pressing
It's like
into a
the
mistake.
two of the same team playing against each other,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Maguire, come on,
It's a
mate.
shocker.
Don't get George started here now.
He's got one more chance. One more mistake, I'm standing.
That one wasn't a howler. I think he thought Bruno was making a little.
I know, but
Yeah,
Shit pass,
he gets
though,
one
to
more.
be
It was a
fair.
shit pass.
10 yards.
It was a shit pass. But I'm saying not enough for him to completely lose his head. He want 10 yards.
What, 10 yards?
It's a great ping.
That is a good
Keeper.
ping. Good touch again from that.
Yeah, I
Cucurella.
like him.
Yeah, looks good.
Look good.
Good on the ball anyway.
Yeah.
And he
And a
tracked
good- and a
Elanga
good- and a
well
good
that
Barnett.
time. Yeah.
Well
Try
done,
it.
Victor.
Go on then. I'll find a pass.
Pass selection, good. Well done. See, look at the options going forward there.
it's
You've
not there,
actually
is it?
only got Ronnie there in the forward area.
I know.
It's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Wonder why that is.
Because the wingers,
Formation-wise,
the
innit?
wingers are playing so wide, aren't they? They're playing so wide. I don't know what's looking at the touchline.
And that's the point I was making before about Ronaldo. You know, goals wise, so it's difficult, isn't it? You know, when
He's the only
lack
one
of
there.
supplies or whatever. You know, when you play as that lone striker, it is a difficult job.
Yeah.
I'm not making excuses for him, but when he has had chances, you know, he's not been putting away in the past few games, but hopefully different tonight. I fancy 2 from him tonight.
Yeah, me too, but we need to start seeing a bit more.
Me too.
I think he'll get a couple of goals.
I do.
3-0 United. I'm sticking by that for now. We need to start looking a bit more dangerous though, don't we? We've had one shot in half an hour.
Yeah.
And we probably should have scored from it, to be honest.
Great play, that. Back heel was nice.
Yeah,
He should have done a little bit better, Sancho, to be honest.
He almost could have done what Rodriguez did. They chipped it in at the near post.
Yeah.
I don't know if it, obviously I need to see the angle again, but just went straight at the goalie, didn't he?
Turn. Done well, actually. Man up his ass. It's just like one extra pass in it, like.
Going backwards for no reason.
They know that he panics on the ball, though, Fred. If he's got a man 5 yards close to him, he panics.
What are you doing?
Try
I know
and
you're
shit like
Brazilian.
that.
Come on, bud.
Yeah, it's not his style, is it?
Is he the least Brazilian you've ever seen in midfield? Because you can't really do Brazilian centre halves.
When you think Brazilian, you think flair, don't you?
Yeah,
It's not that, is it?
I don't think I've seen him do a step over.
No.
He's not a skillful player by any means, is
Not a
he?
samba, is it? Like.
No. And he's not a very good passer either. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Right, deal with that.
Yeah.
Good.
Sometimes it needs that. Sometimes it does.
Good pressing, Ronnie.
Yes, Ronnie.
Very good. No, it's not good. Don't
Put it back into the fucking mix there, straight to 2 Brighton players. Out wide.
Sancho, good.
The annoying thing is, though, there's so much space between Ronnie and the wingers, and then when we're defending, the gap between Ronnie and the midfield is astronomical, which is why they're struggling to get.
Very big.
That's why they're struggling to find the sort of passes.
It's also
from
why we're
these
struggling
type
to
of
play out
points.
from the back. Yeah.
From them type of
We
positions,
win the ball
we're
back and we
struggling.
ain't got a pass on.
It's nice. Good play. Out wide.
Don't let him beat you.
No, come on, runners. Too much time.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. And volley first time wide.
Yep.
That's
Bit of pressure from Brighton now, isn't it?
Yeah.
United just
coming
struggling
into
to
the
keep
game
the
a little
ball.
bit more now.
That's the problem with Fred over Pogba. He just isn't very good at keeping the ball compared to Pogba, is it? You can't alleviate pressure in possession.
I don't know. I agree with you, but Scott's not been.
No,
great
I
either,
agree.
you know what I mean? Like,
I just mean as a comparison for the last few
definitely.
games, rather than having to go at him over McTominay.
the fullback, the left back's their outlet. It seems.
Well done, Fred.
There you go, Fred. That's what he's good at, though. Come on now.
And then what's his decision making like? There you go. You
He's
know,
got to find him there.
He's not good
like
enough,
I said, their outlets, the fullback in it.
Yeah.
What's his name, George?
Cucurella.
Yeah, but that's
Cucurella.
I didn't want to attempt to even go anywhere near that, to be honest.
Yeah.
He's their outlet. They keep coming out to him, and half an hour gone. What are your thoughts?
Just a bit.
Thinking?
It just feels like two teams that are roughly evenly matched, trying to play the same way against each other. Neither of them looking that good.
Yeah.
Like, we press them, win the ball back a couple of times. They press us, win it back a few times. No one making any chances, really.
Yeah.
It's almost like the West Ham game all over again, where we look all right, but nothing's really happening.
Yeah,
It's just a bit of a dull one, isn't it? What do you think?
Yeah, I think we've done okay.
Yeah.
We've done all right. I think, in patches going forward, I think we look good. It's just converting, and creating chances. It's all right, showing glimpses on the breaks and stuff like that, but it's just turning them into chances. It's all right, keeping possession and stuff like that, but the aim of the game is to score goals, and you got to create chances. How many shots have we had? One or two?
Yeah, I think it's one.
Yeah.
It's half an hour. When you're on top, you need to, capitalise on that.
Yeah.
Create.
Yeah, we do. And we keep saying it, but every time we get in a dangerous area, there's one man in the box. And if you again look now,
Good, Ant.
Bruno's
Just deliver now.
drifting in
Just
now.
deliver now. Man on. Oh, that's
Good
beautiful. That's
Liverpool,
brilliant, that from Sancho. Yes, sure. Oh, miss it.
He scuffed
Lucky
it
that
anyway.
got blocked, because that was the worst
Lucky.
shot I've ever seen.
Keep
that.
it out
it
wide.
anyway.
Get in the box now.
See, we need an overlap here. We need someone
Nice,
from
Ant.
Dallo there.
Oh, okay.
Dallo's just
Press.
out of the game there, isn't he?
Yeah.
2 on 1 for Elanga and Dallo nowhere near him. That's a foul as well. And Love there. Did he give that?
No.
Pulled his
I
shirt
thought he played
back.
advantage. I thought he played advantage in. I couldn't see.
Get it again, Fred.
Yeah.
See, that's where you need someone in there, like a Rice. Like, just
Yeah.
keep it ticking.
Short, like
Always
Scholes.
an option. Always an option, like...
The confidence to take it there
Yeah.
and move it quickly.
Yeah.
You can't be hiding in that position.
No.
You just need to get on the ball all the
Yeah,
time.
give and go every time.
Yeah. Just keep it ticking over.
It's a terrible foul throw. That was bent in half, Dallo, then. Never give foul throws at the Premier League, do they?
Out the other way. Good.
That's a good pass.
Come on, Shaw. Give it him and get round him.
I know. We've not seen enough of that.
Give it him and
Their
get round
fullbacks
him.
overlapping
It's
so
too
much
late,
more than
innit?
ours. Yeah, it's
Everything's
just
too
slow.
late.
Like you said, he
Go
could
on,
have done
get
that
it.
3-4 steps ago.
Good.
Well than
It
Jay
looks so... The confidence levels have gone through the roof. Is
Oh, well
his
done.
dribbling's ridiculous as well. Just overstepped it there, though. Again, there's one man in the box room to pass to.
Yeah.
Right. Right, come on now, straight again.
Keep it now.
Okay. We do this thing all the time. I don't know if every other team does it or if it's just a United thing where... So, like, Fred's there, but he's not the only one doing it. They're all doing it. Where they'll look at the player who's in front of them. The pass is on. Instead of making the pass, they'll take 2 or 3 touches
Yeah,
and
it's
then
too
make
late,
the
innit?
pass. And Luke Shaw just did it before. Like, you're looking at the pass you're going to make. Pass it. Don't take 3 or 4 touches and steps so that they can all get set up. You're never going to catch teams off guard or control games properly when you just run in and then run in, and you end up passing the ball when they're like 2 yards away from them.
Also, as well, we highlighted Sancho's dribbling ability and stuff like that, and Shaw probably just wants to leave him to it sometimes and just
So
give
he
him the
needs some
ball, but
movement
it needs
off
to
the
be
ball.
early as well, you know. And also, he needs to mix it up because Shaw's very good going, attacking wise, get round him and put crosses in and get forward yourself.
Yeah,
Get over there, Scott. You're just jogging.
Sancho's work rate's gone up a notch last couple of
It's
games.
immense, isn't it?
I think he's getting fitter.
Yeah, definitely.
He's playing like he's fitter anyway. I don't know if he's more motivated or more confident, but he's looking good.
Well, two goals.
Ah, come on,
at Old
Bruno.
Trafford in the past 2 games,
Drop
it
in.
shows, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Press now.
Yeah.
Get up the pitch. Look how deep we are.
I don't like this because they need to be confident going and pressing.
Yeah.
They have to because they know that Brighton's going to do that.
Yeah.
Don't allow them just to ping it left and right here while they try to decide to make something happen.
Yeah.
Just go in. If you foul them, just foul them. Just let them know you're there. Shut them up a bit.
That's a sloppy pass.
Oh,
Ronaldo
Jesus.
almost fucking
Also,
took someone's legs out of
you
him.
can't go in ones and twos when you're pressing
No.
as well. You just get popped.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You all need to go as a unit. That's why I'm saying push up. If Ronaldo's that trigger to press, then Bruno follows.
Yeah.
Fred and McTominay push up. Everything needs to be in sync.
They've been good at this. They've been good finding the balls in between the lines once we've pushed
they
up a
have.
little
Yeah.
bit. They've been
Well,
good at
then,
that.
but the
Brighton
ball's
today.
just between. I mean, Maguire's pushed up and tracked his man well, but there's so much space between McTominay and Fred, and then the defence there for them to play it into, wasn't there? But I guess that's where the centre backs have to push up with the ball, toward the ball.
Up there now, like you've got to mean it.
Yeah.
What you see Bruno there saying, come on,
Yeah.
come on. You're so far deep, it's mad.
Yeah.
They are very deep. Just inviting pressure as well when it's like that.
Oh, you shouldn't be
Lucky
letting that
there.
happen.
Good feet from the lad again.
Yeah. It's a good pass. That's a
These
bit
are having
lucky
a
there.
spell.
Yeah, they are. It's kept the ball for ages here, haven't they?
Good.
Come on then now. Come on then
break
now.
now.
Come on, then you're walking. Who's he going to pass to here?
He's no
Relying on
options.
getting fouled there because
You know what? He's
you
no
win the
option.
ball back and you're walking.
Ronaldo's out wide, out further wide, not central.
Yeah.
There's nothing. There's no
McTominay
option.
there, when Bruno gets the ball, stands still
Look,
basically.
he's looking
see
as
it,
well.
You see it there?
Yeah.
He took a little look to the left and went, no one's here.
He
So
has
I'm going
to
to have
buy
to
a
take it
foul
inside.
there.
We had a great
yeah.
view from the box there as well,
Yeah.
right in front of us.
It's mad, that, isn't it?
Just down there.
Look at that there. Look.
know.
It's like a stream, isn't it? I mean, it's not, but...
It's better than that. McTominay. But yeah, like you said about making yourself available,
Yeah.
McTominay and Fred, neither of them are great at that, are they?
Get there.
And then
Good
McTominay, you
Nah.
just see
Bully.
No, you're
there.
right. No, you're right. You've always got in that position. You've always got to be available.
Fucking hell.
I know. I thought that then as well.
Hit Elanga's shoelaces that pass, didn't it?
Ah, come on, press
Yeah.
up now. Look, press up. Good job, Bazuma, hit that one over then.
Well, 35 yards. Good spell from Brighton, this, isn't it?
It was, yeah. Well, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, taking the sting out of the game a bit. United not really able to do anything for the last 10 minutes. I think it was like the 27th minute when we were saying that United were having a bit of a spell, and since then we barely touched the ball.
Get up. Oh.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Quality. Come on.
Honestly, what's the point in passing it to the centre half? Just to roof it, pass it back to the keeper.
Yeah.
Just take the goal kick.
Yeah. Squeeze people up.
Yeah.
And we're giving the ball away again, and they look more capable of keeping it than we do at the minute.
The way they're passing in between the lines, the confidence they have bringing the ball up from their own third. Look at this.
Go on.
Yeah.
See that there? He took a bad touch.
He's made 2 mistakes now, that number 4
Come
centre
on.
half.
That's a great ball. It's a great ball, great vision. Oh, he was free in the middle then. If he would have pinged it in.
Well, then win it back. It's 3-on-1
Press
got to get at least closing him down better than that.
Well done.
Allowing players space to make passes. Just feels like everyone's
They're
more
popping
intense
us
than
here.
us when we've got the ball. Other teams close us down so much quicker than we do.
Oh, free header! What a
save.
fucking save that is!
It's a great save from
Wow.
That's one of the saves of the season.
Wow,
It's a
what a
save.
save that is!
He's at full
Very,
stretch.
very
He's
good.
got a confident hand on that.
Wow.
What a save. My
Very
question
good,
is,
that.
who's marking him?
Oh, that's a fucking
They're both
great
ball
save.
watching. Lindelof and
Fair
Dalot.
play to De Gea there. That's a great save. Oh, full stretch as
that's
well.
A brilliant save.
One of the saves of the season.
That's a great ball.
Yeah, that's the sort of save
Rose.
Ramsdale was getting wanked off on Twitter for. That's actually a good save.
That is unreal. Oh, lads.
That's ridiculous.
Lads, brilliant.
Yeah. Fingertip that, tipping it around the corner.
Very good.
Shouldn't be relying on him again, though. Shouldn't be.
38 minutes and they've had probably the best chance.
Yeah, that's the best
Great
chance.
save.
Corner to Brighton now.
Out.
That's a good cross as well. Headed away by
Second
McTominay,
ball
I think.
scored. Free kick, is it not?
Third ball. No.
Jesus.
Again, that's my problem though, because Lindelof and Dalot are in good positions there, but they're ball watching and they just let the guy just float around
In
there,
between them.
and it's a free header.
Yeah.
What are you trying there?
Viral Chavda or Viral says,
wow.
"How are we
That-
playing?"
Great foot. Oh, lads. Oh, that was great
That
play.
deserved a goal.
Yeah,
That was
Brighton
great
just
play.
got through us twice in about 40 seconds, so we're not playing particularly well at the moment.
That was a great flip. What's Bruno trying there? That crossfield ball. Just
stupid, innit?
play
Come on.
simple. This is unreal. Boom.
In the right
Oh,
back
that's
position there.
class.
Great.
If that's a goal there, you clapping at him. Well,
Yeah.
you don't. You'd say, fuck's sake. But,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
You appreciate it for
Yeah,
what
you
it is.
appreciate that good football.
It's our foot
Well, it's quite further away. It's quite
Yeah.
It's not
Not-
inches, is it?
No, it's not a great shot.
He's
at the end.
decent, him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we did, in the last 5 or 10 minutes, they've really started to come into the
Yeah.
game. Two chances in 2 minutes or a
Yeah.
minute or whatever it is.
Yeah, not been good from United last few minutes.
But again,
We've not. When I say
we've
it's not been
caused them
good,
problems,
we've
though.
not
We've
had the
caused
ball.
them, yeah.
We've not had the ball.
Yep.
Brighton
No, we've
are
not.
controlling this game.
Because we're too deep.
Yeah.
We need to push up.
Yeah, we're
Push
being
up.
controlled here by Brighton.
I still think that was more our fault that we've just given them 2 chances. One, because you're not watching men in the box to start with.
Yeah.
2, Bruno's trying a daft pass across the field. If you're going to do that there in that position, because he's basically a right back, make sure you find the man. Don't just hit it willy nilly.
Hold.
And again,
Come on.
Win this back.
Good,
Come on, win
Fred.
this back. Keep it.
Good, Scott. Tackle. Like it. Oi. Ooh. He's in the area,
It's more patient than us.
it's all
It's
Brighton.
better on the
It's all
ball than
Brighton
us.
last 5, isn't it?
At the minute,
That's
yeah.
15. It was 27 minutes when we said we looked good, and since then we've barely touched the ball.
They've kept it well, to be
They
fair.
have.
Just seemed
Just
to...
look-
Half
just gone-
shit.
he's just gone
It's
for
just
him.
half tackles, innit?
Yeah.
It's fake tackles every time. I'll
wake
look
up
like
ahead
I'm
of
doing a tackle, but I don't really expect to get the ball. Just fake tackles.
That made me flinch at then. I swear down, I blinked. He just threw a punch in the air.
Really?
And I went, what are you looking at him? Christ. Get
What?
there.
Come on. Second balls. Where are
Look
we?
at that. Third, fourth, fifth ball. All of them won by fucking Brighton. Jesus Christ.
Ref.
He's done well. Very
Never mind
good.
second ball.
Go on,
Well
give it him
done,
again.
Dallo.
Give it him again.
Oh,
Free
he
kick.
ref.
That's a foul, ref. Edge of the
Free
box.
kick, edge.
That's very dangerous, that.
Good,
That's
good
very
bit of
dangerous.
play there from Elanga because he stepped
Yeah,
across him
very
well
good.
then. I think
Great play from Dalot as
Yeah,
well
he did
there.
well
Great
there.
He
feet.
were fouled. He were fouled
Great
then as
feet
well.
there. Chops inside. Done very well there.
Yeah, he
That's
has.
why he's starting every game. You reckon I remember Saka does that? He goes straight down off the first contact.
Is that outside? That's outside.
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
that, yeah,
It's outside.
it is.
Just,
You see it
just
there, it's
checking,
well
lads.
out,
You know what
innit?
I mean? Just
Have a
checking.
word.
Was
seen some dodgy decisions recently.
Free kick to United.
We've been the
Bang on.
recipients of them as well.
18 and a half yards
Get
out.
Ronnie
innit?
away from that. I'm sorry. Get away from that.
Even in his prime,
Bruno all
that's
day on
not
this.
his area, is it?
You don't need that $5,000 to just go.
It's basically on his 18-yard line.
I would say that you need a left footer on it, but Fred obviously is the only one really, innit?
Needs to step
Apart
away.
from Shaw.
He used to take free kicks for Shakhtar, didn't
He's
he?
took a few for
But
United,
did he ever
hasn't he?
score any? That's the
I
thing.
think he
Imagine if
scored
he
one.
whips this one in now, it's going to be fucking banter.
I hope he
innit?
does. I hope he does.
Lemon sherbet right down
Sherbet's
my
on the
throat.
roof, mate.
No, that's if we win the game.
No, it's
That's
not.
if we
That's
score.
score.
Oh, is it if we
I was going
score?
to say I want
You
loads of
two
them.
popping him in like Augustus
I want
Gloop and
loads of
Violet
them.
Beauregard over here.
No,
Eating
they
candies.
taste like Strepsils.
Who's on this, lads?
Strepsil Paddock.
Ronnie, Bruno, Fred.
Got to be Bruno.
Oh,
Ronaldo's shit.
I hate
Come
that,
on.
mate. I hate that, mate.
Get off
Unless
that.
he whips it in the net.
He could whip it. Go on. He's not going to try and
Yeah.
drill it, is he?
He's
Surely.
gonna hit.
He
he's
can't
gonna
go
hit-
up and over with a knuckleball there.
Come on.
Surely
Free
not.
kick to United.
He's gonna hit the
18 and a
wall.
half yards out.
he's gonna hit the wall.
Bruno should have
19
this.
yards out.
Ronnie takes it, he hits the wall, and I
Bru-
hope he proves me wrong.
Yeah, go on. Hope it just flicks it over the wall, top corner. Come on, here we go. Here's Ronaldo. Straight into the
told ya.
wall.
Off someone's head.
Corner to United, straight into the wall. The free kick from Ronaldo.
What I see a
He put
replay
some
of that,
power
see
in
whether
there,
it's
didn't he?
going in.
It's his bloody ego taking the free kicks. Get off it. Get off him, you tosser.
No, it's a corner to United.
Christ.
Come on, let's go.
Just
Corner to
accept
United.
you just shit at free kicks now. Just accept it. Beat the first man.
That's a good corner, that. Maguire wins
He's
it.
all over him there. Go on, Ronnie.
Into a dangerous area, but no one really pressuring that, were they? Come on now. Bit of a better couple of minutes from United, but that's clutching at straws a bit, innit?
Yeah.
Playing
He
against
gets them back.
Brighton at
He
home
gets
would-
them back into position now to calm it down.
I know, just
We
take-
had what a spell of 2 minutes.
Yeah, but what a great 2 minutes it was, eh? What a time to be a Manchester United fan, those last 2 minutes. Free kick and a corner,
him.
both of them did fuck
Where
all.
is he going? Oh, lads. Come on. Losing my shit on here
Is
in a
that
minute.
down there? Is it Bruno?
Yeah.
Shaw's throw-ins into nobody, though, you know what I mean?
He's giving that, though, isn't he? Bruno's holding his cheek.
Into nobody, the throw-in, you just got to take care of that.
Yeah.
Wait till... What's the throw-in here, lads? Look, he's into bodies.
Mm.
Just relax.
Well then. Oi.
Nah.
He's not. He's watched him and just gone. Eh.
Yeah. We're not going to go for that.
No, but
way.
they're not going to VAR it.
No.
Yeah.
Potential red card. Pointing at the bottom of his ear. Right. How many minutes stoppage time we got?
None.
Thank God.
Half-time whistle goes
Half
0-0.
time, Manchester United 0, Brighton and Hove Albion 0. A lean first half in terms of chances, would you say? Is that
Mean
putting
first
putting
half, mean for our
politely?
eyes.
Yeah. Few boos at half time, apparently.
Yeah. To be fair,
Trickle of boos at Old Trafford.
we've had what? Maybe 1.5 chances.
Yeah.
The most obvious one was Sancho going into the box then, doing fantastic to win the ball back and then showing a tenacity to get into a position to receive the ball, take him on. And he should have done better there. He should have really tested Sanchez more. But that was really the only positive that we saw in that first half. Because the rest of it's been pretty pants, hasn't it?
Yeah. What do you think? It's not. I don't think United have been that bad, but we just look worse than Brighton.
That's
Which is
why-
bad.
that's why it's pretty pants, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not like
The
loads of
game-
mistakes, terrible positioning, over and over chances and chances. But Brighton have controlled the game for large parts of that first half.
Yeah, they are, and if you was inside the stadium, we've made comments on here about obviously the performance and how
Yeah.
Brighton have had spells and stuff like that. If you're in the stadium and seeing that, obviously the boos are obviously gonna come because that shouldn't be happening. We're at home, we should really be dictating games like this.
Of course,
And
we're playing
like-
against I know that they're decent and they overachieve
Oh, yeah,
and
but-
XG and all that shit, but they're a mid-table team
Exactly.
at Old Trafford.
I don't want to say it, but like if they go, we're playing City, Liverpool, they just destroy him
Yeah.
in the first half. They blow them away. They blow them away in the second half.
Certainly make more than one chance.
100%. It's just been, and for them to have large spells into the game, and for them to have probably the best chance to Gea with an absolute worldie of a save.
Yeah, brilliant save.
Yeah, no wonder these boos out. If we was in there, we feel like a bit booing. Now we're fucking going. You know what I mean? We're
Yeah.
going. We're making comments about the press not being high enough, how deep they are. If you're in the ground, you're seeing that. I know we're in the box and stuff like that, but you're
We're laughing at
the mystery box.
The mystery box.
Philip Owen said, "This is the worst first half I think I've seen all season." I mean, you're forgetting the season we've had. It's been shit.
Not been
but
great,
let's not forget the Liverpool match, for instance.
City match.
But I get your point. Yeah, the City match.
Soul
Didn't think it
destroyer.
could get worse. Absolutely shocking. Kazmofo says, United plays football like it's a chore. There's nothing there. That's a good point, actually. That's a good way to sum up how United have been. We look like annoyed kids that don't like playing football being made to play football at half time. You've got all the talent in the world. I know, but I don't want to play. Go out there and play. Prove everyone wrong. We look like we can't be arsed. I know obviously they can be arsed, or I would hope they are, but something about it just looks, we don't have the intensity of every team we play against. We don't pass the way every team we play against passes. We don't have that energy and the drive. And sometimes you play, in the last few weeks, we played against teams where obviously they're not as good as us player for player, but their willingness to keep going and keep pressing and try hard and sprint and win those second balls has got every team that we've played either a draw or a win against us in the last 4 games, and we're seeing it again today. Brighton, there is not one player except Bissouma, probably, that would get into our team. In that team.
Maybe that fullback.
Maybe Cucurella's doing pretty well, but not really.
I just don't think there's...
And yet they just look better than us.
There's no outlet though as well. We've spoke about it a lot, in the first half. When we get in the ball and say Bruno's getting the ball, or there's no options.
No.
There's literally none. If Ronaldo's not an option to play forward, then there's no options. And even when he is an option to play forward, the final pass has not been great. Or, it's been fired into him. He's come off him. He's give it away. Like the foot, we talk about the wingers being dead wide, and maybe they can come in narrow and mix their game up. But it's just been no option, and that's probably why there's been hardly no chances.
Yeah, maybe is that a Paul Pogba thing? Are we missing Paul Pogba in the midfield?
Creativity and a little bit of
someone who can hold the ball,
open things up and make something happen. Listen, Bruno's always looking for that pass, like we talked about, but he's not one of them that's going to run at players or do anything. Listen, Sancho in parts today, again, he thought he's done okay. He looks lively and he looks fitter and he's doing his defensive duties. But overall, it's just not been good enough. And rightly so, the fans are disappointed. We are watching it,
Liam Rascola says, watching United at the moment gives me the same feeling as when someone serves me a roast with wheat gravy. It's a meal you like, but it's not being served to you the way you like it, is it?
Yeah.
It's a great analogy.
It is good, actually, isn't it? Ross Murphy says, you're playing for Man United, you should be up for it for 90 minutes. Yeah, I agree. Do you think there's do you think it's a willingness thing, or do you think it might be a physical thing?
No.
Is there a chance that these players just aren't fit enough?
I think it's a willingness thing because we've saw, especially from one Brighton player in that first half, the centre-half, number 4, has made 2 mistakes controlling the ball, and 2 times they've sniffed it out and gone and tried to make an effort from it. If those players just switched on a bit more and went, this guy's made a lot of mistakes, the second that he gets on the ball,
press him.
You go. That's what you've been learning.
Trigger points, isn't it? Just trigger. You talk about coaching and the trigger, the bad touches and stuff like that. You just engage, and don't, like we just talked about before. Don't engage on your own. Engage in packs. You know what I mean? I know it sounds basic, but if you don't do it, you just get popped off the pitch.
Because they know that Fred's probably their trigger point for them.
That's what they're doing.
And they've done it 3 or 4 times. We've seen the Brighton centre-half make 2 mistakes, and we've been lucky enough that Sancho has been close, Fred has been close to press it. But he's probably thinking, I've just had 2 shit touches here. Yeah. He's probably worried about every time he passes the ball or receives the ball. If he goes from the keeper, you just press him, put him under that pressure.
Sorry, mate. When we've got the ball in the back 4 and we're watching this game now, how many Brighton shirts are in our half and pressing? There's a lot, isn't there?
7.
But when the shoe's on the other foot and they've got the ball, they've got like you said, the 2 centre halves, they got bags of time. They're getting their heads up, waiting for options. With us, Dalot's happened a few times where they're pressing that much. He's played shit passes back to De Gea. He's give the ball away. That's the difference. There's so many blue and white shirts when we've got the ball, and they're not giving us any time in their half. Fucking get a cigar out. We can have a fucking cigar. You know what I mean?
I know. We're not pressing high enough at all, are we? And we're not pressing well enough. Like, we're seeing a little highlights thing here of United being pressed. It's like I said before, it's like whenever a team comes at us and runs at us and presses us, we go, no, you can't do that. No, pick like a spoilt kid picking his ball up. No, you can't press us. We're too good for that. We're Man United, you're not allowed to press us. And we just look shit. We give the ball away over and over and over again.
7 players, I've just counted then. 7 players when United have the ball, 7 players are going to pressing packs, and then they're leaving the 3 at the back. It's just blue and white shirts everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Look at the options that you've got. You've got 4 or 5 options when they're having
But look,
the ball.
we win the ball. If we won the ball back there, as we have, where's the outlet?
Yeah.
He's making one run, and they've got 2 players coming in and taking him easily because they know we've been probably our strongest point this season has been countering, right? They know that once we get the ball back and they're susceptible to a counter because they've pushed so many players forward as they've been doing in the first half, they know, the players know, and they're willing to absolutely, animalistically at times, just get the ball back. It's like Graham Potter's told him, if you don't win the ball back, I'm taking you off.
Yeah.
And they're all running like if they don't get there, they're coming off.
Well, you're right. We're just looking at the chances here now.
Yeah.
And obviously we're on the 3rd chance now.
Yeah.
And that's the best chance, the header. That's coming.
This is a brilliant save from De Gea.
Very good.
In terms of like a diving
full
save,
stretch, brilliant.
It's him at full stretch as well, which is,
That piece of play
going
from
so-
Brighton, the four passes between them, that
we
was
haven't had
fantastic.
anything like that all game.
Is the
have we?
stats? Is the stats up? Any way of getting the stats up for the first half? Because they'll probably have more shots and more chances than us, surely.
Yeah, they definitely had more shots than us, but hopefully we'll be able to get those stats up at some point. Just as a quick aside, Manchester City currently 5-0 up away at Sporting Lisbon, so good luck to Sporting Lisbon in the second half. I still have hope for 49 minutes gone, they're 5-0 up. So that's that tie fucking over and done with already then. Although
Great
there's
draw.
no away goals this season, so a 5-0 win at the Etihad for Sporting, they've got a chance. So when you talk about, you said before about Liverpool and City just dispatching teams like
I
Brighton.
swear Sporting are top of the Premier League as well. They're supposed to be
They won it
Portuguese's
last year,
top
didn't
dog.
they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just shows the gulf in class. They're in the Champions League. Well, we're in the Champions League around 16, but they're going against Sporting and they're 5-0 up.
Just looking there,
50 minutes gone.
if my eyes are not the best, but Brighton have had eight shots, and we've had 3.
Yep.
On target, they've got 3, and we've
They've
got
dominated.
1.
They've had 60% possession.
Fucking.
That we are
Better
getting
passing.
dominated.
Right, on that
more
note,
shots,
lads,
more
nip
shots
to the
on
Lujo, yeah?
target.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's the
I
thing.
mean-
You look at those stats there. Which team would you say is Man United there? If you took those names off the top, 60% possession, 8 shots, 3 on target, the opposition 3 at 1. That should be us at home.
At home?
We're being outplayed, outclassed, and dominated by Brighton, who, again, I keep saying this, everyone loves them, they're a great team, Potter's a good manager, etc., etc., etc. They're a mid-table team, so they don't fucking win every week. It's not like this Brighton team's doing what Leicester did, and you can go, well, you know what, this is a great team. They're still 9th. They're not that good, regardless of how good their manager is. We're being dominated by a fucking 9th. It's embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing. Every team we play, there's a spell where we look good, and the rest of the game, we are as good or worse than them. Even if it's Southampton, if it's Middlesbrough, whoever it is, there are points in every single game where we go, hang on a sec, they're better than us. We just can't control games. This is Brighton.
This has been worse than all the 1-1s because at least in them, we were going into our time. We scored.
Yeah.
We'd scored by that point, but we've not changed anything. Nothing looks different to me in that United team.
No.
Where they're going forward and they're trying to create chances, they're pressing. They're just they're half a yard behind.
Yeah.
That one instance in the midfield where Brighton won the 5th ball. There was 5 balls to contest in the midfield, and they've lost every one.
It bounced, and then eventually Dallo did win it back. But
Yeah,
there was a
they're
point
6
where
for
they
10.
won the header. Then it fell down, went up in there. They won it again, went up in there. They won the next header. They won the next one, and then Dallo got the one after that.
You're telling me we should be letting them do that in the midfield?
I know.
They've
Ball just
already
bouncing
had
through us.
encouragement from the way that they're passing through the press, and they've done it 5, 6, 7 times, especially on the left hand side. If Ragnick can't just tell them lads, especially on the right hand side, because it seems to be Elanga and Dallo, get closer to your man. If you're going to go on pressing, make sure you win the ball. Because if you don't, they're just going to pass it behind you, as they have done 5, 6, 7 times already.
Yeah. John Blacksmith with the chat says, Joe, these players don't want to press. Ralph Rangnick tried to implement his style, the 4-2-2. The players didn't want to. Why expect players to do something that they never do? Do you remember anything from the previous games? I'm not saying I expect them to. I'm saying, well, I am saying I expect them to. I'm not saying I think they will. I'm saying that is the expectation.
If they've got
'Cause
instructions...
There's a difference between what I think will happen and what I expect to happen, or what should be the expectation of happening. These players should be able to sprint and work hard and try hard and make 5-yard passes. And we're back in that thing again where, and I don't know if it's a Fred thing because I'm trying to think what the differences are. Maybe that's the only thing I can think of, because otherwise the personnel is relatively similar to the last few games where, yes, we've had times, like I said, where we drop off and we let teams look good against us, but at least we made chances. Maybe it's a Pogba-Fred difference, but other than that, I just can't see why we're back in this position where whoever we play against, we're worse than. Why does that keep happening?
The expectation is that they would follow the manager's orders. You'd think so, wouldn't you? The instructions. But he said then, 4-2-2, the players didn't press. Okay, he changed it, right? If the players weren't pressing during the 4-2-2, why are they going to press in a different formation? Just because they don't like the fluidity of the fact that they can't play in like free-flowing tens?
Yeah.
What? Just because they can't understand that, they're just not going to press? If they've been told to press by the manager, irrespective of the fact that he's only in for 5 more months, right? They've probably got it in their heads. You won't be here very long. Do I really have to do it for this 90 minutes? You've been told to do it.
Yeah.
So go and press him.
But
if you make a mistake, and you're too high in the press, Ralph Rangnick takes the blame most of the time. But since he's come in and those players have been absolutely pants under him, and I know he's only lost 1 game in the Premier League, but look at how we've been playing, right? The players should be getting blamed. Yeah. But they're going to be like, oh, Ralph's telling us to do all this. Yeah. I don't really think I should be
baby
pressing
him, lads, you know what I mean? No. Once they go over that white line, it's their responsibility. He can give them all the ideas, like you said there, Jord. But it's just basics. Like, we're looking at this game now and we're saying press. Like, it's not. You don't need a rocket scientist to go on that pitch and press properly.
Also, stuff like you said about second balls and stuff, where there'll be just the ball will spill into a sort of open part of the pitch, and they get to it first every single time.
Well, we said, didn't we? I said second balls, you went third ball, fourth ball.
Like, how many
fucking times, lads? Like, press the game and be on your front foot. You know what I mean? Just be a bit proactive and start thinking, like reacting off things and stuff. It's like I said, them stats don't lie at the end of the day. Yeah. Like, and Brighton have been the strongest side in the first half at Old Trafford, and you can't go away from that. And no wonder the fans are booing, because rightly so. I'm not saying the lads should get booed if they're not playing well, but look, we're looking at something now. Free passes, and the near edge of our area on the left hand side.
But just so many players just jogging as well. It just feels like we're just jogging.
Things open and. It's not good.
Teams are sprinting against us and we're jogging. That's how it feels. Snapping the Cosmos, who's been member for 2 months, said it's a curse 100%. We need to get rid of the Glazers or to lift the curse. How did we not sign a DM in January? Yeah, I don't know. We just got rid of all of our midfielders.
No, honestly though, do you think a new DM sorts that out?
I don't think it sorts all of it out, but I think it helps. I think it helps.
It helps because it's in the spine of but you can't blame.
But even then,
he's not gonna tell the lads to press. Yeah. And it's up to them to do it, you know what I mean?
Even then, when you're saying then about the fact that they had 3 passes and they were open on our right-hand side, a DM, just a simple DM doesn't sort that out.
No, it doesn't. No.
That's them. Yeah. They're not gonna go anywhere.
You press from the top of the pitch, and at the moment, Ronaldo's the 9. So you start from the 9. You press from the 9.
Yeah.
And then once he goes, Bruno goes, and obviously Fred and McTominay push up. Then obviously you've got Alanga and you've got Thingy out wide, Sancho. You need to press as a unit. Otherwise, there's no point doing it. You just get popped, and that's what's happening. 4 passes, you're on the edge of our box, creating chances.
That's what
that should never happen.
Remember the Leicester game where was it 4-2 or 4-1?
I think I was on here then as well.
Where it was they just passed the ball from their defence. And they're in their 18-yard box 4 passes later. Sid with the super chat says, love United with all my heart, but I'm starting to think I'm wasting my time watching these overpaid divas. No form I can live with, but no effort is painful. Yeah, it does. The effort is the real crushing thing, isn't it? It looks, and again, we aren't in the minds of these players, but from what we see, it looks like there's a distinct lack of effort for too many minutes in every game. Andre Allen said the team isn't playing with any sort of freedom. No matter how much you try to implement the style of play, it doesn't matter if you can't win games.
I'm just watching. When I'm watching it, I'm talking about options and if lads want to play forward. When you're playing in this system and the way the lads are playing at the moment, there is not a lot of options.
No,
because if Ronaldo's not onto feet, where are you going? Because the lads are not being brave enough to go. Give me the ball or whatever.
Right then you're talking.
Well, McTominay's got no pass down.
You've just got to be brave. You've got to be brave.
And
that's
the problem as well. When there's such a big gap from the defence to the attackers because we're sitting deep, every single pass is twice as far. The distance. If we close that gap down, push up the pitch, then you've got 4 men within 30 yards instead of 1 man. But at the minute, it's just
so Bruno's pressing here now, innit? Sancho's going. That's not bad, to be fair, but they're getting carved open still easily. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now we need to find a pass there. That's good.
Go on, drive now, bud. Now. Drive.
Space to run into there.
Go on, keep going. Final ball again.
How hard's he hit that?
He's absolutely booted that.
That's 10 yards, right?
It's a good ball. Okay.
But again, 1 man in the box.
1 man in the box. You still... Sancho's the second man walking in there now.
Yeah.
Same bleeding problems.
Craig Vincent, the players look terrified and it creeps into every aspect of their game. Every season, after any setback, the pressure gets to them. Yeah, it does seem as though that there's
100% agree with that.
They're struggling
100%.
with the pressure, doesn't it? The fact that they're not really responding or reacting to, not playing well. We're just sort of stuck in it. Corner to United, ball goes in.
Go on then. Oh, on
ball.
On ball.
No,
Gotta check it, Jeff.
again.
Outlet again. It's good. Again,
That's
second
what I
ball.
mean.
Nobody's reacting.
Second ball.
Every single time that happened twice, then there's
Reactive,
a bad touch. They
rather
got
than
it, and then he
proactive all the
gets
time.
basically tackled by Sancho.
Look how
and no one's near
look
him.
at that. He can get his cigar out there.
Yeah.
Look,
Any-
look again. Cigar
yeah,
out
any
again.
pass he
Look
wants.
again. 3 passes on the edge of our box.
Yeah, and with no one closing anyone
Ball
down
in.
for all 3 of the passes. That's
So
the thi-
much space
Yeah.
and time. You can do what they want with it.
And Lindelof does well there, but the amount of
Oh,
pressure on the
Bruno.
centre backs there, because there's 3 passes in a row, progressively going up the pitch, and there isn't a
Poor.
Manchester United player within 2 yards of any of
Poor.
those people. No one's blocking across, no one's getting a tackle in, nothing.
Poor.
If Luke Shaw makes a mistake there, there's 4 Brighton players around him.
Yeah.
All because Bruno's gone for a silly ball across. It's high up in the air. They're making their own mistakes, and
Yeah.
it's time and time again.
But you know what? Fair play to Brighton though, because they're executing
they're
their
playing
game
well.
plan very, very well. You know what I mean? What's he meant to do with that at his head?
Booting at his head there. Yeah, Brighton are playing well, and that's, and I'm not meant to.
Oh, look,
not trying to
again,
knock
look.
them all, but look, the space they've got every
Too
time.
easy.
They
Look,
make
he'll
a
just
pass.
sit in there. It is too easy, lads.
Yeah.
It is. Good job. That's your mate there, number 4, giving it away again,
Yeah.
Jod.
Just throw everyone
Yeah.
on the left.
Yeah.
Throw everyone on the left. Every time he gets the ball, go and put him under pressure.
Well, then.
Nope. Poor. You can see why, the frustrations, because we're watching it and we're getting frustrated. You can,
Yeah.
and like I said, I'm not saying the fans. Well, at the end of the day, the fans are entitled to their opinion. They can do what they want.
Yeah.
And they're expressing how they're feeling, and fair play to them. But the lads should sense this now that the fans are not happy with this and should be getting a lift. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go on.
Find a pass.
Can't get past it. Midfield.
Again, look, there's 4
Look,
players around him,
look.
isn't there?
He's a good player. Him.
Yeah.
Even when we're pressing, they're just passing out of
That's
it.
not easy
And that's
for
credit to
him.
them.
Easy for him. Couple passes.
Centre
switch it.
midfielder. Look how much space you get. It's too easy. Look, the 11's in the hole there. It is very easy.
Get there
Go
now.
on. Oh, Ant. Got to be doing better than that, mate.
Poor
It's like they're not
touch, that.
expecting it. They're
Yeah.
not expecting.
Whenever we get the ball, we're like, oh,
Look how
shit.
far deep we are here now.
I know.
Look, half press.
Yeah.
Half press. I'll go. No, I'll stay.
There
He's
you
not
go.
going. No one's going.
Well done, Victor.
Good. Poor.
Just give it away again. Ping pong, we've lost the ball again.
lads.
Can't fucking keep it, can we? That's
Good,
though.
that's better. Go on, drive. He'll shoot.
Should do an all.
Yeah! What a goal! What a goal that is!
Fantastic. Ronaldo
What
from
a
the edge of the
goal!
box.
Very good.
Winning the ball back and scoring
That's
within,
what we're
what, 5
looking for. That's
seconds?
brilliant.
That's more like it.
Brilliant. Pressing.
Fucking
Brilliant.
Keeper was rooted.
Brilliant.
What a finish.
Brilliant finish from Ronaldo. Low
I'd
back
like to see
lift.
that again. That's class how he takes his touch and then lifts it.
Classic Ronaldo, that
Very
wasn't
good.
it? Oh,
Very good.
fucking hell,
But
we
again,
needed that.
we're not just saying it. It's come from a press there.
Yeah.
Look, they're pressing. Watch. Bad touch. Press.
Takes
good.
too long.
Press.
Well done.
This is brilliant.
Yeah, it is.
drive. Look at no back lift. Boom. Touch. Boom. That's
Yeah.
class. Thanks for coming,
How many of
lads.
them has he scored? About 150 them, hasn't he? Just drilling it in from 18 yards
So
out.
much better in your press.
Yeah. Great finish, that.
It's a great finish. It's
It's
a
almost
great
just takes
like
it
he
early,
should be
doesn't he?
doing
Very
that
good.
every time they make a mistake in the
Yeah,
midfield.
exactly.
Or
It's a great
force them
goal.
to make them
Yeah.
at least.
That's a great goal. Right in the corner.
That's why the
Very
goalie
good.
don't move. He takes it on the half
Superb.
step, doesn't he? Brilliant.
Get another one from tonight. My predictions there. Come on, the boys.
Fucking hell.
You can
Vince
see how
Up
much
the
that- you can see
RH.
how
Come
much that
on.
meant, you know.
Hey,
Yeah.
lads.
Yeah, go on.
Hey,
Go on,
hey,
lads.
go on up the RH. Up the
Sherbet
jaw.
Lemons
up
when
the
United
jaw.
scores.
You can see
Actually,
how
chuck
much
us a
that meant
sherbet
to him,
lemon
you
if
know.
you've got a spare one, Cam,
You could see how much it meant.
for the boys. Go on, Callum. Yes, lad, chuck it.
Find him. Find your man, Cal.
Oh, God. Thank you.
Cheers, bud.
Look at this. Sweet. Free kick to
Free
United,
kick.
20
Oh,
yards
is it going to
out.
be a sending off here? Might have another one too.
Yeah. Is it?
Is it a sending
Might
off?
be a red. It's a yellow.
Oh, he's got the yellow out.
Look at this. It's kicking off here.
I won't
Maguire's
even look
right
him.
up there.
Trying to catch a bleeding sherbet.
Ooh.
What I see this
I
again.
need to see this because the United players have gone mad here.
Pressing again, I hope. Yep,
We still
pressing.
celebrating.
Very good. Oh, I don't know. There's someone
Yeah.
covering now.
They
There's
shouldn't be
someone
doing,
covering.
That's
they shouldn't
not
be
a
doing
red.
the pressing now. Just because we scored with a bit of emotion now. Now we'll press. Why can't they do that when they're 0-0?
Yeah,
Why
I
couldn't they do it in the first half?
I know. That's not a red.
It's not a red card because someone's covering him there,
Yeah.
innit?
Yeah, I don't think Elanga would have even got the ball again even if he hadn't been fouled. Free kick to United. Alpha Omega said, as I said, that man could hug my wife many times. Talking about Ronaldo. Messi just missed a penalty, apparently, and then Ronaldo scores. Sue, according to Nanye
What's
West.
going on here? They're checking it, are they?
I can't imagine how this would be a red card. There's a man there.
No, they had a Brighton man who was
Well, he's
like...
got, yeah, 1 minute, 1 minute. What's he doing here? Oh my God, he's booking the lads for protesting it.
Bruno there.
Yeah. You can't see, to be fair, you can't see the defender in that shot.
Yeah.
You can't see that defender in that shot.
Cash says,
Say
why
that
does
again.
Maguire push all our players out the way to protest, then
Ref?
does the most
Yeah, here we
mediocre
go.
Ref's
protest
go and have a look.
and walks away? He's a joke. Bit harsh.
Ref's having to go and have a look.
Right.
You know what that means usually?
Yeah, means it might be a red card. We'll find out.
We'll see.
Usually when they go over, they overturn them, don't they? I think this is harsh, to be honest. There was a covering man there.
They're
Yeah, but
saying
he
that
is-
they could get the ball. Look, he's quick though. Ant's quick.
He is, but look, there's another man. He's not the last man.
Yeah, but you're thinking that split time. He's on the
yeah.
cover, innit?
He is.
If he gets the ball there,
There's a chance that
there's a
Elanga
chance if
could
he
have
can
got that.
score. You know what I mean? Because he's 1v1 with the keeper there.
What were you saying?
I don't know. You know, it'd be a bit harsh if it was, but yeah, he's
Give him a
gone.
red.
Gone.
No yellow. Red card.
Red,
He's
straight
taken him off.
red.
I'll
Straight
be
red.
honest, I think that's harsh.
No, I don't.
But you know what? We've had a few fucking stinkers against us the last few weeks. 2 goals disallowed that shouldn't have been. But he sent him off. Let me know your thoughts on that one in the comments. I think he's unlucky there, the lad.
Yeah, I think he
There's
is.
a covering man. I know Elanga could have maybe got the ball, but he would have had to beat.
Also in the shot though as well, Joe. You couldn't see the recovering man as well.
No.
In that.
No.
In
What you're
that
thinking?
shot.
Yeah, what you're thinking as well though is that if he doesn't pull Elanga,
was it,
he's
yeah.
quick enough to get the ball.
Yeah.
So I know the keeper won't get there before Elanga. Look,
No, you're
he'll
probably
pull
right.
him. Elanga gets there before the centre half.
Yeah, it's just one of them where it's just touch and go, I think. I think the
that's-
guy's got a chance of a
yeah.
block.
And that's still technically a goal scoring opportunity. So
Yeah. Good. Fuck it.
Right,
Brighton
go.
down to 10 men. Good stuff. If that was the other way around, if that's
although
Lindelof,
Fernandez is descending,
I'm fuming.
Yeah.
If that's Fernandez getting booked for this, well, not if he did.
Yeah.
That's bollocks.
Commentator says Elanga would have
Yeah.
got to the ball.
And the commentator knows, obviously, because it's
Must have heard us.
fucking Albert Einstein in the comms. He
Lovely.
knows it. He's got his protractor out on the screen. How fast was he moving? What was his velocity? Fucking hell. Right. Come on, Ronaldo, then. Another free kick for
Give it
Ronaldo.
Bruno.
25
Bruno's
yards
on
out.
this. Bruno's got to
Get
have
Bruno.
this.
We've both said Ronaldo's going to score 2 today.
Yeah, we did, mate. We
Come
did.
on, stick it in, Ronnie. I don't know
Imagine
if
if he
how many
knuckle
sherbet
ball
lemons
up
we're going to
at
have in my mouth by then.
I would let Bruno have this.
Yeah, me too. And it is Bruno. And
Wow.
he's just done exactly what Ronaldo did with the first one. And then Fred's got
Fuck
carried
off.
away. Fred's taking a shot when there's a player 8 centimetres in front of him.
What's he give here?
No, he's down.
That's my mate.
He's just so good, aren't he?
Sherbet lemons, yeah. Sajan Pahal says, you
going
called it
wide,
Lewis
mate.
Dunk, couple bad touches. First half, pressured him and look what happens. Well done, Jordan.
Good man, Jod.
Up the RH.
Up the RH.
Up the sherbet.
What the sherbets.
Look at that.
Careful.
Ralph's.
What do you
sherbet
make
reds.
of the sheer garishness of what's he called on the right hand side there?
Chris Armas?
Chris Armas upgrading from the wired Apple headphones that Carrick loved to the not just the AirPods but the AirPods Pro, the most expensive in the line. Is that modern football gone mad? Is it capitalism gone mad, Jordan?
Hold on, I'm just reading that. The sounds of all you sucking and chomping these sweets are so bad. Proper ASMR. Is it bad for them lot? Do you reckon it's bad for the? Do you
Yeah,
reckon it's
'cause
bad
they
for
are
them lot?
watching.
Oh, no, I know.
I'll eat this
Not
really
the
quick.
crunchy.
It was just a celebration, that's all.
Yeah,
not
we just wanted to
chocolate.
make sure that,
Yeah.
you know. Yes,
Well done,
Scott.
Scott. This
You
is
never
bad.
know. Some people might like it. You never know.
We did say, though,
Not
didn't we?
really.
If we score, we would
Yeah.
celebrate. You know what I mean?
And what a celebration that
I'm
is.
sure people Would appreciate it.
I'll chew it further away from the mic.
I finished mine, lads. It was lovely.
Was it?
Yeah.
Thanks for the memories you said, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
See how they are trying to press a little bit more now, though. It's better.
You know what's frustrating?
Just listen to the RH. Get me in there. I'll sort them
So
out.
we've got a bit of confidence from scoring. All of a sudden, we don't mind pressing now.
Yeah, that's
We're
the
fair
thing.
weather
That's the
pressers.
mentality bollocks that it is. Like, oh, we haven't scored yet, so we shouldn't press that much. We're scared of not conceding from a press. Just fucking press them and you'll score.
Crazy, isn't it, mate?
Absolutely ridiculous.
10 men now, Brighton. We can't. We absolutely can't let them get back.
I'm
into
arguably
this.
more annoyed about the press and the fact that we're on the look.
Yeah, because it's taken us to. We needed
50 odd
this.
That long to do it. No, you're right.
All of us could see it. I bet 75,000 could see that and all. Really ridiculous.
Well, they did, and that's why they're booing, because they're not happy, you know what I mean?
Just having a look at some of the other scores tonight. Man City still 5-0 up in Lisbon in that first leg there, round of 16. That
PSG
tie.
Real.
That
Come on,
ties
Bruno.
over, and that the PSG Real game is 0-0. Messi, I believe, has missed a penalty. Statistically, PSG are absolutely all over him. 16 shots to just 2 for Real Madrid, but
Scott
it's 0-0.
McTominay's
and
down
Real
there,
Madrid left
boys.
with that.
I don't know what's-
McTominay down off the ball.
I think it was
Is
from
it-
that
is it in-
50-50, I think.
Is it in Paris?
In Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks in a bit of discomfort
A
there.
bit of bother holding his knee.
He's not one to go down easy, is he?
I think it was from that 50-50, wasn't it, when he
Yeah.
clattered someone?
He went through him, didn't he?
Mm.
Lamptey warming up. Actually, warming up with no bib on. He must be coming
He
on.
might already be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lamptey coming on.
One last little run.
Yeah.
He's a good player, him. I do like him.
Yeah, he's good, isn't he? McTominay just testing his knee there, isn't he?
Yeah, he don't look...
He looks. The physio looks
This
like
one
he
here,
looks
innit?
like Alan Keegan, the physio.
It's a great tackle, that, though. Great tackle. Jarred his knee or something.
Look at Ronnie.
I don't know, yeah.
Physio's there. He's sat there going, you sure?
Yeah, giving him an assessment.
They've got 2 coming on Brighton, haven't they?
Mm.
I don't know who the other fella is. No, it's Lamptey, but I don't know who the other fella is.
Yeah. Get your comments in.
First 15 minutes, Joe. What do you make of the first 15?
First 50 in the second half,
Yeah.
much better, but only really because we scored, and then we've turned it on a little bit after that, but not really made tons of chances. Just look a bit better than we did in the first half. There was almost like a lost feeling about that first half. It's like they were like, just let's get us to half time. Like they were drunk almost. Everything was slow and sluggish and at half speed. And then second half has been a bit quicker. You turn the pace on for 5 minutes. Press was it Dunk who got sent off?
Yeah.
Press him for a few minutes, as we said in the first half. He makes a mistake, gets sent off, and we score. Brilliant. So yeah,
It's mad, isn't it?
yeah, it's annoying that it's taken that, but definitely been better first 50 minutes of the second half than we were in almost all of the first half, which is
It's
obviously a
almost
good
like
thing.
Chris has probably got his earphones in, listening to us.
I think it might have just
Yeah,
a few tips.
Get more
and tricks.
sense.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully you can hold the ball now. At least control the game. They only got 10 men for fuck's sake.
The box pop-ups are coming out again, aren't they?
Yeah.
Hey.
Keep it.
Yeah. Again though, we've got
There's
no
no one in the box because
here,
Ronaldo's gone that wide.
Yeah. There he goes. He goes in now.
Keep
Still
recycling it, lads.
Back in.
Good. That's poor, though.
Down.
It's poor.
Right, but you've lost
Press
it now.
now.
Press
Yeah, this is
good.
what I mean. You've lost
Very
it.
good.
Keep going. That's
Very
better.
good. Fantastic. That's not. It's
That's
like his pen the other
erratic.
day. Isn't it?
Malanga Sky in it
Nice
there.
one, Ant.
Shooting from a weird position as well there, like the corner of the 18-yard box. I think we'll
God
see a
knows
sub for
who's
United.
coaching him. Fucking hell.
You. Have you worked with him?
Yeah, yeah.
How is he?
Good.
Is
Very
he?
good, yeah.
Who,
No.
Ralph or Chris?
What?
Are you on about?
Anthony Langer.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Ralph
No,
or Chris.
no.
On there.
Not work with them.
No. So if anyone doesn't know, I'm sure everyone does, but Ryan's a elite coach, coaches
Yes.
professional footballers.
Yep. I
You've
love
worked
how
with
we say
Anthony
it. Every
Langer.
time I come on here, you always give me a nice little...
Well, I think it's good to,
I
innit,
like
just
it,
to
you know
remind
what
the
I mean?
audience
I like
just
that,
the
Joe.
chops that you've
Thanks,
got,
mate.
former professional
Ooh.
footballer as well.
Yep. Correct.
in the
And it's a
Football League.
cracking title, that.
It's a cracking
It's a
title.
cracking title, mate.
Cracking.
What did you make of him when you worked with him? What kind of stuff did you do with him?
Just loads of finishing and explosive footwork stuff.
Really?
Yeah, very good.
His finishing always strikes me as being pretty good in front of goal.
Yeah, very
He
good.
looks
Yeah.
like he's got a good eye for
Check
it.
the videos out, on the Instagram, and give a little plug for
Yeah, go on
myself.
then, what's your Instagram?
RH_elite coaching. Give it a follow.
RH_elite coaching. If you want to
Yes.
watch, if you want to do some coaching, or if you just want to
Yes.
watch some good coaching,
Yes.
that's the place to do
Thank
it
you
all.
very much, Joe.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, no, he's brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Top kid as well.
Is he?
Top kid, yeah. Great lad. I'm glad that he's got his opportunity, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
big
Ralph
time.
seems to really like him as well, which is good.
Sancho hasn't really touched the ball since about the 25th minute, has he?
No, he's not.
I've just realised I've not even thought about Jadon Sancho since we said
No.
Sancho's
He's
looking
doing,
good
yeah, he's
today.
doing all right. Get at him.
Yeah.
Get
Come on,
at
then.
him. Go on.
Oh.
What a touch. Oh. Go on, then.
He's done
Keep the ball.
fantastic there.
Nice. Go on.
Yeah.
Oh, he should have done that. Go on, hit it. Ah,
Getting another
he
sky
usually
up.
loves them ones as well,
Yeah.
doesn't he?
Tomine just clipping it over.
He did well, Langer then. Did very well. Stay composed in
I
that.
think we're pressing a lot better now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Pressing
Yeah.
a lot. And not even just because they're down to 10 men, Since the goal, it's just give him a kick up the backside. And
But
the
it
goals
helps though,
come
doesn't
from that as well. The goals come from a press.
No, that's true.
And that's
They must
the
have
most
had a
annoying
volley up
thing.
the arse at half time.
I can't imagine Ralph giving like an hairdryer type.
Oh, I think he does. I think he's strict. I don't,
Really?
maybe he's not a screamer, but I think he's direct and
words cut
strict.
deep.
The way he speaks just on everything, he's not
Honest,
someone who
brutally.
fucks about with the truth, is he? He goes straight for it.
Yeah.
So I reckon he's very critical, even if it's not necessarily shouting, although I
Yeah.
won't rule that out either. United, I think they've had, 4 or 5 shots in the second half already?
8 attempts each
I
now,
think it
aren't
was
we?
3 before, wasn't it, at half time?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
not necessarily high quality, but certainly increasing the volume. Potter looking a bit. Potter stood next to a man who looks like Graham Potter if you just sort of pushed his head down, and he just compressed him vertically. Same constituent parts, but just blobbier and shorter. Interesting, that, isn't it? Like a Graham Potter bobblehead. Lovely.
Bobblehead.
Anyway,
Wow.
Sancho to Shaw. I still feel
Class.
like we're just not seeing the Luke Shaw from last season, are we?
No.
Where's he gone? I think he's just knackered, or
I
he
don't
can't be
know.
arsed,
Oh,
or
he
he
can't be
can't
that. I
remember what he
don't
was
know.
doing or what.
He goes through
no one knows.
fingers,
No one
doesn't
knows, did it? No
Yeah.
one knows
he? Goes through
why he
patches,
goes
doesn't he?
missing sometimes.
I know. It's a shame, though, isn't it? Because how reliable and good he was for those sort of.
That's a bad
7 or 8
ball.
games.
Even
Yeah.
that
Ball
pass.
from him, yeah.
Pass is a 5-yard pass.
I know. Just stretching Alanga for no reason there. Win this. See, that's easy.
On a
innit?
break, yeah.
Get there.
Good. Bits up. Touch,
Touch.
Harry.
Touch.
Find a man. Find a man. That's all right.
Good. Brilliant.
There's a,
Well done.
yeah, I was going to say
Good
there's a
ball
put past to Bruno
inside.
on there.
Nice. Good
Nice as
play.
well.
Bit of space
Go on,
now.
drive then.
Let's get 2 or 3 now.
That's it.
This
Be
is
nice,
my worry
wouldn't
that
it?
we just sort of we lose that immediate
Hold.
momentum from
Good.
scoring, and actually don't end up doing anything other than keeping the ball. Because if we fucking draw this game 1-1,
Don't shoot.
No, don't. Good. End ball. Not bad. Not bad
Corner.
idea. Corner.
corner to United. Let's see if we can score from a corner when they've only
Oh.
got 10 men. I wonder how many men it'd take for them to out. Do you think if it's just 11 of our players and none of theirs, do you think we'd
Still
still
miss.
manage to miss?
The
The
ball
keeper would
probably
come
goes
out
all
and
the
he'd
way.
hit first man.
Keeper would clear it.
He's gone
Played it short.
Bruno's on the
Back
edge.
to Bruno. It's
That's a
lovely
great
clear.
ball.
Bruno.
Ronaldo! Yo, what a
Oh,
save!
Save.
What a save. Great save, that.
Thought that was it.
I don't want to take it away from them, but he was straight at him,
It
wasn't
was.
it? Either side of
I
him.
thought he's got to edit down there. I don't know if he can get over it, but if he can.
Either
I like
side
this
of him.
though. I like this though. They both knew
great.
exactly what they were doing there.
Oh, it's a great save.
have edited
Comes
down.
at him. He should either
Yeah.
side it's in, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good save
Tried
though.
it
And
again.
a nice little routine from United. I know it wasn't directly from the corner, but playing it out and actually getting a header on
He'll
target.
shoot.
Go on, Diogo. That's an
Ooh.
awful shot, that. Lucky.
Slipped
Good
while he's
reaction,
shooting.
though.
Popped back up though, didn't
Great
he?
reaction, that.
Like a weeble. Weebled and
weeble.
wobbled, but he just didn't fall down or whatever they say about a weeble. Do you know them little things where they're like weighted in the bottom and you can push them and they just pop back up? That was Dallo then. Slipped over, popped right back up.
Alanga's just made a great run then.
Yeah.
Bruno's just acknowledged it that he didn't give it him, putting his hand up, but not like Bruno.
Better.
to
He needs
not
to be better.
Turn them down.
It's a good pass.
Go on then.
Go on,
Driving.
Jaden.
Oh. I thought he could have drove in the box there.
Tough one against Lamptey though, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is. It
'Cause
is.
he's
It's a
not
good battle,
quicker
that,
than
isn't
him.
it?
Oh, they've done well to keep that in as well.
Yeah.
Good battle.
Do you have any? Obviously, this is football league game, but would you have any preference of who United might play out of PSG and Madrid? Do you care about either team winning that game? Obviously, it's the other than United, the tie of the round. You bothered?
I'd probably rather play PSG.
Would you?
Yeah. One for the spectacle, and
I
think it would be.
I want Madrid.
I'd rather play PSG.
Yeah, I know Madrid are obviously the champions, and they're probably going to win it again this year. But I just feel like the Spanish league's struggling at the minute, and PSG seem to be coming into some form. Like they've been good this season. It worries me with that team. But
I'd want to see us put up against the best, though, because they've probably got the best front three in the world.
Yeah, they have. But let's play. Forget that. I want to play one good team, and I want it to be in the final, and that's it. I just want to avoid as many good teams as possible. I want to do what City do every year. Give me Lyon, give me Schalke, give me fucking Mönchengladbach.
Imagine the first half of the year now, what we're seeing against Brighton, against PSG.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, the
We'd
tie's
be dead
over.
to
Be a cricket score, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Danny Welbeck's coming up.
Anyway, we've got a big game against Atletico to get past first before we have to worry about that.
I'm so excited for that, though. I am excited for it.
Do you? Me too. I can't fucking wait for that. Do you think if United, if PSG win the Champions League, do you think United would be able to get Poch in the summer?
Yes.
Do you still think we'd be able to?
Yes.
Good Fred. Superb.
I don't think he's happy there. I don't think he's ever managed
That's a bad
egos.
ball, though, Bruno.
Come on, no! Don't make stupid passes there.
That's 2 bad passes in a row there. Needs to be better there.
They're passing out the back better than us at the minute. That was poor, that from United. Just kept playing it into that difficult area. Switch play.
Switch it up and out.
Go back to the goalkeeper if you have to. Yeah, but don't play it into a spot where there's about 8 players in 2 yards. Super chat here.
Go on, then push up now. He's made a bad touch. Push up now.
Right, look how deep we are there.
Burnside is back says, my scientific analysis on why Luke Shaw can't repeat his 3 months of consistency from last year. He's awful at football.
Fucking hell,
brutal. Burnside is back there.
Brutal.
Very scientific though, he was right. I could see the working, I could see the maths behind that idea, if nothing else. Fred?
No, but going on to what I was saying before, I don't think Poch would even be tempted to stay because Poch made players, didn't he? He made average players very good, especially at Spurs. He got them to a bleeding Champions League final. Tottenham Hotspur in a Champions League final, for God's sake. So I don't think he's got that to manage the egos, and I think he'd be attracted by a rebuild that we've got going on. But I'd rather Ten Hag.
Yeah,
That's me.
Just seems more exciting, doesn't he?
The way Ajax are playing, I think they've scored something like 107 goals and conceded 10 this season in all comps. You know how mental that is.
Mad, yeah. Even for a league that isn't as one of the top ones in Europe anymore.
They're averaging over 10 goals before they concede one.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Good reception for Welbeck.
Yeah, Danny Welbeck coming on.
So he should be fan favourite.
Nice one, Dan.
United just stepped off the gas a bit, haven't we?
Yep, a little bit.
Just think like...
That's the thing, though. We've done that every time we've scored, but then we stepped off the gas.
And that's when you get punished, isn't it? That's when you get punished.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, buddy.
Shocker, I passed that.
So readable.
You don't need any unnecessary mistakes here now where you can invite pressure on. Good.
Well done. Scotland.
Man. Good. Oh, go on then. Press. Oh, it's too easy. It's too easy. Lovely play by him, Mo.
Danny Welbeck scored 3 times in his last 5 games at Old Trafford.
Wow.
Interesting. Was one of them for Arsenal by any chance?
It was, yeah. It was. He celebrated like mad, didn't he?
Yeah.
Was it the FA Cup, I think?
Yeah, there.
Was it the FA Cup, I want to say?
I think so.
Go on.
Go on then.
Finish.
Edge it.
Goal is giving it away,
Finish
Bruno.
it. Oh, Bruno, fuck off, mate. That's... Oh, my God. Ronaldo's just put it on a fucking plate for him. What's going on?
Bruno
What's up
from
with
fucking
him in his final,
7 yards out.
Great save. You know what? Fair play. I want to see that save, though, because that could be a worldie of a save.
We've got to score. We've got to score there.
Is he trying to reverse?
This many fucking chances.
He's trying to reverse,
I don't think I've ever seen United in this form in front of goal.
He's usually so fucking good in
Bruno.
Ruthlessness.
Yeah,
and
Bruno's
goals and
brilliant.
stuff. Fucking hell.
Good pressing from
Ronaldo,
vision.
fair play.
Bruno takes
Tries
the
to
touch all the
reverse,
time
doesn't
in
he?
the world.
Oh, it's the right height for him, though, isn't it?
Anywhere,
It's a poor finish.
I thought Ronaldo was going to shoot
He
then.
lifts it off the ground and just puts it,
He's
it's
not
not
passing
in the
next
corner,
time.
is it?
Ronnie's not passing next time. I'm sorry,
No.
he's not gonna.
It's not in the corner whatsoever, that.
I just hope we don't rue that. Honestly.
You can imagine it as well,
fucking
can't you?
hope not.
Yeah.
They get a corner.
No, no.
Got a chance here.
Corner.
Scuffed away.
See,
Thought
that's
he'd been
the
messed
problem.
up
Bad
then.
touch
That's
there
the
from
problem,
Lamptey.
innit? That's your problem.
Yeah.
When you have chances like that, you need to put them away.
Yeah.
Even they've got 10 men, you can have one chance,
That's
one
it,
goal.
though. It's
Know what I
encouragement.
mean?
They get a corner. It's still encouragement.
Yeah.
It's little by little. They build it up.
Yeah. Oh, he's over it. That.
Yeah, that's poor. Let's get poor Pogba on, shall we?
Yeah.
Be nice to see
Calm
him.
that
Yeah.
midfield down
Yeah.
and just show a little bit of
Hold
strength
the
in
ball.
there. Yeah.
There we go.
He's heard us. Hey.
Look at that, eh?
What's going on
Look
here?
at that,
Joe.
boys. Look at that. Yeah, he's coming on.
And I always think he's better when he's not got a silly haircut.
What?
Blue
Based on what
dyes.
evidence?
Silly haircut.
How good has he been in his past few games?
Fred.
That is fuck all evidence,
Tell me.
Jordan.
No, no,
he's been.
no, that's
he's
not-
been.
answer the question.
He's been pretty good.
Answer the question.
Pretty good.
Okay. Has he got a stupid haircut?
No.
Case
Right.
closed.
The best game he ever played for Manchester United, he had blue hair against
He
a
did.
team that wore blue.
He did, but I was getting into their heads, right? So I rated it.
Okay,
I
fair
rated
enough,
that.
Right, so your argument is
Come on. Fred
Graham
coming off.
Souness at best. Isn't it?
No.
No,
Graham
I've said it.
Souness. Come on,
Graham
Paul.
Souness, mate.
No.
There we go. Alpha Omega says, finally King Pogba arrives. Yes, he's on. It's clearly a fitness thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who
definitely.
did he take off? Fred.
Fred, yeah.
Let's just hope we don't miss the legs, should we say?
Yeah, well, he's got enough, hasn't he?
Just,
That's good from
It's a good
Scott.
pass.
Being an option.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
That's what we've been asking for the whole
Yeah.
game,
Yeah,
isn't it?
that's good from
Someone to
Scott.
actually be there to receive the ball.
Pogba will do that for you. He'll take it anyway,
Yeah,
won't
he
he?
will.
Go on then.
Oh, go on,
Meg
Jayden.
nuts. Go on, go yourself.
Go on then.
Finish. Finish. Yes,
Pogba.
Paul. Oh, first touch as well. That would have been
Yeah.
nice, wouldn't it?
We would.
Lovely,
Good
wouldn't
there
it?
by Sancho. He finds them nutmegs well, doesn't he? Like when
Meg
he's
nuts. Love it.
one-on-one with people.
Magnet.
So sweet.
Oh,
Oh, Paul, what a
ball.
pass.
Someone
See,
stopped his run, Bruno,
that's his
didn't he?
second
He
touch.
didn't think he was going to get
No.
there, so he stopped. But you've got to keep
Hey,
going.
Bit of nudity on the telly there. Webster's arsehole hanging out. Jesus Christ. Heard of Webster's dictionary, but
Has it gone?
not much
Has it gone?
shenary on that, was there?
Is it still there? Has it gone?
It's gone, yeah.
Oh, it's not gone.
Far more arse cheek than I wanted to see. Yeah, Bruno thinks that pass isn't coming through there, and he stops his run. That's why he's
Yeah.
kicking himself. But it's a corner to United. Let's score from a corner. They've only got
Be
10
brilliant,
men.
wouldn't it?
Look,
We've only got
look
10
how
men.
tall we are. Look how tall we are there.
Come on. We've only got
Come
10
on.
men. Let's score
Watch
from
this,
a corner.
not beat the first man now.
Come on. That's a good corner, that.
Oh, it's a great ball.
It didn't really beat the first man, though, did it? But it was a better shape to it. Sancho clips it in.
No.
Wishful thinking.
Time.
that.
Back post Ronaldo. 2-0.
Good ball.
Yo! Oh! Fucking called it as well. Any chance?
We're doing this again, aren't we?
Oh.
We're doing this
we're
again,
not.
lads.
No, we're not. No, we're
Ronaldo's
not.
just missed a fucking free header from 5 yards
lads.
out. Bruno's missing 3 chances from
Lads,
from
it was
8
on a-
yards out.
It's a cracking ball from Bruno.
He's on a
though.
postage stamp that. Oh, you
Gotta
got to do
score.
better,
You've
haven't
got
you?
to score that. You have to score
Ah,
that. No
lads.
question. Got to score. It's not... Yeah, you've got to score. Fucking hell, look how fuming he is. And rightly so as well. We're doing the same thing we did
Nah.
last 4 games again.
Got to take these chances,
But
lads.
you
That's
should use
2
that as
now.
motivation to win, to score the next one.
If this ends 1-0... If this ends 1-1, sorry.
Be the
we're gonna
biggest
have to
troll
rethink
thing, wouldn't it?
About
Oh, it'd be
rethink
so
everything
bad,
about
wouldn't it?
football. Yeah, that'd be absolutely
It'd be such.
hideous.
It'd be such an L. That.
Yeah,
It'd be such a L.
surely not.
Just got kicked in the head, I think, the lad. He's got to score there for me.
He has to score. It's as simple as that. He has to score that.
People saying Rashford is coming on, apparently. Yeah. We're in the ascendancy here, which means we're about to concede, according to Wayne Fisher. Shame on United. Shame the best player in the world. 10, give me a break. What? I don't know what that means. Is probably a fitness issue, or is it to improve the second half as we've been poor? I think probably a fitness
It's the
thing.
ball off his head,
Obviously,
doesn't
it makes us better as well when he comes on, but
You know, that reminds me of Swansea, versus United.
Oh, yeah.
Could have been killed.
Could have killed it.
Could have killed him.
That's got to be a goal, that.
That sticks for years.
I know, it has, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So on that football pitch, the worst thing I've seen in my life. If they should ban for Valentine.
That's a great impression. That's a great.
I just need some cheering going, don't I?
That's class.
Bloody hell. Rashi coming on.
Rashi, lad.
Speaking to that absolute unit of a staff member, Eric Ramsey.
Eric Ramsey. It's a duck with a super chat says, using your opinions, having viewed this spectacle with thine own eyes, does this have 1-1 written all over it? If they didn't have 10 men, I would say yes.
Left hand side. Oh, that's a bad ball, isn't it?
If they had 11 men, I would say yes. I could still see them scoring.
Oh my God! What an effort!
Fucking crossbar.
Wow, what an effort that was.
Crossbar as well.
Jesus.
So yes, this does have 1-1 written all over
days.
it. It absolutely does.
Oh,
That's too easy, though.
that's good though for us.
I wouldn't be surprised.
What an effort that was! About what you say there, about 30 yards out, 25 yards.
25.
Off the bar. De Gea was in trouble
Do you reckon
there.
it was a shot, not a cross?
No, it was a shot that. I'd take that all day.
He's beating him as well, hasn't it?
Yeah.
He was in
beating
trouble
him.
there, to be fair. Good effort.
Yeah, it's a great shot.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'll have a look here. It's defo a shot.
Yeah, it's a shot. Don't look up, does he? Oh, it's a great shot as
He
well.
beats him.
No, he's fully beating it.
That could have
Oh
gone
my
in.
God,
Yeah.
that would have been.
And that hits the middle of the
unreal.
crossbar as well. It
That
doesn't hit
would
the top.
happen to us, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it?
Literally, when
A
someone asked,
world
does this have 1-1 written all
as soon
over
as he
it?
said it. As soon as he said it.
Come on, Paul.
Keep the ball.
Get on the ball. Get your touches in. Good.
See, I know that's not a difficult pass, but to Pogba, that's
Brings you
so
that
much easier
composure, doesn't it?
compared to
Yeah.
Fred and McTominay, who just, that is it.
That
They have to think
calmness
about
and
that
composure.
pass. Pogba can do that 10 times out of 10 with his eyes
And that-
closed.
I love that. Superb. Yeah, that's normal service resumes
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
a fucking hell. Just a fucking lazy
Home
little
press now.
dump of a cross, wasn't it? Just to the back post. Not aimed at anyone. No power on it. You do the rest, lads. Wasn't it? Just fucking...
It's lazy, isn't it?
Just dripping a foot through it.
Oh, lads.
Anyway, 1-0. Looks like Tellez and
Tellez.
Rashford coming on.
Langer's
Langer's coming off.
Unsurprisingly, I think.
No, it's a
Not
right
been in
one.
the
That.
game much second
No,
half, has he?
it's a right one. That.
Had a
All I
decent
want from
game.
him now, all I want from Rashford now is just running inside.
Yeah.
Just keep running inside, running. Fresh off the bench, his pace will murder
Especially if they try and go for this in the last 10 minutes, which they might as well.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of spaces to get in behind. And Tellez is coming on for Sancho.
Sancho.
5 back.
Maybe.
Shaw
Or maybe just
tucked
play
into
Tellez at
centre half.
left wing. I don't know.
He's got a whip on him as Tellez.
Yeah, he has, yeah.
I'm surprised Sancho's come off though.
Yeah.
I know he said he hadn't really had a sniff, but
He started.
Yeah, he started
He's shown
really well.
glimpses, didn't he?
Yeah. First half he was good. Second half he hadn't done much, to be honest, has he?
yeah, he's playing Tellez. It looks like
Sancho?
left wing.
No.
Come on, push him there. Well done,
Good,
Scott.
Scott.
Find a pass.
Brilliant.
Find a pass.
Superb.
He's done really well there, Scott. Now find
Back
a
post,
pass.
Tellez. There it is.
Oh, go on!
Oh, I thought he was going to
Throw your
volley
foot
that
at it.
first
Just
time.
drifted.
Throw your foot at it.
Oh, good first touch, mate.
He's just fell over.
Oh, that's
Referee.
a nasty one. Playing it on.
Take the foul.
Oh, he's done very well there. Oh! Bruno, brilliant. Great save. Again, that keeper's good.
Yeah, he's all
Made
right.
some
Sanchez.
crucial saves.
It's Sanchez, isn't it? Good player.
Bet there's
not
loads of
quite-
dip on
Not quite
this.
fine in the corner, but yeah, there's
Oh
some dip
my
on it.
God.
Yeah. Is that what he does all the time? Just puts the dip
Yeah,
on
the
it.
dip. Oh, the whip. Dip or whip.
Chips and dips.
Chips and
Corner
dips.
to United. 150 not out. Come on, boys.
Come on, lads.
How many corners until we score one? This is it.
Good
Decent.
ball. Finish. Oh. How's he in a job, this bloke? No, I'm on a serious level.
No, but he's laughable at this point, isn't it?
No, I should have done that. Should have put it in.
Yeah.
Is that his role, set piece coach?
He's a
Oh,
set-
it's not an individual
Apparently
coach.
he's not been doing as much of the set piece stuff as we may think.
Oh, the pass was off.
Yeah.
Harry
Maguire.
dribbling.
Oh, good
bad
effort.
effort.
Creeping.
Yeah.
Good effort, that.
Bottom corner, wasn't it? Just not enough power on it. Yeah, the pass back from Ronaldo to Bruno was just bobbling a bit when
Yeah,
he couldn't hit it first time there. Decent,
touch.
well done with that.
Left
Harry
leg.
Maguire.
That's a shame.
Imagine if he would have scored then.
Comfortable for the keeper. I don't know what everyone would have done. Jordan would have booed. There
If he
you go.
scored, if he scored, I wouldn't celebrate.
Oh, they're in here. No, good decision to play that pass, bud.
And he's found him.
Go on, Rash.
Get there.
He'll get that. Oh, is that still in play?
He bleed
Still there, isn't he?
Good.
Paul.
Good use too. Get off the ball. It's my ball.
done.
Get off it.
Arse across his chest there, wasn't it?
My ball.
Yeah.
Off.
Find a pass.
Get on the ball, Scott.
It's what he offers you, innit? Because I don't even think McTominay
Get on the ball.
is even close to how strong he is there.
No.
Go on.
Then.
He's
not
only
tracking
jogging.
you. He's
Go
not
on
tracking
then.
you there. See, look, this is where we have to be ruthless now.
Yeah.
Because
agreed.
they're not. They ain't got the intensity
He's not looked
at
there.
all.
He didn't even look there.
He
Didn't look.
Oh, shit, that.
Good reaction though. Good reaction to press.
Yeah.
Played advantage, isn't it? Deal with that. Deal with
I
that.
don't like that. Do not like that.
Give it to Nate.
If he gets a touch there.
Yeah, Welbeck looking dangerous there.
Yeah.
This TV's going to go off in 5 minutes. Come. The monitor. McTominay.
Come on, lads. There's still another goal in this.
Hopefully
For us. Yeah. Just be brave and get on the
Yeah.
ball. Make something happen. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Come on.
Good. That's
Let's get a
good.
fucking goal. Clean sheet is a must, obviously, but
Yeah.
let's get a goal here.
Turn. Back to room.
Cam. Okay.
Go on, Rash.
Go on.
Touch.
Great
Finish. Oh, it's a
Corner
great first
ball.
touch, that. Unlucky.
He looked like he was taking it inside then, didn't he? Opening
Yeah.
up his body. It was a great first touch, that.
Great touch. Open the
Yeah.
body up. Good defending.
Yeah, not bad.
Good defending.
Corner to United. Come on! Come on now! Let's get a fucking goal from a corner. It can't be that hard, surely. We've had 8 corners in
Come
this
on,
game.
the lads.
Ball goes in.
Oh, a little drilled one.
Back
Oh,
to
I thought-
Bruno. Good
Go on
touch.
then. Whip.
McTominay.
Oh, he's done
10
two of
yards
them
over,
now.
and the rest.
They've skied like 3 of them, haven't they?
Okay, no.
What are they doing?
And this
Usually
one's-
likes that one there. Like I said before, usually likes that little
Yeah,
whip
he
one.
does.
Doesn't it?
That's a great effort by this
It is.
honest lad. He's beat there, De Gea, innit?
We're just never going to score a corner, are we? Anyway, Jay and Joe's adopted son Benjamin, who's been a member of the first team for 2 months, says, "My man Jordan, Denim Joe, up the RH, how are you? The goal really gave us a boost. We lack mentality lately, and after that, everything changed up the fucking Paddock." Yeah, we said that, didn't we? As soon as the goal went in, United looked better.
Yeah.
He's right.
We've not really
Yeah.
kept that intensity up, though, I'm afraid, but we've sort of playing this out almost
better.
like it's a cup game. or
Scott.
something, aren't we?
good.
Very good, Scott. Go on.
Go on then.
He won't catch you.
Big touch.
Oh, it's a
fucking
foul.
hate them
Good
though, don't
professional
you?
foul, that, though, isn't it?
Shaw
it
did
is.
it all before, didn't he? When
PSG,
he
by the way,
was
scored a 94th minute winner.
Who scored?
Against Real Madrid, Mbappe.
I've
Neymar
got a
with
bet
the
on
assist.
Mbappe to score, Sterling to score, Militao to get booked, and João Palhinha to get booked.
Uh,
It's coming. I won 500 quid.
Sterling scored.
Oi, can someone go check if João Palhinha got booked for Sporting?
Imagine. Scenes.
It would be mint that. If you mint that, that's 3 of them in. I just need João Palhinha to get
I
booked.
don't.
How
think he's
much would you return?
played.
Do you know?
500.
Oh.
For 5.
I don't think he's. Did he?
Ah, Cam, you
Well,
can't
I don't
do
think
that.
Yeah, but I
played.
didn't react. No, I didn't.
He's not even on the pitch.
didn't
as
even
far
give
as
him
I can
that.
see.
Is he on the bench?
I give him the eyes. Oh, mate didn't get booked today. You sausage.
Is he
Who's
playing?
his mate who got booked?
Who are you even on about? He's not even played. Anyway, Man United. Forget about that PSG shite. Corner to United.
Got to score from a corner, Joe, haven't we?
I've said that for
said it every corner.
40 corners in a row.
No, but come
Bruno.
on, boys. Like,
It's a good one.
oh,
Almost an own goal.
own goal.
Did you
Would that
consider
count?
that? The only
Would
way
that
United can score from a corner is by the opposition scoring for us. Alpha
Look
Omega
at that. Jesus
said,
Christ.
Alpha Omega with the super chat says, "Let's go all in for Basuma and Pogba." That'd be a decent little combo.
Oh,
wouldn't it?
Rashford, come on, mate.
Rashford,
Got to be
mate.
better than that, mate. Good reaction, no, like that.
Well done.
Good,
Yes,
Bruno. Good. Options now. Oh, superb.
Go on in.
Finish, but it's just
So-
that touch.
Touch a little bit too far then.
Go
Shoot.
on, Ronnie.
Imagine if that
I
was
thought it took
flew in.
it further in then.
Good defending.
He's done well.
Okay, through.
He's done well there. Done very well.
Very well indeed. Yeah, big late goal for PSG. That
It's massive, isn't it?
yeah.
Mbappe as well. Well, not controversial because he's not signed for him yet, but he is going Real, isn't
Yeah, knocking out the
Edge.
team that he's going to join.
Yeah.
he? Edge.
Definitely.
Edge. He's got time on the edge there.
Rashford
Good
keeps
turn
giving it
from
away,
Pogba,
doesn't
He
he?
does, yeah. Great
Very
turn
good,
from
Paul.
Pogba.
Oh, superb. Touch.
Oh,
Oh,
he
could have gone
could've
down.
gone
Penalty there,
down.
weren't we?
He could have gone down.
Tell us. Tom
Don't.
Reverse pass. Oh, I could have done that
He's
sooner.
got it.
You look like you were going to shoot.
I needed
Corner
that
to
one
United
shape
versus
up like he was
throw.
going to shoot and like reverse it back.
Yeah. Come on now. Fernandez. Pogba.
Good ball.
Pogba's looked good since he's come on.
Oh, Jesus.
Almost gave the ball away then, but
When he's on the
He has
ball,
been
though, it always looks like something's going to
Oh,
happen.
superb.
so
Paul
he's
Pogba.
pissing on him.
Brilliant.
He's pissing on him, lads.
Pissing on him.
Go on, Dallo.
Back post.
Good
Rashford.
cross.
Not a bad ball.
That's a shocking header, that.
Ball.
Well,
Yeah, Pogba's having a laugh, isn't he?
yeah. Taking the mick. Come on,
Oh,
Scott.
Scotty lad. Well done. Do you want a foul then? Go on, get a foul.
Their
Their ball,
through.
yeah.
Hey, they're mates, aren't they?
Tomine just having a bit of a
Cuddle.
Yeah, he loves that.
bit of a
doesn't
cuddle, wasn't
Bit
it?
of a cuddle. Yeah.
Little bit of a nice hug, actually.
Not wrong with that.
No.
he? Scotty boy.
Bit of fight.
Yeah.
Get up.
United don't score more than one goal, do we? So we
Come
better
on,
get a
drive.
fucking
Come
clean
on.
sheet.
There's one more in here. Come on.
Come on. Bruno.
Great movement
Pogba's on.
from
Ronaldo's on,
Ronaldo.
sorry.
Great movement there.
Good movement. Found him well as well, but just couldn't quite get it out
Yeah.
from under his feet, could he? Just got caught up in his legs, in his hind
Good,
legs.
fellas.
Good. Keep him there now.
Yeah.
Don't give him a chance. Keep him boxed in.
There's only 10 of them.
You're talking what? 4 minutes added on
Yeah.
with all the debate about the red card.
Go on then. Go on. Oh, it's too
It's a good
easy
pass,
that.
that. Yeah, it's too easy. We're not really pressing anymore, are we? Look at this. Look where our defence is there.
Can't
They're
be
balls on
standing off like
their
this
18-yard
though,
box
like
and we're 30 yards in our
towards
half.
the end. You know what I mean?
I know.
They've got 10 men. You know, you're forgetting that.
Go out then. Don't let him get his head up.
Right.
We've got 2 left backs on the pitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's
Too
nice.
easy.
Good feet.
Way too easy.
Oh no.
Come on, surely not. Surely not another one. Brighton on the ball, on the edge of the box here.
No, you gotta close him
He's
down.
whipped it in. Got to
Shit.
get a good header here. It's not much
Come on,
it.
lads. Be disciplined here now. Not that.
Foul him.
Oh.
Don't foul him.
Free cross. They've got 10 men and you've got fucking
Oh,
free
no.
crosses and Danny Welbeck
Oh.
sends it over. How have they got a free cross there? Has Luke Shaw blocked a cross in his life? Has he ever blocked a cross? They've got 10 men and he's got fucking 10 yards. Look
There's
at this.
no urgency to get
Nowhere
out there to
near
block
him.
it. Welbeck's, I tell you what, you're looking at.
You see
He's
there,
at the top of his
look,
head.
at
Before.
look at how much he's...
It's a good
ripping him
ball
then.
in as well. Good job.
He's
He,
never blocked a cross in his life.
there was no urgency to get out there though, Joe, was it? It's
No.
just like he was settling from
Just
and
stood
putting the
outside
ball
on
in the
18-yard
box.
line.
You know?
6
You
minutes.
stand there and just fucking put the ball in the box and let's hope that Danny Welbeck doesn't score.
Oh, tell us, come on. Fucking hell, boys.
Money
Look
off.
at this. We've fallen asleep now. We're fucking begging for him to score an equaliser here.
Right,
Come on,
you go
drive up now.
Up you go.
Drive.
Sprint.
You've only played 90 minutes. Sprint.
I think these lot are wary. They're wary about conceding.
We
I
are. We're
think.
shitting it.
Come on, let's go. Come on, Paul. Drive us forward.
Just trying to keep the ball, aren't they?
Scott.
Stinker of a touch, though. He's kept it.
Give him bloody
Drive.
encouragement.
That's better, Shaw. That's better. No,
no,
he
making
didn't want
that
that.
run,
He
is
didn't
he?
want it there, though, did he?
No.
Want it to his feet.
Sure, don't be jogging back now.
Oh,
He's already been. Has he been booked?
oh, they're on here. But
Luke
quick
Shaw
free
wanted to
kick.
fucking rest then. He's not got
Yeah,
it because
he
they've
did.
taken the free kick quick and they've booted it out, luckily.
Luckily, yeah.
Fucking hell. Still 5 minutes to go here.
Yeah.
6 minutes
Potter's
is a lot,
keeping him
innit?
in there now.
6 minutes.
It's a lot, yeah. It
What
wasn't
are they
that
doing that
long
for?
for that
'Cause he won.
controversy, was he, for the
How many subs did
for
he have?
sending off?
It's 30 seconds of sub, isn't it?
Don't know.
Usually.
Because the dunk thing, but still 6 minutes feels a lot. Anyway, there's only been one goal.
Come on,
This,
Shaw,
this,
step
this,
in.
this worries me, this.
Oh, don't tell us. Very good. That's... Oh,
Scary.
it looked dodgy, didn't it? But
Yeah,
it's a
it
good
is,
ball, to be
yeah.
fair.
Come on now. Close it out. Close it out.
I don't mind it. Oh, I don't like that. But when they're keeping the
Rashford has
ball
given
like
the
that,
ball
it's
away
not
so
bad.
many
isn't it?
times
He
since
has.
he's
I
come
don't
on,
think
hasn't
he's kept it, to be honest, Joe.
He's
Since
been
he's come off.
awful. I can't believe how much he's giving it away. Every time he gets it, he loses it.
Come on, lads.
Look how
They're booing, aren't they, there? Behind the ball.
Holding the ball, Brighton.
Just getting behind the ball. We've got everyone
Yeah.
behind the ball now, haven't we?
Yeah.
Bruno wanting
Asking
him to
people
push
to
up.
push out.
Rashford, you know what? Rashford's just come on the pitch and he's just jogging out
Yeah.
there. You know what I mean? Show a little bit of urgency.
I know. Brighton winning the ball back again.
Good.
Oh, no.
Good tackle.
Oh, I knew he's come from the back, and I knew he was going to give that. It was a good tackle for me, but... Bit of afters.
Oh, yeah, he
Well, he
climbs
gets all
round
over
him a
him,
bit,
innit?
doesn't he?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Tom Hay
Free
having a
kick
bit
to
of a barney
giving
with
him a
him.
bit of that,
Brighton,
yeah.
yeah.
Giving him a
35
bit.
yards out, 40 yards out. No, 35.
Just be solid here.
Looks like they're gonna cross
Just be
it in.
solid.
Yeah. Here's the thing 10 men don't make a difference here.
No.
No, it doesn't.
They're putting everyone up. Free kick to Brighton.
Oh, no.
Well done, Harry.
Away. It's not over. Away. Don't want it
What
bounce.
the fuck is Tellez doing there? Go to the ball.
Fuck you now.
Letting the ball bounce. How have they won that back? We've won the header comfortably, and there's two of you there.
Oh, wow.
Shaw getting
Good,
spot.
Yes,
you.
Bruno.
Shaw's been poor, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has.
Oh, Paul. Come on, buddy. Got to be better there.
Shit ball. Shit ball.
How are we under pressure here
I
now
know.
to, like...
Sat back.
Why are we panicking
shitting
here?
it.
Should have been game over.
Got 10 men and we're shitting it.
Get ready, Ogo.
Very good.
That's a goal
Brilliant.
kick.
Okay, well done.
Brilliant. Corner.
How's that
What?
corner?
Yeah, I think it's offside, isn't it?
Ah,
Oh, he's
good.
offside.
It's
Never mind.
I thought he'd give a corner
Yeah,
when he
so
went
you
like
went
that. Yeah.
It's the indication
Yeah.
for the corner.
Correct. What's the comments like, Joe? What we're saying?
I don't
Everyone.
want to go too far because I don't
Oh,
want to see
right.
if anyone scored.
Yeah.
But Shaw blocked a cross versus West Ham. It was with his arm, though, to be fair. So that's the last time I looked Shaw blocked a cross.
Yeah.
90 seconds to go.
Come on, lads. Them two are having a little battle, aren't they?
Yeah. He's getting booked here.
3 times, yeah.
McTominay's booked.
Having a little battle, them two. Don't mind that.
Don't let Basuma get in your head, though.
It's a bit silly, this, isn't it?
He's a good player.
Hanging
in
on
that
for dear
Basuma.
life against Brighton with 10 men.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. We've had chances as well, lads. You know what I mean?
I know.
You've got to see the game
The
out.
chances we've had. That Ronaldo header from 2 yards out and
He's
Bruno
had two,
with
didn't he?
a
Ronaldo
Bruno-
had 2 headers, I think.
Bruno's
Yeah,
chance.
he did. I forgot about the first
Yeah.
one where it's the goalie
Yeah.
saves it.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Ronaldo with 2
Bruno-
great chances.
Bruno's, he's got to score.
7 yards out, straight in
One
front of
of
the
you.
middle of the goal with no one in front of him.
Oh, my.
See how it.
He wanted to usher it out, but Thingy were there, wasn't he?
Don't let him get a crossing.
Right, move out now, Ronnie. Go on, Bruno. Go on,
Force
Bruno.
it.
Push
Go.
it, push
That's
it.
good. That's good. Good. There you go.
Putting it up there.
You've got to win that. You've got to win that. One of you.
It's a
Oh, that's too easy, that. A little fucking shoulder.
Come on, lads.
Don't let him
There's
beat you.
plenty of bodies
That's
around
a good
there.
pass
That's
as well, that.
Sure.
Good turn.
shit.
This
One of
is
you.
a free cross.
Way good. Squeeze up.
Look at this.
Get out.
Rashford, look.
Get out to
Rashford.
him.
Press the-
Jogging again.
Look
You
at-
just come
Good,
on.
It's a yellow
Bruno.
card, that.
Sabal, Sabal,
Right,
Sabal.
go on
Go
then.
now. Go.
Come on, let's go.
2v1 here.
Go on.
2v1.
Go.
Come on, Bruno
Come on.
Ronaldo.
Decision making now. Decision
It's all
making.
Bruno. It's all Bruno, this.
Oh, yes. Bruno.
2-0.
Get in.
Come on.
Decision
There you go.
making. Love it.
There you go.
Love it. That
Almost fucked it, didn't it? But he just bided his time for long enough. Wait till the goalie goes.
I think the keeper's helped him out massively there because I think the keeper thinks he's going to cross.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But listen, you can't take nothing away from him.
No.
Decision making was very good.
Well done. Their play.
This was brilliant from Popper as well. Quick
Yeah,
play there. He wasn't fucking about.
Yeah.
Ball down. Play. This is brilliant.
He's so bothered about Ronaldo as well. There, that he just don't even go in.
This
near
is
Bruno,
so
does he?
now I think he's thinking about fake shotting it or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And chopping inside or even playing a little reverse back. But that touch allows him.
Don't fall for it, does he?
Yeah, brilliant.
Bruno keeps
Great
the ball,
finish.
takes an extra couple of steps, puts it in after the
Fills
goal has
them
gone
both,
down.
doesn't it?
Yeah,
Fills them both.
it does. Good stuff.
I guess. Oh, is it?
Fucking hell,
Yeah.
we've won.
Well, yeah.
Hey lads, we've won.
Thank
Well,
fuck
don't
for
worry
that.
about
And
it.
we said 2-0. We did say Ronaldo. We did say Ronaldo
Yeah.
2, but we'll take a 2-0.
Yeah, Pratik Duan says, mighty sportsmanlike of Rangnick to even up the game by bringing Rashford on. The guy does nothing except give away possession. I mean, it's not been a great start from... it wasn't a great game for Rashford, was it?
No.
At all. But yeah, there you go. Manchester United 2, Brighton 0. It's taken a bit, that, hasn't it? It's taken too long for that to be the scoreline. Yeah. But, we'll take it.
Yeah.
That is full time as well, which is very
Don't think they're
good.
getting away with it,
Full-time
though, in the
whistle's
review. Don't think they're getting away with it, though. Yeah.
Fantastic. Right, Man United have finally won. It felt like it might be 1-1 at certain times there, didn't it? It felt like it might be 1-1, but it wasn't. It was 2-0 to Manchester United. We've got a super chat here from Mike. He says, that was the most accidental win I've ever seen. I'm entirely convinced we were trying to lose and couldn't manage it. Yeah, we're so bad. Even when we try to lose, we can't do it. There you go. Manchester United 2, Brighton 0. Finally a win after a run of, 3, 4 1-1s in a row?
Fucking lovely.
3 1-1s in a row. Manchester United finally get the win. 2-0. A clean sheet. Some things we needed. Some parts of the performance we didn't. We'll go through the whole thing in the review in just a moment. Jordan, where can people find you?
JD Simpson 98 on Twitter.
Love it.
Ryan, mate, where can people find you?
RH_elite coaching on Instagram.
Yeah, click the link to the
Get your
review
lemon sherbets
in the
in,
comments.
lads.
Get your lemon sherbets in. Manchester United have finally won a game. We finally had a clean sheet. Manchester United 2, Brighton 0. Slightly lucky, but we'll take it.
All
We'll
day.
see you in a bit.